ꯊꯣꯛꯏꯗꯅ ꯃꯣꯕꯥ 5v5ꯇ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ i7 ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯩꯕ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯧꯗꯣꯔ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦꯍꯦ
Okay, and there we
ꯍꯧꯔꯦ
go,
ꯍꯧꯔꯦ ꯍꯧꯔꯦ
ladies and
ꯍꯧꯔꯦ
gentlemen. We're kicking things off with the first match of the
ꯍꯧꯔꯦ
grand
guys
finals of the Tog Dogs. It's going to be Eliminators and
first game
Zohunt. This is match number 1, of course. Answer casting, as you can clearly see, it's Kronos, our MPL caster, of course, our guest tonight, and of course, Fredo as well, and myself, Ray, as your host. So, of course, we're jumping into the game, and just like we discussed, and there we go. You just mentioned the EXP is going to be important. They instant ban
phobias
out
ban
the Phobias
phobias
Kronos,
ban
like not even a second wait.
ꯀꯔꯝꯕ
It was
ꯇꯤꯝꯅꯣ
instant.
left side ꯒꯤ ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯤꯅ ET right side ꯒꯤ ꯇꯤꯝꯁꯤꯅ Zohunt
It's a respect ban indeed, because you can see also that Zohunt like to play the Phobius in the EXP lane, if I'm not wrong. But not just that, because it's a good hero that can be picked up in the second pick, right? First pick, I wouldn't say Phobius is the best because you got the Zushin.
Bro ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ squad ꯃꯤꯡ ꯈꯔ
out
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯑꯣ
right now.
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤꯗꯤ squad ꯃꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ bro ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯑꯩ sorry ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯈꯨꯠꯅꯤ ꯂꯣꯟꯖꯟꯅꯔꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯀꯩꯝ ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯌꯥꯝꯅꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯀꯣ MPL ꯊꯣꯛꯀꯗꯕ squad ꯑꯁꯨꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ.
Not like they're weak.
Is everyone in Eliminators from Manipur? Yes, all of them are from Manipur.
Absolutely.
But I heard one of their tanker is from
You know
West
something
Bengal.
about Mova Zaid, Fredo. You see the ban, right?
Yep. Look at that. Look at that. Once again, we're seeing the Fredrin of Mr. Dusty getting banned. And I mean, in the last match that we saw, it was Zohan like versus IGN. I mean, 3 games back to back. Or was it 4? I don't remember. But it was like Fredrin, Matilda, Fredrin, Matilda, Fredrin, Matilda. It's like they respect, you know, Dusty up to a point where people start thinking that, okay, this guy, he must be really good on Fredrin or something. But it's like, even when it was open in the 4th game, they didn't really pick it up. They still went for Joy. So that's like the most interesting part.
Eliminators have the first pick right now, Kronos, and you know I feel like they would probably just commit to a Gatot Kacha right now, even though you know we just discussed it. I feel like they will just wait. Who's open for a second? What do you think? I feel like they're gonna commit to EXP just like you mentioned.
Maybe the EXP
Lucas?
is there, but I think the Lucas is a good pickup right here. The Florin's also a good pickup. Just because you get that extra bit of heal. A Sicilian can be there, but it's again the second phase rather. Hayabusa is still left open.
Nerd अधिक ही ना कहीं नर्ड है
अगर एक स्टॉक 900 रुपए का है और मेरे पास
Either the Florin looks the best, to be honest.
And okay, I was right, but I was not expecting a aura coming up for the first pick. I was not expecting the Barang because I know he has been slightly enough. He's still good, but
Northeast Underdog Tournament 2.0.
But on the other side, you know, Fredo, we also have Win and Mizo-san. Like, what do you think? Is this art gonna be going, or is it gonna be legend?
I think it's definitely going to be legend. The Badang is always better to be played in the EXP lane because, of course, his zoning potential much more there.
Nerd ka jale. Ako na wari siya na sige batang na nila. Nerd on thuise. NERD.
Kronos watches our streams or not.
RD kay din no. NERD.
Would you like to use a few words here and there? So yeah, Kronos, of course, bolting with his signature word, fisting.
Fredo se mitem jani Tripura da laiba. Adamai na hai Perdisi na hai pa.
They use their fist to fight.
Tripura da laiba mitem ne.
They definitely do.
Fredo hai je.
And
Adamai hairline jo. Direct push back ne.
It just goes to show that they're covering their bases. They want to dive into the back line.
Moi maming asing mo yawi ko sida.
Any high ground mages
Like the
Farsa, they are always under threat.
Dureza ga jale. Si
Nongsana
hai ba ma
You
jina.
want to go straight for it so that whatever comes on the other side, you're going to have the advantage in the late game. Split push ability, mobility.
Oh, pick chicken no paina ge. Pick kam yang hodre. Dabang ne.
They're definitely cooking, even though Chef is here.
Dabang hai. Dabang ne Joy ne.
Seeing the Fredrin ban, I was expecting the Joy to be coming up, and I almost Eliminators. You know, of course, I have to mention it to you. Vaden is India #1 Valentina, and this guy plays
watch party
Valentina not as a utility mage like most
I think games
people
he
plays it like a burst mage. You think it's an Eudora with the amount of damage he deals and the way he picks off. So I feel like this is less of Eliminators going for a caution pick. It's more of like, we do not want to ban out Valentina, but we also don't want to give it to the Vaden. So I feel like this is more of a respect pick. What do you think about that, though?
Midway ko guys, ay midway.
If you ask me, the Valentina is a good pick, not just because you're denying it from Faden, of course, but also because you are denying the counter that could come in for that Lucas. I don't like the jawhead here, though. I feel like the jawhead is kind of forced.
ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯒꯗꯧꯔꯒꯦ
It feels like
ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ
Zohunt
ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯈꯤꯔꯣꯏ
won't have
ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯗꯤ
any other
ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦ
roamers to be
overlayꯗꯣ
picked up, so they go for the jawhead. Because who are you gonna really lock down? If you're gonna go on towards the Badanga side
background
with the fist breaks,
Yep.
then he's gonna be immune. The same thing with the Lucas. He can turn, unleash the beast. He's gonna
ꯅꯠꯇꯦ
be immune once again.
ꯄꯤꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯨ ꯄꯤꯛꯅ
So the
ꯁꯥꯡꯅ
unstoppable
ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯛꯀꯗꯕ
force,
ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ
yes, you
ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ
can
ꯈꯪꯗꯦ
lock
ꯍꯣꯏ
down
16/9
someone,
ꯅꯦ
but with the ejector, who are you really looking at
16/9
Because the same thing with bid on this Valentina.
Joseph Boy
if you go
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯁꯤꯅ
through with the
TRT
unstoppable
ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣ
force, he's able to
Tartarus
directly
ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣ
target
Joseph Boy ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯅꯦ
Miso-san or the
Tartarus 다
jungler of
hyper wave
Zohunt.
ꯉꯥꯡꯅꯦꯕ
So it's gonna be
ꯅꯪꯗꯤ
difficult
Joseph
for
ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ
them
ꯈꯪꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ
for us
William
to see. So I don't like this jawhead pickup. I feel like it's too early.
ꯈꯪꯗꯦ
You could
ꯑꯅꯧꯕꯅꯦ
have
ꯑꯩꯁꯨ
gone
ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ
for
ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ
something like
best
Gatotka's
best
to
hyperꯅꯦ
provide
ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯕꯅꯦ
more
ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ
space. Because now they're looking to ban out the Tier
ꯑꯣꯏꯖꯔꯝꯃꯅꯤ
1s,
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ
the Sicilian,
ꯃꯁꯥꯅꯕꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯣꯏꯖꯔꯝꯃꯅꯤ
maybe the Sicilian's a perfect ban over here.
You know, Fredo, and of course,
ETꯗ
I
ꯀ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯁꯤꯁ
gotta give it to
ꯌꯥꯎꯗ꯭ꯔꯕꯣ
Kronos,
ETꯒꯤ
of
ꯇꯤꯝꯗ
course.
ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯃꯤꯈꯩꯁꯦ
Mizo-san here
ꯂꯥꯎꯊꯣꯛꯑꯒꯦ
is, of
ꯑꯥꯔꯠ
course,
ꯂꯩꯔꯦ
formerly family
ꯐꯦꯠ
problem,
ꯂꯩꯔꯦ
and his specialty
ꯕꯤꯠ
is,
ꯕꯤꯠ
yep, you get
ꯂꯩꯔꯦ
it right.
ꯂꯦꯖꯦꯟ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ
Yeah, yeah, he loves to play the pick-off heroes. But you know,
ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯝꯅꯤ
Fredo, of course, the
ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯔ
question is
ꯃꯨꯟ
to
ꯒꯥꯏꯅ
you. Just like I agree with Kronos, I feel
ꯁꯤꯒꯤ
like this
ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯔ ꯃꯨꯟꯁꯦ
jawhead is
ꯃꯥꯏ
a
ꯃꯁꯛꯁꯦ
little
ꯊꯝꯅꯦꯜꯗ
bit too
ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ
early. Like I feel like it
ꯊꯥꯏꯅꯒꯤ
is a
ꯑꯃ
little bit too early,
ꯇꯤ
and I feel like the
ꯑꯥꯔꯗ
whole reason it's going there
ꯅꯥꯎꯕ
because
ꯀꯧꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯑꯃ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ
Dusty
ꯈꯪꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ
is not
ꯊꯥꯏꯅꯒꯤ
playing any tank jungler, so he
ꯇꯤꯝ
will have to choose
ꯔꯤꯚꯣꯂꯨꯁꯟꯗꯅ
support,
ꯑꯗꯨ
which he
ꯃꯥꯟꯕꯅꯦ
lately has
ꯃꯁꯛꯁꯦ
shifted to.
ꯃꯁꯛꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯐꯦꯠ ꯃꯥꯟꯕꯅꯦ
So maybe it's a little bit too early. What do you think? But there is a Louis though.
ꯑꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯐꯦꯠ ꯎꯔꯝꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯁꯛꯇꯣ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯪ
Of
ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒ
course,
ꯃꯁꯥ
a lot of
ꯀꯨꯆꯨꯒꯗꯤ
utility in the
ꯁꯦꯡꯉ
mid
ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯋꯦ
lane.
ꯑꯉꯥꯡ
Coming in from both sides. Of course, Bid will play the Valentina more like a utility, in comparison to Faden, who likes to go for more of the burst type. But yeah, I mean, this jawhead does feel a little bit odd, considering this
ꯆꯦꯅꯦꯜꯗ ꯋꯥꯔ
lineup.
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯝ ꯒꯦꯝꯁ
But it does,
ꯋꯥꯔ
it
ꯗ꯭ꯔꯝ
still,
ꯒꯦꯝꯁ
can, give some amount of some amount of, early rotations because, of course, he does have that
ꯏꯟꯖꯦꯟ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
ejector
ꯏꯟꯖꯦꯟꯒꯗꯣ
playbook.
ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯂꯤꯐꯥꯏ
Look at
ꯇꯧꯔꯝꯗꯣꯏ
that.
ꯃꯥꯟꯗꯦ
We're seeing
ꯃꯅꯥꯎꯗ
Harriet, and of course, Harriet is something that can easily dominate the Moscow. But do you think it's going to happen or not? I don't know.
ꯀꯩ
But
ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯩ
Ryan,
ꯚ꯭ꯌꯨꯋꯔꯁ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ
he
ꯂꯣꯏ
does
ꯂꯩꯔꯕꯣ
like the pick,
ꯒꯥꯏꯁ
but
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
he
ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤꯕꯣ
decided to go for the
ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯥꯃꯦꯟ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯤꯅꯕ
Moscow this
ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯕꯣ
time.
ꯏꯁ
Massive
ꯍꯜꯂꯣ
heavy
ꯒꯥꯏꯁ
competition
ꯋꯦꯜꯀꯝ
coming in from
ꯋꯦꯜꯀꯝ
Zohunt.
ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯅꯔ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯀꯩꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯦꯗ
I'm looking at
ꯁ꯭ꯄꯥꯛ
how Kronos is
ꯇꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ
doing. I don't want to say anything. Kronos, go ahead. I feel like say
Nah, Eliminators just cooked, bro. Whatever Zohunt were cooking just got burnt.
ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯦ ꯋꯥꯆ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤꯅꯤ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯗꯤꯁ ꯏꯁ ꯋꯥꯆ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤ
They have the chain CC
I don't know.
ability, they have a pick off, they have the late game damage with this Herod.
Tigreal's a respect Ben
early
Male.
game level 4 power spikes.
Tigreal
The
respect Ben
Valentina is
oidone
going to be able to take the diversion. You're going to have that split push ability. You can even use the electric speed. Yes, the Masha is a good pick. I'm not even surprised about it because you're not going to be
ꯅꯣꯏ ꯍꯣꯔꯦꯟ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯊꯈ꯭ꯔꯁꯨꯅꯦ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯁꯥꯎꯟ ꯇꯥꯔꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤꯅꯦ ꯆꯥꯡ ꯑꯝꯗ ꯊꯝꯒꯦꯕ ꯑꯩ ꯍꯣꯔꯦꯟ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯈꯠꯂꯛꯀꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯉꯥꯡꯃꯜꯂꯤꯁꯦ ꯍꯦꯟꯃꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯉꯥꯡꯕꯅ ꯍꯦꯜꯂꯦꯀꯣ ꯀꯥꯁꯇꯔꯁꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯣꯏꯈꯠꯂꯛꯀꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦ ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯥꯃꯦꯟ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯦꯡꯕ ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯥꯃꯦꯟ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯆꯦꯅꯦꯜꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯁꯤꯅ ꯚ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯗꯃꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯍꯦꯜꯂ ꯂꯩꯊꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯕ ꯁꯣꯝꯗ ꯅꯪꯅ ꯃꯨꯊꯠꯂꯣ ꯀꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯇꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯅ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖꯔꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯀꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯏꯕꯤꯜꯗꯣ ꯊꯥꯕꯤꯔꯅꯨ ꯊꯥꯕꯤꯔꯅꯨ ꯀꯥꯏ
I mean, I agree with what he's
ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯊꯥꯕꯤꯔꯅꯨ ꯀꯥꯏ
as well. This
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄꯗꯨꯗꯤ
lineup, okay, I mean,
ꯃꯣꯏꯅ
like I
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄꯅꯤda
said,
ꯑꯩꯅ
as
ꯊꯥꯖꯒꯦꯅ
Ron
ꯊꯥꯕ
mentioned,
ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯕ
if
ꯒꯥꯏ
they
ꯁꯤꯁꯦ
play early
ꯃꯣꯏꯅ
game,
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄꯩ
early
ꯊꯥꯕꯅꯦ
game well, they can make it work. But on the other side, in the later game,
ꯍꯧꯔꯦ
later
ꯁꯤ
phases of the
ꯍꯧꯔꯦ
game,
ꯁꯤ
the thing is, if it goes into the late game, the Moscow and Louis, they can out macro. And
Blue
don't
team
forget
ET,
Mata as well, of course.
Red
Mata,
team
not the best
Zohunt.
pusher these days, but still one of the best pushers, right? So that's one of the reasons I feel like Zohunt can
Watch
still
party tawri, watch
out
party.
macro them if it goes into the late game. But yeah, that will depend. That will depend on how they execute this lineup.
YouTube stream ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯅꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯍꯧꯔꯦ started guys, this is the round 1, this is round 1 best of 7 ꯅꯤꯀꯣ best of 7 ꯒꯤ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ match, the first game of best of 7 ꯄꯤꯛꯁꯦ ꯀꯅꯥꯅ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯐꯖꯒꯦꯁꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯑꯒꯦ. Art is Bengali, yes, Art is from West Bengal. They got Naruto. ꯐꯩꯔꯦꯅꯦ ꯀꯦꯃꯦꯔꯥꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯤ ꯂꯣꯕꯤꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯆꯨꯝꯅ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯎꯠꯄꯤꯔꯛꯑꯣ. ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯇꯤꯛꯇꯣꯛ ꯁꯦꯝꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯤ, ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯇꯤꯛꯇꯣꯛ ꯁꯦꯝꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯤ ꯐꯩꯔ ꯊꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ.
myself, Ray, and Fredo, we're going to be
क्या हो गया caster लोग
taking you through the game, and let's see how it works out. So
कमाई येंगदोरी सिबो
oh, the aggression.
अदुनेबा
Like, it's just going to be an early game.
Pixie
I just have
बोले
no
बोले
information.
Pixie केनोने
Yep,
red
definitely.
oh कोई blue
He
team
is,
का
of
फजा
course,
माल
one of
Pix
those top
आई
rollers
ने
that
सुम
everyone
hype
likes
दको
to talk about. And talk about roaming
आई तीन
side
फजा
always
Pix
Art, and of course Timmy as well, always there on top in the
Ado guys length press se I will be using Manipuri here guys
Apex as well out
because
there,
it's a
of
watch
course,
party I'll be using
Philippines
Manipuri
internationally. But right now we're
oh the
seeing
fight has started
Soundtrack
Fair hai je khang de Fair hai je khang de Fazai flicker bet to hat kre
easily in the hands of Serrar.
Tawine khoi manau ET gai ja
Can't really do anything. No electrifying
We're getting taken down first. It's a
Dasi mi jo khang de nei jo Taina dasi ki ticket ado di jala
it's Rar Moon. He got his hands into
Das
right
dasi
now,
ki
one of the
ticket to
strongest
taina
junglers,
adu
because of course he benefits from this
sai bane he taina ai ga len pa nei ga na me ai da is
while he still
ti
has
hai bane he
that
dasi ki
maneuverism,
ticket
the flash-to-flash combo,
homo jo ai bane
seeing how the damage
nupa
comes
su na
from
tam ne
this
ko ma da
one.
album da
Oh, what
ni ki
was
taina
that?
exo ever ga ba du fight tore kai hero no adu hujibo khang de hujibo khang de homo ne ET na faza ba hele plays yenge turtle fight ta udo ya ta oidra
definitely he'll try to do that all the time. The amount
Lucas
of
and I
mobility
packet
that
cray.
you get with the joy just allows you to glide through the jungles like it's nothing. And right now it seems like bottom lane something going on. The turtle is also being taken here by eliminators.
masagi humai humbi skin ne je KOF ke ti faza
But it's understandable. Their rumor is
in bet chang is the fight ma cham ta ni ko guys
all alone right now into the orange buff. He's not going to be able to get a few resources, micro resources being left out there.
ET je hoy
Okay, no problem.
ko impal
Art went for the Jeet Kundo, and I think Destiny realized he cannot really do much. He has to sacrifice the orange buff. Now trying to go for the invade on the other side, trying to proxy, but Art makes his way. There's no backup
Nice.
just yet.
Kick ông cao rồi đấy.
But he's gonna go ahead and drag and committed already to go for the ejector. Destiny is still not able to get that buff, and he is able to make it out alive, but Bit comes through with the IMU as well. Destiny at least picks something up for himself.
Blue team is dominating early game
Close one.
blue team se khoi gi mai tem changa tani aduga red team china Zohunt hai je Mizoram ge squad
Mizo-san, he doesn't have the unstoppable force just
Art hai je
trying to find the opening. Will they be able to do so? Art took 2 steps to the Jeet Kundo. He could go for the flicker play.
Cao
He
rồi.
does now the way of
Nice.
he actually commits to it.
Pazai,
He's the one forced to
pazai.
go for the backup. As you can see, he should pose out, and Mizo-san
nang
is
delay lai
the
nang gi do
ejector.
moi gi channel ta ek chang yengo
1-0 still on the board.
ya ya
One
iba
turtle.
di iba ni mana di
And,
ngai de
you know, we have to focus on one thing on the XP lane though, but because it's Win. Win, his name is Win for one reason, because he likes to win his lane. But right now, I'm not too sure with the Masha. I mean, he can.
ET je hero ke team moi du ni hai
But
yarom ni
it's gonna win out against the Baran, because he can just retreat back easily, just, you know, tower hug if there's any trouble. So the lane dominance is not there. So if Win is not able to win his lane, Fredo, I feel like it's
si je tournament oi bai ne ba chef oi na sanai je mayam je
effective for the hands of eliminators.
chau je tau
Yep, it looks the same way to me, Ray, because I mean the amount of zone
masak se
control
ut laga dum tham mi ju bra
oh, it's nothing compared to.
pai gre
Diversion play.
pazai nice diversion but can they catch joy can they catch joy Puna re brawl tau re hai ka Moscow ko ja amhani
I love that word where you mentioned Kronos.
Moscow ne inspire by the ar
Scam.
fu ngam
And
da
so far, complete zero on their hands. Still one
look
more
the
player.
diversion plays akre cameraman
Bottom.
cameraman ya de moi cameraman ya de
Things looking pretty
ngasai ge mai da famu nu pa do ram ne fadi fo jujin gi fadi fo do si woo pi pha joy camera ai gi isa gi khut na nam ga yeng ning nge ba moi gi ya dre ba na yeng ning ba pot yeng dre kai to ni i pian jai ngo
I agree
stream ji de advertise ka lak pini ko. Guys, sorry for the inconvenience. I don't use Spotify. I don't use YouTube Premium. Look at this Zhou, man. This Zhou is doing it. Si Zhou ji mathau pang thue Zhou je asumai na sana gadam. Sida fight ma cha ma hore.
And he goes in, unleashes the beast. There comes the nine-tailed fox with the beast.
Azay.
Nobody's home. As Mizo-san is the only casualty. Eliminators.
Stange boy chu sap hore. Moscow to ho Moscow sang discipline hai de ne bro. Azay. Masana ngame. Badang je masana ngame matchup se. Tower kai le. Ama je. Like kai ko ngai. Hello guys, this is Watch Party. Oh, nice kick from Zhou. This Zhou is so good. Who is this Zhou? Who is this Zhou? This Zhou is cooking. MPL Zhou, yes. Ooh. Sneaky. Red team is playing split push. Mathak su logre, mathak joy, mathak logre. Other guys, Merktan, I cannot hijack guys. Don't forget to like the stream, like Namzalamo. Don't forget to like the stream, like Namadi go where they go. Nice. Comment down. Which team is gonna win? Comment down your favorite team. Kanana I'm gonna have the comment over more. Like Namzalamo. It's in the first round, Nico. This is first round. Best of 7.
Out of harm's way. Meanwhile, Mizo-san and Art trying to fight for their lives. The Faden is ejected out of there as Bid pays the price for overextending.
Hang up, man. My killing spree by because the killing spree by.
Of course, but yeah, they did get one down. That is going to be a bit, of course, on the Valentina. That's going to be the only thing that they can pick up from that fight. But right now, Zohunt, they are definitely trying to put pressure across the map. Because they do have Louis and Moscow on their side, but... Oh,
Coi nói chứ không thể giao thì hết được cái skill đi. Udrene bro, we want to see top. Split game này mới split game. Split tàu được rồi. Cháu sẽ phá phu được rồi giao đấy. Cháu sẽ có gì này mà đây. Viện chân rồi mà nào legend gì tàu này.
Yeah, you can see he goes in for the electrifying beats, but there's the thunderclap on towards Legend. He's able to get out, but the Zaman Force drops down. SOD connects and doubly make it out alive. Moon with unleashing the beast goes through as they trade 2 for 1. Win pays the price.
Diversion play lại. Wow, red team comeback lại. Đây. Comeback lại, cô guys city comeback lại, red team comeback lại. Đi. Đang là Hải Ninh gì? Yêu thì hay này. Mane. Chum. Ona hai sigi magi health bar je tro. Almost ko kija. Sumana green ga le ja. Yêu thì hay này. Yêu thì hay. Camera si kama hai lam lap thok khibagi color blend tau da bigi no tau da ma. Yêu da jaga da nang hangi do khang yo ji. Green rồi lên. Visual bang. Yes. Mane.
Meanwhile, if you look at the map control that they're exerting right now, Zohunt, and that diversion play from Faden was just so on point, and it seems like Eliminators they totally forgot that they have a Louis on their side.
Fight se mana re ko jiti goal ju happen mana re. Kill score je 8-8.
Does not really decide to engage, which is the right thing to do, but now they're trying to create the pressure on the on the lanes, but they're not really able to do that right now. Lord marching down the top side.
Snowball towering da tawsang da mo shidoki bai ne. See you da.
Exactly. That's why Eliminators they'll be more focused towards the top side, and that can be used as a distraction for Zohunt.
Madara Uchiha ju sange.
Yeah, but of course, Prime just got his Demon Hunter sword as
Chau
well.
ji sida fara hat khaba
They're
moina.
just gonna go
Yare.
uncontested. Like they're not gonna commit to it. They're gonna go for the tier 2 on the bottom lane and perhaps the mid one as well. The Lord is just the bait because they have been using themselves as bait as well to push the far lanes. But let's see if Eliminators want to commit.
PC dagi la bien yero phone ne phone direct.
They have all the spells for
Masa sina hoen thong gi mi du ma di dum si ani phana amna chau wei gira mo gira.
the bounce
Ahum lak thong ma da si. One shot ne one shot. Direct. Nangi health bar sa. Masa gi health bar sa ahum lei dana. Ama handai gu dingi nangi LT reset lakani nangi LT. Hajan LT thom ya ahum 3 times. Ado sida lumna re fight am tawdore fight am tawdore. Kai lamna sanai je akhoi gi Manipur versus Mizoram hai tare lam da hai gana team da hai gana ET versus Zohunt blue team je Manipur ni red team je Mizoram ni iPhone no iPhone guys iPhone
Yep.
red team ne ko de game ji match ki tempo je chat lawn on gi wane red team
On top of that, if you think about it right now, the fact that they don't really have too many structures, I mean, they have to be
Blue
more
na tin na
careful,
maga.
you know. I mean, diversions can be coming in from
sini
any
final
direction,
sai je
so be paying
tam mangam de
attention
so
to
far
push.
fu re tu
Oh no, Art has been the
Moi-
target. They go for it after the ejector.
Maning hana
Caught out Zohunt Force just to zone them away. This is
Woo, diversion la red buff from the
Is it going in towards the
sup ke hai ni
side?
Ooh.
Once more, as they get him, and Sarar Moon unleashes the beast.
Tao sale he.
Too late. The double kill in the hands of Prime, and Dusty Mizo goes in the back line. He's trying to catch Bid, but they get the tier 2 mid lane. Holy Shield not going to be pressing its way past 12 minutes right now. As you can see, Legend as
Minions
well as
thola kiro.
as Dusty
GG
goes
guys.
in the back line. He catches 1 and 2. It's
Fazai
a
ne.
wipeout, ladies and gentlemen. Art
Nice
comes
nice.
in.
First round si madi Zohunt na gagre.
Zohunt take the base crystal.
Comeback la sangre guys.
Of the top dog round final.
Comeback tawa.
So far, they arise, and you know, of course, I have to be.
Ai june ET dana
Right. Victory for Zohunt. Game number 1.
masak ma jam thole ni.
Oh my god, it was an exciting.
Attention to
Okay
just
ba?
push. On top of that, if you think
Si je final ni grand final ni. Yeng wa ba. Engage ko je.
Once more, as they get him, and Sarar Moon unleashes the beast, but it's too little, too late. And double kill in the hands of Prime, and Dusty Mizo goes to the back line. He's trying to catch Bid, but they get the tier 2 mid lane. Holy Shield not going to be pressing.
Maning de jujin ge phadi ge faw ni go.
As you can see, Legend as well as Bid is the target. As Dusty in the back line, he catches 1 and 2. It's a wipeout.
Green screen fazai ne.
I mean, if not for
Tau he mana team mani mak tau he. Sidi ado akoi ET du kitang section da sana ni nge de. Akoi ET kanggu je kitang ka postana. Snowball tau de phajan tau san gro snowball. Ningon da
That's just fair then for you.
ningon da chance pi nu sin. Nai ngai dum mai salo sin. Kut halan ga no sin mi kut hal mai chance pi da bi go. Tak sala lo sang gro. Masai moi tower yam thadok khre. Moi fight tau da tower loi thadok khre ba.
Eliminators just couldn't pick themselves up after letting go of the game in the bot side fight and then in towards the
Masana loi chathok khre tower ge da. Akhoi ju mi kya yeng ge guys. Mi chamri he ne yeng le me guys. Welcome guys. Welcome to the stream.
1v5 can split the map, and that's what they were doing.
Si je huzik score je 1-0 le ga.
Buy time for Prime to hit his item power spike, and that's all they did. And once he got there, Prime said, "Hey guys, I feel like I'm more Prime right now. Let's go." And all of a sudden, just had
Keno puthok da kwai puthwe pol puthok da team mani je pol puthok ga mayam bot tong na han da.
Absolutely.
Adu be khangzadre go. Streamer je.
I feel like, you know, you doubted it, Zohunt, and I did too, because I'm gonna be honest, it is a good pick, but I feel like it was a little bit too early.
Stream
and it felt
stream
yeah.
jam ne. Stream jam ne stream jam.
No, I'm gonna say, the Jawhead's not a great pick.
Maning de jujing ge phadi ni ma phoi hau tai.
But you're playing for the pickoff. It's just the fact that
I say
you utilize the Yui's diversion,
stream jam ne
and
stream jam.
also, just felt like Eliminators getting thrown away. That's what they did.
Best of kya no? Best of 7 ni go best of 7.
Playing absolutely amazing on that
Best of
side.
7 ne.
But Zohunt just, you know, found the momentum, played
Yingine
their
gis
tempo,
yada malida.
and eliminated his first match.
Yeah, maybe they got thrown away by the Zohunt. It's a lame ass con. Jokes aside,
Zofate arrives.
Zofate arrives. Thanks to Volty. Thanks to Volty.
Lai thokre nate moje kamai Louis he yauraba alert dum nai gadam ne Louis yaure Louis gi alti tawdri je moi wakhan dum nai gadam ne so yaure always be careful lukham pai gre wa khoi Louis matang sida
It's the grand finals, of course. It's gonna be an exciting one, and it's already looking to it because the draft is pretty clear that
aizo mes aina minus check to khala koi mata am yaugre
was going into favor until
Yeah,
the last minute, just like mentioned. Alfredo, you know, do you think this time
Studio de
they're
pigi
gonna
dan
try
ko
using the ban onto Louis and
khange
you know who's gonna be left out? It's gonna be the one and only
khange
Well, you know, they have I mean, every team that has played against Zohunt after the new patch drop has always targeted the Fredrin. But
Insane yaum doi male mizo da insane yaw de insane oi team yaw de
of course, the Fredrin is a direct counter for the Joy. And the thing is, right now, it's like if you ban the Fredrin,
nang haiba ngasai gi keno do yenge ko Moscow ki high speed bar da
now they're trying to create the pressure on the lane.
And finally gets Sarah Armoon, and now looking to catch Fate as well. He's in no man's land as Dusty Mizo should be able to back, and now finally
to si je my high speed bar je mai keno ni da haidi black su oi ji je keno to bai ni da mo YouTube na ne Lucas na puro kan da green no leba
goal score as well.
4-0
Because with how it's everything like situation. Oh, what's
Yeah,
that?
gang.
Dusty Mizo better watch out again.
Yeah, you can see he goes into that fine beats, but there's Thunderclap on towards Legend. He's able to get out, but Zaman Force drops down, and SOD connects, and now will he make it out alive?
na te mo display bug ne display bug atai is loing a level
The dispersion rotation combo, and finally gets Sarah Armoon, and now looking to catch Fate as well.
Man.
He's in no man's land as Dusty Mizo should be able to pick up the with the Zaman Force drop down, but still they pay the price. Dusty Mizo 4-0-1 on this Joy. He is unstoppable, making it back, and now finally evening the gold score.
Goal score as well as the kill board 8-8 just under 10 minutes. They responded back, and look at Prime. He's basically
Look at the
Mathangi do kam tinge ko. Kai fight ta na moi soi
them
dam ting.
the pressure on kill. Exactly. And that
this Demon Hunter sword as well. I think that Lord is gonna go uncontested. Like they're not gonna commit to it. They're gonna go for the tier 2 on the bottom lane, and perhaps the mid one as well. The Lord is just a bait because they have been using themselves as bait as well to push the far lanes. But let's see if Eliminators want to commit to it, because right now they do have the resources. They have all the spells, 4 flickers.
Sida chau hat ke program to da
available
sai da
for them to crack down
te yeng de ko
their bounce back if Eliminators
mo je lot ngai ne den sam tau re ne badais
it's gonna be shifting.
Cut out for him.
ti pian sai ngai badais
on top
ma
of
am
that, if you think about it right now,
oh sida yes
they don't really
yes
have too many structures. I mean, they have to be very
chau ji
careful
sida chau
with
han ha to khani mo na
I mean, the
sida gi ne
pressure coming from any direction, you have to
langre
be paying attention to this one.
Oh no, Art has been the target. They go for it after the
Okay.
ejector. He gets caught out. Zaman Force just to zone.
pai ga ni si red buff from da pai ga ni
Diversion play, a diversion. Where's it going?
so moi ma am jong lane ji clear ta we wa khan da lai re go phang ba gi
Ejector once more as they get him, and Sarah Armoon unleashes the beast, but it's
sida ni play tau re jo het ka Louis ga na tau re place Mr. Mai tau ne was party ta ho ne Mr. Mai jo Horo
You need to ban out the Fredrin for Dusty to pay respect. But right now the Joy is looking like a threat, and so is the Louis.
ai ngai ne ngasi Mr. Mai na was party tau du si to ni
Having the second phase right now where Zushin is going to be the threat as well, because you don't want to give it out to Faden. Which options are they going to go?
bro nang email da hairo ai premium na te yani brother kong yani si dum tau se
He don't even know his.
it's the yaw ba vi du fa zai ne yani it's the len tha vi yo da ST
I know the proper Chinese pronunciation. I can use like proper one. You want me to do that? You're gonna cringe.
Yeah, do it.
ꯑꯗꯣ guys ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯥꯎꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯗ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯕ
The
ꯃꯅꯥꯎꯁꯦ
proper pronunciation is supposed to be like
ꯁꯦ
in
ꯃꯥ ꯏꯪꯂꯤꯁ
Chinese,
ꯂꯣꯟꯕꯁꯦ
like in
ꯃꯥꯁꯦ
Mandarin, or
ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ
you know,
ꯕꯦꯁꯅꯦ
if you
ꯍꯥꯏꯌꯦꯕ
want to
ꯃꯥꯁꯦ
be over
ꯀꯥꯁꯇꯔꯁꯦ
Joseon. It's supposed to
ꯇꯥꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
be
ꯋꯤꯂꯤꯌꯝ
Joseon, but
ꯀ꯭ꯔꯣꯅꯣꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ
of course,
ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯀꯥꯁꯇꯔꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯌꯦꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ
Joseon. Yeah, Juicin, Juice.
ꯈꯪꯗꯦꯉꯣ
Juice.
ꯆꯨꯝꯍꯜꯂꯁꯤꯔꯣ guys ꯆꯨꯝꯍꯜꯂꯁꯤꯔꯣ guys
It's pronounced as a J and the X is pronounced as a S or C. Like basically like juice.
Yeah, I'm gonna juice in. Definitely.
Yo, you cannot. Hey, Ray, you should stop arguing with. You should stop arguing with Kronos, man. He casted.
ꯍꯧꯔꯣ yes yes
I mean,
guys
later, before
Raffes who do you support bro I support Ray bro I support Ray
he has
only
more
Ray
exposure to Chinese culture than you, so you should respect that.
Ray hay mayayda
Kidding me, bro. All I play is Chinese games.
mayayda
My
Ray
phone
ko
is
nu pam
Chinese,
yayda
my laptop
phadi
is
thadaraga
Chinese, my mic is Chinese, my blue screen is Chinese, my chair is Chinese, my eyes are Chinese, everything is Chinese here. But of course,
Okay.
jokes aside though, Zohunt and Eliminator's game number 2. Let's see how it works out. Because Zohunt this time, first pick. Let's see how it works out. Because of
ET
course,
naisala uko
all friends of joy.
ET
Solve
naisala
Uko.
uko
What are we gonna go with?
That
So
was
hen
a lot
ganu
of information away from Zohan. Regardless of them being on the blue side or the red side, they've always been on the still. So that is a free ban for Illuminators right now. So
Ray je IT male hari sis
take out the Kalea and maybe
tai khalakvini
since it was a bad
joke te zo ma phagi tong nai ne ba mayam
out the Kalea, probably the
Bhaiya ki mayai ki dos se rasi lai ne guys mayam na mongon da chapi ji kai no ma ji kusu kitang kino to wai ra ba
I think about it. I feel like right now, I feel like, see, man, this guy, Dusty has been on a 100% win rate.
score je
at
1-0
least, from the semi-finals till now.
Score
with,
je 1-0 lai ko
Joy. He has not lost a single game when he has played Joy, so. And he has played like 5 or 6 games.
Sida
if
re
you
ma
think
ti
about
na
it. So it's
horen
about
moi gi
time
organizer
people
kangu na
start
igi stream ji
banning
kan da
Joy
ko
when they're
moi
facing
sky
Dusty
na tai zo
because
kai khalna ne horen
this guy, he has been getting away with it every single time. Eliminators have to crack down on him with that ban. Otherwise, I don't see a way that, they're not getting jungle gap once again.
I don't think it was the Joy as
R se mai chai R se R se na kino dai ne West Bengal R se na akhoi na ngang zo in tar ko guys moi na ngang zo kino tawre ba English am lo le ba khangdre ba ijo khoi gi mai tai lon je sidai na nga wai san je ba game ho tri bo di ko
Signature pick for Sarar.
moi pick loi loi kan hai ra ge
Lucas, of course, because it was open and it did work out really wonders. But I think
Nixon lo wa ngang gi da na te William ne
just like you mentioned.
tilau ni wa ngang gi
Like right now, the meta has shifted to the tankiness, and Dusty is like, yo, I'm gonna pull up with the assassin instead, and somewhat the expectations, and so far it's
Mane,
working out
guys.
well, but just like you
Sinupani
mentioned,
ko.
this time around,
This is the guy who played a lot of Alucard in the early
no,
days.
Focus been out, so that just leaves
This
only
Fredo
one
guy.
into the hands of Eliminators. Do they wanna keep Kalia open? Because
China gi
I feel
Fredo
like
the
Kalia
child of the
is
fall guy
a
thab
really
do.
perfect pick for Mizo.
Adu nu
Something
pa
to
ne
speed
si
up,
je.
go for
Hojiti
the pickoffs.
he got
Also, I
retired
gave a little bit sustain for
and now a
the someone
caster.
going for a tank.
That definitely Dusty can go for that kind of, a tanky jungler as well because he usually likes to play them.
Mane.
I've not really seen the, a two
Ani si di ko. Si ani si Mobile Legends caster suma mandre ba. Si mo. Si ju Mobile Legends caster mandre. Ma di ti male.
Cronus, what do you think?
Si kuman ji di.
He's not nerfed, right? He's not adjusted at all, so what's the reason?
I mean, the alpha, it's not like he's bad.
Fredo se mai tai ne. Fredo se keno da lai ba. Mai tai ne ma Tripura da lai ha ba kan ham ne ma.
Yeah.
So,
Mai tai ne.
if it's the last option, then I would say
Fredo chu doi sanam ne biji mai san Alucard. Sma gi Alucard ni ne ma ya ngong na gi.
the Hayabusa, the Joy, the Lucas,
Child of the Fall je ma ne lai na ram ne. Child of the Fall je ma ne. Mane Pandit ji ga di ko na la ki ba ne moi di manau ne.
pure jungler.
Adu di mamang de lai ra ba ne.
Kind of if you really like him, but I would say alpha slightly better. But here the Kalea, the Phobius, the Juicing taken out.
Ado Ben se kai kai no tong nei je. Oh, ai gi super chat je ka oi ko saro to ba. Rohan Maite, thank you for the 40 rupees super chat. Jujin na phadi na nei ra si ne hele.
Throughout the switch.
Ma gi je maning de ya le phadi ne me tu.
And it's been banned around 10 times as well, so it makes sense. Like I do understand before 22 I was ready, but even right now after the nerfs, it still feels like a contested pick. But I'm actually waiting. I'm actually waiting with Zohunt saying to eliminators like, go ahead, we're not gonna pick up the you know who. Fredrin is open.
Yeah, I see.
Committed. Usually Zohunt is like, oh, let's pick it up. Okay, Arch.
Is yung ulle ha basing boy
Pick off
pick
instead
ne
of
percent.
Tank. What do you have to say for that?
Akoi da ding phadi mya la tau gi ne khoi ju thai na.
I don't
Yung
know,
ne siga yung
maybe,
percentage ka ti ulle ba yung ne.
in my
80% kai.
tonight came into the series.
Aseng mai khoi gi matam da di si utpi ne ba laite Tony.
That's
Khoi ju phadi mya jala dum tau gre ba Tony da mayam na.
See, like Kronos already mentioned, when you have heavy frontliners, like of course the Badang who can immune whatever you throw at him.
Have you ever won against Zohunt? I don't know who this Zohunt team is, bro.
Like, last game?
To be honest.
Maybe they're like, maybe
But I remember Dusky Kitty Cat.
Probably, I mean, but right now though, I just hope eliminators don't go for
Yeah,
the Sicilian.
I remember this guy, Dusty Mizo. His name is Mizo now, but
in some way, because I've seen him
I
play
remember
a lot of
Dusky
times, and
Kitty
he
Cat.
likes to pull off the Sicilian in situations like these. But I just hope it doesn't happen.
Chau ben tau de. Ju he china mo anyone je mi par lang ha jai dang sai tap ta adu di mo hai pioneer pa ne. Chau ju pha jai chau play khang de. Na tra tournament ki rule go ja la pa yi be hero pa ya ta ba. Kang nan lai be ne. Mai na manung da lai jar man. Adu di khang de ko tournament ki rule book si di.
I'm waiting.
Tournament ki rule book si di khang de ko.
I'm waiting because like this guy's Fredrin is a different level, of course. But okay, they commit to the Suyo. Okay, they commit to the Suyo, I understand. But the recent nerf is magic damage reduction. I am not really sure about it. Don't worry, the picture is gonna be there. But of course, we're gonna be moving to a second phase of the bans. So until we figure out what's the jungler,
Moscow ma sungam me harit.
Suyo. What do you think, Fredo?
Khang de ta goal lane gi wei hujik ti goal lane se yam thina crowd pai nei Bruno ju pai nei Bruno sina mu hero am ta lai tra kan da ben ga tong ra kan pai we joy ben tau gre ama ji kai no Sicilian adu me am de pai na de hujik si de harit ka Moscow pu am thi pai nei harit Moscow S tier pick ga da Moise Florin jo paina de moise Florin je aigi stream aigi ring tana kyam na palli ba mini ga paak pata Florin je paina da ba moise den moi Tony si di Florin ngam u de da But the Max song welcome to the stream.
Right now, considering that Art is going for the pickup pick again. So I'm really curious.
What is this? Sikai no. Udre is udre. Sama hori jiga you know. Why? Missing empty here.
Okay, there we go. Just like you mentioned, the Hylos comes in. So that's an 8 billion Hylos.
Asi guest tong na sine guys. See heroes kai di male. Guest tong na sine.
Have a CC open.
Let's guess what is this hero in the middle. Maming ga ji khangdre.
That was a mid laner.
I feel like it's a mid laner. Yeah.
Probably a Valentina or
Si Hayabusa wa mujhe kana khang mano.
I feel like Valentina.
Si di mo gi production kangu de le. Production kangu no sohen mane. Ting chong bi ben.
And I feel like
Ting chong bi to ben ne.
If you think about it, if you think about it, Ray, if you think about it, then right now if you're taking a Valentina,
Okay.
Nice.
what are you going to pick up?
Oh,
except,
mes ne.
Glorious Pathway?
Mes ne mais ne.
Thank God.
Guest tong na ta na si. Utra ni na ko.
Giving me that prediction.
Si mes se all the
We'll figure it out.
Beksana wa ngani.
Enter the match, of course.
Beksana wa ngani.
This might be a system glitch. But yeah, right now, last pick from eliminators. Last
Guest tau
pick
sini sun guest tong na sini.
mage.
Sis oiram da bini.
And okay, now we're seeing it.
Asi
They committed to dive.
Louis wene ba.
But knowing pretty well that eliminators are this time around.
Akoi Tony was party ji le kat bini. Zoom da guest tong na bini.
Team fight was
Bra.
lost out. I feel like they were kind of in a position
Han
where
tau
they
ita
were
tu.
not really aware of the map because
Akoi viewer me am si yaw salak bini no.
be wary of
Guest tau salak ni mo hero par yeng ga hajal yeng.
okay, they commit to the player.
Louis wele me Louis wele.
Recently, I've been playing him and I really like him. Oh, I
I like Cavalier. It's a decent pick. It's not the best pick. It's not a solid pick by any means, but you have early game presence. definitely in the EXP side.
1K the Bocagi only fan gadget.
One, and it comes down to Legend to not get too poked out.
Game how do Nico guys game how do bani.
On the other side, so if he gets poked out a lot, the Hylos is gonna have a tough time. So if
Ado akhoi brother jin to Paul semba hai adi Paul am to sembiramo. Akhoi brother max som Paul am to sembiramo. Ai team mani si maming ira go mayam na bot tawnaba. The eliminator saibam ga Zohunt haibam ga. Hairaga de have ai som de haitre. Da adu yaw su kai de tang yar de sembiramo bro.
Again, early game, though, Zohunt still have the upper hand. They have a good laning phase for both Moskov as well as the CC. You have good mid lane control, nice burst damage coming through, and once gets a couple of kills.
Balir pick say ai aha mani uis.
I love that we like manifested the alpha.
Tau hai ne khoi tau hai ne sigu mayam. Koi underdog mayam underrated oraga mayam na.
Obviously, the stream
Khangbi
is
da
no issues about it, but I feel like he's listening.
Khangbi da bi lai mayam.
Last time we talked about Khaja, he picked up Khaja. Last time we talked about what?
Mi de wala mi de wala.
I feel like he's
Akhoi na phanam to ko zu ahiba mayam adum tholakkini. Underdog mayam.
Yeah. I also feel like he does understands and
Balir je ai aha mani uis. Ko India ge tourney da balir pa aha mani
Zohan,
uis.
of course, they do really good. But now though, let's see how this lineup works out for them. Of course, two picks similar to the previous game.
In
Of course,
tournament
the
da.
macro players here, Leo and Moskov, and seems like they're gonna stick with it.
There we
We
go.
are gonna stick with it indeed, because here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the game number 2 in this best of 7. First game in the hands of Zohunt, and will the other side.
Balir buff. Bit mai ming je bit hai. Mami je gai ko nu ma sum khada je mai ming je bit hai je samda bi da. Mai tai ma ming da gai ko ne. Vidyananda Vidyajit kai. Kan bit na ho ba mi ge kai lai ming.
And to nerd out onto the casting desk is of course me, myself, Ray, and
Yes.
Fredo, of course, in the back end to bring you the highlights and the hype of those.
Kai no Balir skin je kai nei ai
Of
udri.
course, ladies and gentlemen, this is grand finals
Oh
game
KOF
two.
ne KOF ne je.
That's one match point closer to that 4 pointers, but let's see if
King of Fighter,
Eliminator
King of Fighter,
back
King of Fighter.
immediately into this game number 2. This time
Vidyasagar kau bane. Okay okay.
Sasuke. Nah,
Vidyasagar.
that was one, of course.
Vidyasor.
And Legend already, of course, not going to be winning out that lane against the CC, but look at that.
Nice damage coming through, and Legend forced to use the revitalize as well. This is what I was talking. Zohunt
Fight se pok se first blood se karamba team na lo doi mali guys. Comment thuna tawro. Longna dikanda. First blood se karamba team na lo gani. Red team or blue team. Comment down first. Red na lo do mali.
No kills so far, no first blood either.
Aggro tab je wait ni hel.
I feel like
Aggro
both
means
teams
am
are not
aggressive oina.
bloodthirsty until that 6-minute mark, and I feel like they wait for their iron fight, but Fredo, what?
Iti. Red.
Exactly. Without a purify, he can definitely get caught.
Hyper ga je farm tong na bo loi ba ngai ne. Aduga fight tau de ne mo.
On the other
Isu
side,
tha ga laga.
finally, I think Dusty is able to get one creep, but still
Golen je.
level 4. So
Tong na de tong na de. Attack hoji golen ga nam de tong na de.
but yeah, that was some good
Haure.
taking away
Oof.
the jungle.
Funa de je kai gi no.
I. They are looking to hack at it one at a time. Mizo-san not looking for just yet. Dusty Mizo as well. Getting their power.
Oof.
Now you can see the ejector comes into play. Mizo-san tries to get out of harm's way.
Azai. Nice retreat, nice retreat. Tau ini he. First blood long na de.
Feels like Serrano is kicking himself right now.
Absolutely. I was not expecting it. I mean, Dusty Mizo does.
Mi ga je sinari si direct moi di direct si di MPL sana bi da sana re moi di. Wakal khanjal laga.
The tanky junglers like the
Safe oina ga tawre. Risk lau de. Only objective te khatane moi na thong na is risk lau is. First blood long na triko guys, first blood long na triko. Odo mayam se kai kai no hainai jai red team. Red team, blue team am hainare.
Don't know why he did not commit to it. Like, didn't get it. But still, gotta get credit to Dusty Mizo.
But yeah, of course,
YouTube si di khara
ejector
khud
was
sa
already
je
used up,
pangjal
so
le.
that's like Dusty Mizo's opening to try and hit that retribution. And of course, if there is no disturbance, he can definitely land those retributions right.
PC da thab de am lai PC da thab de ju hai ba. Wes namgre ahum ga amaga kaino sidre Sidre.
able to do so
Healing
against
thada vein.
Zohunt finally the opportunity to win
Healing thada vein. Healing thada vein.
and
Oh,
now
mana am
using
talle.
the bottom side.
Hato hato.
Prime out of harm's end. You can see Flicker comes out as
Amaga.
well. Prime making a
Jaifa.
finally finds the finishing
Hmm.
blow. First blood in the hands of
Makalo solo.
Evil Queller, right on point.
Logani makalo. Pokemon tao sale.
But right now they took down the goal later. And this time around, they're actually the
Kai
ones
rồi.
leading.
Kai busu yai bro. Mirror ne moi sanai si direct. Sidi mirror matchup kumba ne. Mina tau bu poto opposite lane da tau ini moi.
He's forced into the tier 2.
Kai.
Great response of Zohunt immediately catching the top tier 1 as well. But they're still fighting
Napo.
because they're all gathering together. Legend.
Yeah, you can see right now the glorious pattern not yet through, but the Zaman Force already dropped down.
Hato.
Mizo is the first target, and now they're looking at the win.
Ryzen aje mo Ryzen mal.
The late game, Harith already got his first item within 4 minutes 30 seconds, so that's going to be danger.
Guys, don't forget to like the stream. This is grand finals.
Right there. Harith is going to be a problem right now, so of course you can get structures that cause them more, but when it comes to T-Pass, your frontliners are going to get hurted quite easily. Because you have a Padang and a CC, Padang in the
These
roam,
two are the best Indian teams right now.
get those items, he needs
This is
those
grand
items to get
finals.
those cooldowns,
Best of 7.
get that sustain. So that won't be happening.
Don't
Your
forget to
frontliners
like the
are going
stream.
to be melted
Don't
by
forget to
this
share the
Harith.
stream.
They need to do something about the Harith soon, because otherwise it might be, of course, getting out of control for them. If it, of course, gets that holy crystal as well.
Oh, on top of Force, right on top of Win, you can see Zaman Force drop down as well. They go for the ejector. Win
Nice.
trying to survive. He gets taken down. Nice kickoff coming through the park. This is what we saw from him in game number 1. We're seeing the same come out in game number 2 as well.
Absolutely.
ခွေ ET မနောက်ဝေးဖန်တော့နေအေးကျွန်တော်လာခရက်
Alpha, despite of course the bottom lane committed.
Oh, Sir Moon, I'm not sure if he's in the right spot.
ရောက်တယ်မှာကျင်းတော့ရောက်တယ်ကျင်းတော့ရောက်ဝါတကပိုက်ထုတ်ကတော့လိုရယ်
They're doing this
ဂိမ်းချင်းကိုမွေဖုန်းတပိတဲ့နေမွေးတွေ့စီကိန်းတော့
throwing it away.
mirroring နေမွေးတွေ့မဲတော့
Here, which is going to be really good.
gameplay 啫 round 1 की gameplay သူက round 6 की second game ကျွန်တော်စီတိခဏပါနဲ့
Not just Alpha, but
games
Padang as well.
တာလာလို့ရှင်တော့
Because,
အဲ့တော့စီကိုမစီရင်းနေငယ်မှန်
he does have the dash to make sure that the fireball doesn't affect him that much, but how much it's gonna be question. But it's just like
Lee thank you for the 20 rupees super chat
Kill, finally 0-4 is no longer on the board. It's 1-4 and goal lead still in the hands of eliminators. So I feel like they can commit to
ခတန်း
it.
ဆွေးနဘဒဇာနမ်ဇန်နဒနေမွေးခတန်းဘုတ်ဆွေးဟန်ဘရတဲ့ဒနမွေးရမ် section နေမွေးစနိုင်စီပွန်ချက်လက section စနာတပြရ
Here, and of course, that's why they're preparing for it. Eliminators will definitely not like
ကဒါတဲ့
to
မ
get
လန်
taken
ကြီး
away,
ပန်
but
ရ
Oh, Arts right now scoping out the bushes. Win is there with that yo-yo blitz poking down.
မွေး lord စီ contest တောက်ဒီကြလားတာတော်စီဘော
They
တောက်
have
တဲ့တောက်တဲ့
their sights on the turtle. Should be quite easy for them to pick up, but look at Legend again. He gets caught out. The glorious pathways there, but on towards the wrong side as the rest of Zohunt will have to disperse. The eliminators coming through with the cavalry. Trying to target down
bro
someone.
nikhil bro nikhil ai bro suzumi yongani hoy moi team ne
But Art going for the other
Pajai.
target. That's Win. We get the
Jo
ejector.
heki kana ba.
Drop down as they get the kill. Fatal made the diversion towards the wrong side. And now that is great. The Royce eliminators doing well, finding the opportunity and changing the momentum.
မင်းနဲ့လိုက်မင်းနဲ့လိုက်
There was slight missing on the bottom, but of course they have eliminated completely, getting the lead that they needed. Right now, 3,000
jo flicker ရ jo has flicker
of course deficit as well. Oh, do they want to commit to it? Nah. Do they?
ET tanker is very good
they probably won't, because they don't have the minions right now. So yeah, they'll be backing off. That's all the goal lead that they had and the map control as well. This is exactly what they needed in the last game, even with
ဟဲ့တရရဲနဲ့ဂျောဂျောအင်ဂျန်မဇူရပွန်တဲ့မနင်းခကဟန်နာဖာမ
Harith
တုံနေနေ
building on to the holy crystal, and once he gets that, there is no stopping.
Sangza la
that.
sido pa kante.
He is almost, almost 1.2k clear.
Whoa.
Win.
Drop down. Win is the target. Gets taken down. Prime should be next on the chop and block as they go for it, but he's able to get out of harm's way. Barely coming through. Fist break, fist crack combo. Buys some time, and Prime escapes with the slightest bit of HP. All the eliminators don't lose a single
red team
life.
တီ dominate တော်ရရှိတယ်
That was a close one.
Goodness.
That was a close one. But Prime, is still very behind. Fate is building towards the Holy Crystal.
Malangba, thank you for the 179 rupees super chat. Brother, ki yam ti leader ba fan ne hai. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
On the other hand, though,
Chill guy, bro, hoy tournament option si ka de yaw adam ne.
but yeah, he's quite
But chill guy, thank you for the 40 rupees super chat.
He's not gonna get an attack speed, and of course,
Super chat ngang lại. Na ton ji guys, ai keno to allergy to ni ko. Dang wa ko ya de full lin. Thank you guys, thank you for the super chats. Sinus nai noi bro. Adubu, lo che logi dore. No contest. Louis gi alti phajaba sinade.
Might go down in the bottom side for eliminators. And with that,
We want to see Louis LT.
now,
Not this time. Legend.
Carpet tag eh, moi mayum han manang gadra.
Slow them down.
Ama je.
Prime is around.
Ama je chenjal li di. Ih, kada wino wana ama di chenjal li do.
Searing Torrent coming into play. But you can see win with SOD connected mid. Flickers out of hard play. Nice Searing Torrent once more to try and buy some time. Art comes through, but here's the
Lo che kana defend tau de no.
and here is the ceremony. He is looking for the kill. He finds
Flicker pa ne flicker pa ben.
Dusty and Mizo-san who conceal their way.
Flicker pa ben ne Moscow to. Pha ba ngam drum ne jikte. Moscow pa.
the Madara is marching down the mid lane. What's it called? I'm not really sure, but they have the Holy Blessing, so it's gonna get, dealt with pretty easy. Look at that, no issues. But they are losing Prime. Prime did, commit to it, got the kill. But still, I want to see the animation. I feel like they didn't get, Holy Crystal for Fate. So much damage. Oh, he finally did get his hands into the sword, getting the shield really help. But he's still building up towards the Demon Hunter sword. But Fate is building like...
Bill ma'am si.
They are not gonna be prepared until...
Aya bi bill nga tani yai. Si ma'am je lo equip to ai.
look at that, Legend picks up the Radiant Armor as well, so yeah, Louis not going to be able to addition of...
Bali the cooldown sai se magi.
Yeah, they're preparing for the next
First skill
one.
gi
They
mai
want
gi
to
charge to
commit
thuna lak te ne.
commit
Stake
right
to.
now. They
Ju
do
ungong
not
lak
win
pa
the
do.
position that they have.
Mai
They
do.
have
Bali je mai
chosen
ani stake to tham yai
on
dana.
a side-by basis.
Yes.
They cannot do
Tugale,
anything
tugale.
about it because they do not
Adu du
have
ni
enough
ma.
farms, they do not have
Cooldown sa
structures
tugale.
across the map. Yep. And the only way they can play around right now is to get that information, but they don't have that.
Oh, Joehead is gonna engage.
Zohunt
No, they did not.
choke hold right now.
Ko yaw. Moi je moi chef foi na sanai moi. Hinjan de moi so hen ba de. Soi dana. Best of 7 ni ko guys, best of 7.
The goal lead is only 5k. Not enough for them to get that victory. Prime looking like he's gonna get his Demon Hunter sword just soon.
Absolutely. And also he does need a rose gold, but looking at how well he was able to position himself into that previous fight, he got the Demon Hunter sword right now.
Kana funai je. Funai se Mizoram gi team ga khoi Manipur gi team ga. Blue team zina Mizoram team ni. Red team zina Manipur gi team.
As well as, of course, not get bursted out by Fate, who has the Holy Crystal and building toward possibly perhaps some penetration or maybe the Blood Wings.
Rank ka khena dro guys. Rank ta khoi na sana ba mayam du ga. Yam khena ni tournament.
Is definitely their main target. They are trying to take him down, but
Like tournament di pressure hai bam jule ka de tournament sana ba gina sa do nervous at pa. Ko mathan nik po khot pa du nagi performance na sana ge khali mong sana phang oi de ne ba. Adugum ba khar ju lai. Mayam na ga yeng adi sa thakat laga adugum ba khar lai. Adugum mayam to overcome to godab ni tournament bu sana de.
Another easy loss.
Ahama tournament ahama thokpa de ko adum di khari de kitang ni tawni.
Frontliners that
Adu sum tho haina ka de ne.
in your drop right now. Look at that. CC and Badar can't really do much in front of a Hylo who's back.
Nick doing it.
Valir, and if you guys remember, Hylo's Valir was a deadly combo back in like, I don't know, 2 years back, 3 years back.
I remember spamming it a lot in
Link le taw no karai team no blue team so link le taw no yaw de ja.
because he just got revamped. But yeah, that's a topic for later. And the Madara is
Lord
gonna
change
be
ko.
walking down from the mid
Lord che
lane.
moi
All
defend
the
taw
blessings
wong
to
brings.
go on.
Let's see if
Prepare
they
for
can defend
LA,
this
has
Lord.
all the spells, has all the resources they need to commit right now. So
Madara marching down the mid lane. He actually takes away the inhibitor as well. On the Ice Queen 1 and right now the glorious pathways there. And Art targets down Prime with the unstoppable force, but meanwhile Serarmo trying to go in. Zaman Forcer drop down as well. They're trying to shut
Red team
down.
win sign it.
The next Prime is there. He finds 1 and 2.
Illusion Berry.
And he gets it. And so
Fire, fire. Kaino. Guys, let me play it again. Taga yengi kam, taga yengi kam. Moi pull up sang laga tower log tor man. Hurry food, hurry food.
He finds one and two. He's looking for the third, and he gets. Prime coming online with that Trinity.
Hay ha, ka ba di yare do hurry to na. Mingo mi do fuda le mingo.
Okay, look at the itemization, Fredo.
Pull up sang tower namam ma di ha. Maram di moi defend tong ngam
Take a
ro.
look at the itemizations.
Adu bu kai de, mathang e fight tamoy ngam reng se.
Able to take down with just one fight. Like look at that, it's all cleared up. It's almost even right now, except the fact that the the mid lane inhibitor is down on the side.
Live ni ko ai chakhat laga la tong tham ro ni. Maning halam ba.
Mistake, and if you make one
Sige
mistake,
jang oh fight brawl tau de mai da. Thong re. Fight chi di chai ni kem hai ngam re ye ngon no ju tu. Hyper si de. Hyper tang ni si. Stack brawl ni sanai je.
I feel like Prime was hesitant, and I feel like that was a good reason. I feel like he was trying to calculate, like, do I commit or not? And he realized this is a kind of a losing team fight. And I feel like the reason they won out on the previous fight, and I feel like Kronos pointed out perfectly.
Lord ngai na du ni moi lord ngai du.
Committed a little bit too
Farm ta
deep
farm ta
and heavily into the base.
Level 15 nam yong no dri ba.
He could not come out easily. Art got taken down.
Hyper de lo yaw re.
5v4, and they were able to win out with the numbers.
Ta bra,
Of
William.
course, they SOD connecting into the
Hello?
backend, but oh, look at the diversion. It's cooking up something.
Koi dore mo na je.
Lords in coming in 3 seconds. Do they go from behind?
I mean, already used up. Already used up the
Low grade, low grade.
Do that anymore.
Louis gi alti gam ta la khit ko mo
Three
games
hours
ma
in
da.
the hands of BT, and
Louis diversion play am
with
tau
that,
gi.
3 lords taken down, still did not end
Jo
it.
engage tau re.
This time they won.
Lang manang dre. Force engage ni ko mo indoi je. Valer je ti chai nei de. Asang line. Lord lak to re ko lord lak kan de loi du ma games. Advertise me am je mo no.
Kronos and of course Fredo. I feel like Zohunt was a little disoriented. I feel like they wanted to come in. That's the whole reason they went in with the diversion. But at the end, they were like, it's a little bit too late, and decided to come back and just took a lot of hits. They did waste out a few spells though, especially Faden. He doesn't have the flicker anymore. It's an expensive one considering there's Madara marching down from mid lane.
Yep, and that's why it's going to be interesting to see if they can defend this one.
Hello si re. Lotion da buto na po. Uska jai ni he mo jo alpha ji ja. Kai no, come back. Wipe out chakre. Kai no game se loi doi ro guys. Kai to is 41 the minion wave ni tholak kani. To moi tholok pon nang doi ma andre. Kai doi jibo. What the hell? Tang nei ro ge dor ga. Tower damage ka char ge so. Minion ji khak. Moscow se yong ne tower damage sa tho si do ine mas. Minion je 1 HP ne minion je. Tagi yeng ge ji fight to kari no moi na tawi sibo.
Considering there's a Madara marching down from mid lane.
Yep, and that's why it's going to be interesting to see if they can defend this one.
Yeah, you can see Glorious Path already popped down. Like, it's the first one to fall. Zaman Force already used, and they find a double curtain call with the Yo-Yo Blitz, and Mizo-san's the only one that tries triple kill in his hands, and Dusty Mizo finds another, and Sorormur can't escape. He botched that one, and now with the only one standing,
Adong phajan sana hundu kri game du.
I agree too.
Prime time. It's prime time indeed. The way that
Game lotion hate ho aina haibu game base sang lotion ba hitu da du ta do re mois. Early game phajai, mid game phajai, moi tina phajai, moi adagi mi satok pa khotok pa yam ti phajai idi gi adu kai no game lai khat le he bro kitang kitang ngai kan loi ram dai finishing touch ram dai ta soi ya din ya ni se comeback lang ni se comeback akhoi ni yeng ning se game je 3-3 ge lai na ka da final match ka sanao je si ni akhoi ni yeng ni
showed that
Harit to
they're
wait, Harit to
pushing
sonakan
the
chakre.
final
Ai Harit
position.
galti ulam ge hoji gido.
Possible.
It as well.
It's an expensive one
Harit
considering
galti
there's
je si
a
mapanda
Madara
thar le horam
marching
ne.
down from mid lane.
Fight base manung da tawgadab da mapanda tagre.
And that's why it's going to be interesting to see if they can defend this
Yo
one.
Harit galti jo som da tawthokre. Yo Harit galti jo. Who is that? Si side da mai da tongo side da ma songam ma de kitang du su kanani ha. Ma hoji wad mapanda lai re ba Harit jo. Tha yaudre.
They find a double curtain call with the yo-yo blitz, and Mizo-san's the only one that wins. Price triple kill in his hands, and Dusty Mizo finds another. And
Pamuingo.
Team is like
Game da.
Nai. I feel like eliminators are lacking in their coordination. They
So, and
need
then
to
about
target
so, and then
one
about
guy at a
Toxico.
time, and of course try to chunk down. I mean, Zohunt is
Best of
doing
7 best of 7 best of 7 huji 2-0 lai ka.
but they were not
2-0.
able to do so. Zohunt was able to execute it perfectly, and we just saw a complete bounce
Harit
back.
alti
They
je
had just
loktak
one
pata
cannon
tawgre.
minion.
Tawgre
It was
tawgre
great.
loktak
I
pata.
think Louis and Moscow both got executed too.
Harak pa nairak pa momentum.
What can we say?
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
What can we say?
Snowball tawgadab. Snowball. Zer snowball ati mat ball matum sem matum zer song
Whatever,
matum
you know,
jella
whatever.
sengi.
A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened, and nothing went in the way of eliminators. I mean, the communication gap is insane. I mean, I saw the
Jeez,
Valir
Ray the focus tawse hayo guys.
marking the base. Okay,
Yeah.
I saw the Valir marking
Yeah,
the
yeah,
base.
yeah, same,
Meanwhile,
same.
the Harriet was dishing out.
Everyone is requesting
Someone,
to
I mean,
zoom on
it should
Ray.
at least be someone who can actually, you know, push the towers, who should be marking the base, but they're letting Valir do the job, and that just explains the communication gap which is going on in eliminators right now, because you don't want the Valir to be marking
Moina
the base.
to yeng aham bagi the loibadi yare ko. I am to yeng ko. Oh, sige engese.
Blessings, so
Se
Zohunt
sige lord
better
puse
be
minute
prepared
kya no?
for it. Eliminators has all
12
the
minute
spells,
40
all the
seconds side ne ba.
resources they need to commit right now, Chrono.
Yeah, you can see the Madara marching down the mid lane actually takes away the inhibitor as well. Bit finally gets his hands on the ice.
Manao Harit chong man tai jong. Harit jina tai kai no ba se. Nangi alti je sidagi kunai som da tha de hilos na carpet thai ma pa se ma na tha ga side da phan side da chong ma ba. Tower da. Adi the game zo lo mi ko. Mi su fu dam ne manao se. Tower su fu dam ne ko. Ta ka zoom talk.
Their bases, and they cannot do anything.
Kai ja khag ne.
Don't have that as well, so yep.
In skill play,
Zohan.
he doesn't have to purify.
Aina am haidana haibdi nate ko. Ado aina sum aina u du ne waina haije. Mapa sadre ko.
Prime gets his hands into the
But yeah, they're preparing for the next one. Their bases don't have that as well, so yep.
in skill play.
Zohan,
No, they do not
choke
commit.
hold right now.
They're trying to find the opening, because the Prime looking like he's gonna.
He was able to position himself into that previous team fight. He gets the Demon Hunter sword. Right now, the dampness, of course, not get bursted out by Fate, who has the Holy Sword. So I feel like Fate is definitely their main target. They are trying to take him down, but they can't find the angle just yet. They need to deal with the frontliners. At least, perhaps, bait them out.
To go through, if you want to reach
So
the
sige
back
makagi
lines,
fight am se tawgi ne ka
defenders
se kra.
that you have,
Lor
and you
matung da.
remember,
In rank,
Karma no
blessings,
khang
so
de ne.
Zohunt better be prepared for it. Eliminators
She
has all
sees
the
you, I'm
spells,
thinking
has
they
all
got-
the resources they need to commit right now, Chronos.
Yeah, you can see the Madara marching down the mid lane actually takes away the inhibitor as well. Bit finally gets his hands on the
Oh,
ice.
season,
He
season.
won it right now.
Harit
The Lord
galti
Path was
mangan
there,
da.
and Art targets down Prime with the unstoppable force, but meanwhile Sir Armon trying
Sila
to
hold
go in.
over
The
games.
Command force to drop down as well. They're trying to shut the damage. SOD connects. Prime is there. He finds 1 and 2.
Nice.
He's looking for the third, and he gets it. And
Oh my God.
down and out for
Matam
the
nga mangan de mo
Cyclone.
ju direct
They go
pai
for
gi ni
that
Louis
version play,
to.
looking for Sir Armon, as the base was just hanging by a thread. Sir Armon
Nekalose mathang game na nekalose comeback la halo. Ai koi di Manipur maza ga loi support oi ga koi di.
Oh, it works out, and it gives you a
Bill
little
zu
bit-
le Bill ga ju da koi de. Louis ju si ga sai hing na ba. Adui ni ma 0 de lai jong hing na ba si ga sai ba. Punsi ji hing ga di lo ya le sini. Hing bana maru ni. Bill je mathang. Boy phak tu yeng be dap ta nai yeng is. Immortal je pai na gre.
tankiness below half HP. If I'm not
Lord
wrong.
ahum log ba.
and
Turtle am
the
long na
skill
ba.
cooldowns as well, right? And he needs
Yep,
that.
yes. The skill cooldowns, but he already maxed it out Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did max it out with the Queen's Wing, so it does work out in their favor. Although personally, a lot of players in here like to pick
Moi
the
Moscow ta
Orc
tawe
just
sathi
to
Moscow
get that extra bit of lifesteal as well. But there is no Ice Queen
ngasai gi
longer,
makha gi fight to
so
du phasei ma gi
neither concentrated energy. So the Queen's Wings makes sense here. I mean, not something that we see quite often, but
Yeah.
it's not like it doesn't make sense.
Well, I'm gonna test it out too because I've been playing a lot of mid lane lately.
Nah.
Thank
Don't do that. Don't try what you
chis
see at
harit
home.
to
They're
pesa
gonna
kha
throw
chara
you
mani
out
ge
of
jale
your
sis
cuss down
sathi
names
ni
again.
koi comment me ham ji
Call you names. They're gonna call you things. They're gonna make reels and memes out of you. So
first-hand experience,
don't try
Kronos.
that at home.
Do you have
Yeah,
first-hand
I
experience?
have a lot of memes made about me already. It's all right, but
Yeah.
we're probably gonna see a lot more come out after this tournament as well. But definitely the Northeast.
moi gi stream ji mi ga
underdogs
yeng gam
tournament.
ting ko
You know what? I want
mi
to ask you guys,
150 60 yeng
why do we take the
akoi ne
first
hel ro
letters
ji bo
from
fak
the
ta re
first
ko
half and then the R
akoi de
from
sil long
the
hak tan
other
to ni jam
D from Dogs? Because just a question. I just want to throw it out there.
This
I'll
guy.
be honest. I love nerd. I am a nerd myself, right? I love
Same here.
being a nerd. That's a big thing.
Well,
I was a nerd
that's
before
exactly.
being nerd was popular, so yeah.
kanada vote to din do bro akoi di
I mean,
koi
see,
manipur
if
ma sa da
you
loi vote to
NEUD, all right. It does not sound good at all. So NEUD, yeah, NEUD. So yeah, that's why we just went with the R, you know, and now if you are able to, you know, pronounce it, it sounds like an acronym. Nerd as well. It's a word actually in itself. So
comment bi
that's
salo
why
hai
we
ro
went
ai
with
subscribe ka to de da subscribe adu subscribe to do bai comment bi ya de
the game.
hey
This
hore
time, I don't know.
draft
I don't
hore
know
draft
what
hore kari
eliminators
kai ben
have
to do no
done,
ben
but
si di mun
they
nei
have
ko
to
handak
do
de
everything. And
Absolutely.
if we see a Sicilian, we should not be surprised, you know. But he likes to take that.
I just love that Kronos asked the question.
views je hoi views je tournament hor kan
Full
helakan
on, like,
si di draft to gi mem hapet
actually?
cham kai ma pai bi chatna gim ne ba mo changna
I
kan
love that.
Okay, Karen.
Well, that's how I like it.
Okay.
matheda ben moscow ben tore to moscow et no moscow ben tore to moscow ko phobias ka ben tore makha dam chatha bai u de bai
Sicilian picks that you're
Which
saying
is
that
sure.
come through from bid. But here, of course, eliminators are respecting that Moskov. You have a Moskov, you have a win. That's two
Haku nang-
Moskovs, 2 wins.
haku chang odana discord ta
Now
wa
they
thi to
take
sila
out the Moskov,
watch
they
party to
take
sila
away the Phobius, the Matilda. It's
Ako evil
clear
gi
thing
Discord
that
sang o.
Zohunt's gonna ban it regardless being on the blue or the red side, so eliminators should take
booster
advantage
ka pa
of it.
yenga por
I
di
just think
por je
eliminators
nei khala kan
are
si et je nei
shaking
khala
right
kan
now just because they've lost 2 games that they were winning.
Exactly.
and
Score
that
ji
definitely tanked
0-2 le score je 0-2 ni
I agree
so
with
je
you.
thar le ko
I feel like even if you just consider the first game, maybe it was a bluff, maybe it was slight blunder. The second game is absolutely, like, I agree with you so wholeheartedly. Their confidence is definitely shaken. This Moscow ban is of course showing that, and they cannot give it to Zohunt anymore. But maybe this time around, Zohunt can pull up with even more cards because I feel like Dusty Mizo is still holding back. Like,
reverse
come on,
sweep to di nuai ni
where
yes
is
yes
your
reverse sweep su
Fredrin?
lak bu yai
Come on, are you saving it for a game?
moi
mode
le ben
or-
tau re
But
et
yeah,
na
jokes aside,
golen
Kalia
ben
banned
tau re
out,
harit ka moscow ka
so
ben ani
few
mak tau
options still open for
moi
eliminators.
golen dik tang
Mid
focus to
two,
ma le
I
ko
feel
moi
like
gi
the chip is open. I feel like Art can commit to it.
hero
but
lo
is it
thore
too early?
golen gi zoom on ray bro
Committing to the chip, I think it's early. Hey, look at that! They pull up.
Cam queen to ai na
hero
zoom
that- Of course, like you
sis
know, that's a way you should approach.
mai
the
maning de
draft, you know,
phadi
pick up a
phajai
flex pick in the first one, so that you do not
Yeah, yeah.
really, you know, show out your plans. So I guess
course, yeah.
eliminators are taking that, you know, textbook move right now. But of course, Zohan are people who do not like to play by the textbook.
Chou
because
play
these
du
two
yeng
what
manu
we
ai me
saw,
chou
right? I
paina
mean,
gi dre
Queen's Wing
first
on
play
the
chou
low,
du
I mean,
phajai
who can even think of that? Of course, Fade and the guy who
phajai
carries
joy pick la
the team on his backbone.
yeng sing
yeah,
ji joy je
on
noi
his
da gi joy
personal
de
backbone, yeah.
moi gi joy ni hena mid yeng manu ai brings mid thak brings ko
But again,
analysis brother jo gi analysis ka tawodi nga more he bro ai de
Okay, finally, we're seeing this nerfed hero being picked.
nah, you know, I find it so funny. I find it so funny. Like, we know, you know, Debbie, shout out to you. Like, she said, like, you know, your hero is cooked when Fade and Fade is
moi
not
wari
picking
je to
it up
ikan
anymore.
sara ai pet wan
But
thok je khang
he
de nei
picked
ba
it up again, like,
game
after a
hor
long
kan
while
dong ai
after
sung
that
mang
nerf,
dar ko
and the Hayabusa as well. So, Kronos, what do you have to say? Like,
Ray
who's
je khai ni de
future
yek pa
picks
mi de
from the
ne
hands
ai
of
like khat le
eliminators?
bro
it's not just the signature pick. Eliminators are drafted really well. It's 3 games in a row they're drafted really well. They have better win conditions than Zohunt. It's just Zohunt. I don't want to say
게 시기 토니제 실리제
that they can do it.
시지 인디아기 말할리제 마나네바 아시 나칸 나칸 양아니 시디 마 안드레요 인디아제 인디아기 게노디 마안데고 마나 말할리니요
Execution is there. Just the finish.
인디아이 토니네 제 마나 마야이데 펌절라가
Final third is what they're not able
마나
to do.
말할리
When it comes to the last
하야부사 플레이 라에
on the line, they are just
파제 파제 하야 플레이 지 잉닝이
I hope that they doesn't happen because even
하야가
now, the
조에
Hayabusa is a really good
레트리
pick.
배틀
Whatever marksman comes out, it's gotta be the Irritel because it's gonna get banned out in the second phase to give a problem to the Granger. So the Hayabusa is straight counter to the Irritel, it counters the Joy. Yes, you're gonna have a slight bit of a tough time against the Badang, but again, you can always immune yourself.
akhoi viewer ka yorage guys how many viewers
That's just a different story.
Fazay
But,
fazay
the Granger here has a lot of damage. Yes, his dash has been nerfed out quite a bit, but the damage is still pretty much the same. So with the Gatot being picked up as well, it's a lot.
ado ai noigi hoi hoi moigi golen do moigi golen kitang focus to honinge
Off the table as well, so that means they are looking to pick up a high-low Zohunt. It could be in the EXP lane, it could be in the roam position, but if they don't pick it up, I think Eliminators definitely like that Badang. That high-lows and Gatot Kacha combo. They respect.
Fedro je Tripura gi meitei ni mane mane
And now
Tripura
looking
lai
at
bane ma
another maybe Sicilian.
It's pretty possible. I feel like the pickoff is gonna be the. I feel like
bit je tak ye gi torni
CC is more of like
yarom ni bro
from
mai
Zohunt,
torni no
because
yaw
I've seen
ne
them do this against IGN as well as DNS and another
chip
squad.
ben
I
tau
forgot
gre
the name, but
cc ben tau gre
Hilda ban.
oh
Hilda
keno
ban
je tau re
is
to
but I feel
ed
like-
gang guna
Okay,
Louis
never
je tau
mind,
re.
they're just gonna commit to the
tau
high-lows
thoko
anyways.
no ai ta
Maybe
be ho
just
ge
to throw me
Bahal
off
le do.
instead. But the Hilda ban, is it a wasted?
Jawhead coming through.
moigi roll aro bi
Also
kak thale
smell the jawhead, and I smell the Sicilian. But against the jaw, you don't want to go for Sicilian. And on top of that, Badang.
chrono se trt gi manager hoi hoi magi ne
I feel bit.
edi mana
I
semgat
feel
pas
bit.
squad ne magi ne
That's the
mana
reason
loima
why I'm
pesa
saying
thada bu
Sicilian,
kot pa ma loi
because
tawi ne
this guy, I
tolo
know
ka piram
whenever
ni
he
mana
plays
ngang
out
khan ni
there,
asana hali do
okay, everyone's gonna
tolo ka
question
piram
me right
de ne
now, so
kana
I'll
khang
pick
mano
up the hero that
manung gi wane
always,
duna
works out for me. But right now, I don't expect that from him because in this draft, it won't work at all. There's no way he can make a Sicilian work here.
nai re kai no cd hai
This can work.
but henny welcome
Sicilian works, Fredo. I agree to disagree over there. Sicilian is a really good pick. It's got to be a Jawhead and a
Yeah.
Sicilian. Yeah, because it does definitely. You're able to sustain.
manao si english se magi je dum yaab ne ba maram de ma je kai do manchester ha ge ba adu lam du lai bane manao english ka di hai yo ne aduna ma je ko india am sam yam na best caster ne ga di hai ba india da
Pick off ability coming through. Really good draft once again from Eliminators. Yes, Zohunt throwing that Selena. It looks
bro jio
dangerous,
barber gi plan ka
but
hange
again,
30 mbps gi do hale bro ai de
early
yum je mi am
rounds
sin da
to
dam ni
get
ko
that
ithana sin dam ni na
Selena could
acho
have
bo hap
put a
che da
foil in the plan.
adum sin adum yai
Jawhead is just so good over here. That
ado
unstoppable force.
sigi torni je zo het ta sana re he myam zo het ti play ti phajare zo het pai ba tim gai langaga mi satok pi myam sangjalaga phajare ba play
So that means the Gata's AOG is going to do a lot of work against this Irrital straight away. So that means
guys no hate comments here we are here to watch party and chill we are not in the tourney
but Eliminators again a very good draft.
They're winning out in the textbook every time. I feel like especially
si car dia to pa country da sana approve to do tawre si car di prize phang doi
like this time around they
hore started
the whole reason is just like you mentioned, the Irithel is the main target and it's gonna be an easy picking. It's
Selena zu ying ningi play
the first game the Joy was picked off, there was Cho has a little bit difficulty chasing
Ka-
the
kami
Joy,
ante
but
khazing
Joy
ang
doesn't have
changi.
it. He's like a lock on missile. It's just gonna be locking onto the Joy. So I
final
think
de ko guys is a
around
final de
Zohunt, again they're gonna be facing definitely difficulties in the early, but I'm
Round
really
ni tau
looking forward
gre.
to if Eliminators
2-0 lai
even
one
better
round ni tau
draft
gre
this
best of
time
7
around. They have been writing a story, but they have been lacking on
si car de
how
pani
to
party
finish
kai price
any
no sigi
power and
total
dip,
price
and
pool je
that's
sigi
what
torni
Zohunt
sigi
is making
50,000
off
oi
of
bane
it every
the first price
time.
je lupa kya oi
They
no hang de
got 2 games, but
Mas
let's see
first
what
way second ka
happens.
third ka
Yeah, let's see what happens indeed, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages. Game number 3.
ban the moderator that's not moderator that is member we have a lot of members here
Will they do it again? Will third time be the charm?
no hate comment guys be careful I will time out everyone If I see any head comments.
Against the Eliminators. We will see. As we can see, Eliminators going to be on the blue side as Zohunt are on
Bro
the
je
red.
hui drom lai kai na han oi ye.
Chronos alongside
Man
Chronos.
lai kai ne bro.
Fredo to bring you the action as well.
Haure
taking
haure.
it away.
Moi ge
Thank you for
torni
that
lobby gi
intro
phai
once
bi je
again and
haure.
again. And let's see if Eliminators can banger this game. But
Guys,
I
comment
really
down,
love
comment
that
down. Who is gonna
Saran
take first blood?
also
First blood
pretty
se karamba
much
team na
he
logani
has
guys. Comment tau
first
biro.
game he
Red
was
team or blue team.
Naruto
Team maming di
with
pal roji
something
go.
like
Red
that
team or
on
blue
his
team da haina je.
I love that. Maybe he can go for a fourth game as well. But yeah, joke
Phai
aside
do.
though,
Oh yes,
we
yes. Sum
have
hallo dune.
both
Yang
the
queen
Dust
queen phai ye moi
Eliminators
je.
looking very strong, not just in early. They have a lot of lock-ins and prepared. The Airtel gonna be winning out the laning phase definitely against the Granger, but let's see if Fate can change the fate of of a Granger main. But yeah,
Is lenga ka
Fredo,
tau
what do
thu
you
ka to
think?
na.
So far the rotations are nothing much out of the ordinary. Quite
Phazai farm long thong na re.
usual.
Ma ge farm lau gre.
One thing though, I mean, the rotations are of course usual. One thing that I would like to say is
Blue, blue, blue,
these
red.
new minions, these new minions.
Selena na is hero na hero haigal ai ne. First blood lau da hero du be haigal ai noi de fuck ta re ko. Selena na long ni have tro yeng
Playing
keng.
in the side lanes and
Yeng si yeng si.
it is a little bit harder to last hit actually.
First blood ai di hayana lau de mal hayana.
I agree actually. They're a little bit. But in the mid phase, we just noticed that, right? Mizo-san as well as Art, both of the roamers wasted out the flickers just before the turtle fight. That's 20 seconds on the clock. It's still. I feel like that flicker was definitely necessary, but of course, into the bottom lane, we're gonna be seeing the
Ping team
experience
di out de he.
in the gold lane to stick it out. But 4 members on the bot lane already.
Okay, turtle thola ka dore 10 seconds.
Art doesn't have a flicker.
Mai ai do clear tong na ro. Level 4 4 yong na ro du ga.
Seems like eliminators are always the ones who
Stun
approach
pan
the
gre.
objectives first.
Oh,
They collapse on
let him
them,
alone.
first blood in their hands, and they take another 1-for-1 trade. Fade in for bid. Mid laner for mid laner Dusty. He was thinking
Nice
about
wall,
how
nice
right
wall.
now he can go. Are they trying to get them as Win catches them off guard? Legend and Art. still
High loss on low go guys.
considering
Rate him the
otherwise,
low grade, rate him
as
first
Dusty
blood.
is able to pick up the turtle quite easily now.
Kay mathil honara ge ngasi di.
Division, he can commit to
Kana
it.
low din no.
Oh,
Pazay.
AOG coming through. He misses the retribution. Sarah Armoon, but Destiny catches it at the same time.
Saro ibini fight che.
Nice throw and nice kills. Another 1-for-1 trade. A win for
Fazay
Legend.
ne badang je. Badang gi please fazay mai wall ga jong.
Abyssal arrow and Fate makes the rotation. Death Sonata along with the Rap 3. Double kill in the hands of Faden.
Nice,
They
nice,
needed
nice.
the early game and they got that in their hands.
Turtle zu rate him the low grade.
Is lethal on
Mathak si zu item mam de loira mani irritails.
The purple
Farm
buff
or
off.
bitau. In bela in bela.
Dusty Mizo, he's
Thadu
trying to
chakre.
take it away, has the electrify.
Hinjan ju bra mi lak pa gya.
Goes out,
Discipline.
no backup whatsoever. Sarah Moon and Eliminators have some breathing room.
Fredo,
Yeah.
this is the first game, this is the third game, right? This is the first game where Zohunt is the one taking the early game, and I feel obviously it's the credit to Faden on the Selena. That she was the points, what am I saying, plan spoiler, and it's definitely coming into play. But Art, does he want to commit?
Oh yeah, you can see the fist break, fish crack combo going.
Pwede.
The arrow hits as well. Art gets taken down. Selena has
Ni
been
mga
taken
ni
once
mi mga.
again.
Mi mga ga mi mari ga.
Tried.
Asi zu nap craze tan pan gre. Is wa oof.
He's looking for the third,
Combo
should be able to
zidi.
get that, and Irinthal picks it up.
Matang ni yung combo.
Pays the price. That's a 3-for-1 trade right there off the back of one single abyssal arrow.
4 minutes. Under 4 minutes, 7 kills, Zohunt. It feels like a complete turnaround.
Selena
between
KD is
these
2-1-5 yo gre
situations,
Selena.
Definitely. I mean, they were playing so patiently, but seems like the brawl meta is back.
Yeah, feels like it, doesn't it? At this point, Zohunt just want to fight. They want to get that goal lead in their favor. They know that if it goes in towards the mid to late game, Eliminators have the advantage, especially with that long-range skills. As here, Legend and Nguyen just duke it out, but hey, they're just two tanky boys.
Sigi turtle fight si yeng si.
I
Si da
love
khang
that
du
you
ni.
pointed it out because,
Tunay
on
kalo
the
hey
last
si
two
di
games,
contest
the
to solo.
Eliminators getting the early to mid game.
Stun
They were
back
all
yengo
able to
stun
get
back
into the
yengo.
lead, it's just that the ending wasn't there. What if Zohunt
Back
just
mamang
showed
thangat pi skin ni
that
ne si da.
they can end it even if they're, they do not have to throw the late game because they right now have the early phases, and I feel like they have a solid ending choice as well. But
Stun
look at
back
the
pa
trap.
yengo.
Oh yeah, you can see Win is the target, and they go for the ejector.
Hold it,
Luckily,
fine, hold it.
unstoppable before the Demand Forcers drop down. As you can see, AOG comes through as Art is the first one to fall. Legend tried to create the space, and yes, he did. Win is the target once again. Revitalize
Fine.
to survive with the ambulance. Against Stranger. Fate goes down. It's a double. They find Mizo-san finally. Legend and Win going ham at each other, but Win will almost go down. No, he doesn't. Legend barely
Sangay
survives.
is dama si
He
zo.
gets the
Turtle
target,
thado ga.
that's the damage,
Is
but will go down
Whoa.
in the hands of Fate. He is unstoppable while Dusty picks up another. Bid is down and out for the count. Zohunt, how are they doing this? They definitely are the hunters and not the hunted.
Nice, nice. Nabani combo the post tai hojiki. Halamu. Pazai. Nice, nice comeback.
My goodness.
Ahiba ngata sanamnina plays yeng ma nungai re.
Won't let Kronos rest today. I guess.
Asisu kai naman to dise.
To spoil Kronos stroke.
Pazai ne. Zohet cook to hore ko Zohet che khut sagat pa hore.
That was lethal as Faden's arrow has been doing a lot of work so far, and Mizo-san picks up the Thunderbolt. So finds himself a little more tankiness.
Fate got the Sky Piercer as well. So looking to the snowball. Oh, look at the poke.
They have the extended range. They have the poke. Art doesn't have the flicker, but he's been catching targets.
ETC kai lam ETC Manipur macha ngata ne.
Faden gets an arrow.
ETC Impala hai gadra.
Is looking dangerous for eliminators.
Absolutely.
And now
Slang remamu.
across the bottom lane.
Wow.
Once again.
When gets caught out, you can see
Pazai high low survive tau gre. Songe. Lambi ge thatle. Mathanda changre manaus.
Dusty Mizo comes through. As you can see, the electrifying beats already unlocked. Mizo-san waiting in the bush right now in the river, trying to dominate. At the same time, Sarar Moon has to clear out the waves. A lot of pressure being applied by Zohunt, but even though they have the kills,
Nungai ge no plays yeng ba.
look at
Final
the
male.
folks. It is even. Eliminators are not letting this game slip away.
That's what they're trying to do right now.
Mathang sat pa hore ko khoi ET gangu ji jo. Stan ga ji thai jo is best of 7 ne guys. Mathak to fight to yenge. Cameraman ji moi amomu natang sedra na ba. Lang thuran.
Goes in with the ejector and the unstoppable force. AOG to create the separation. Win gets caught out, and now looking like they're gonna get a kill. Is the Death Sonata gonna be available? No, it is not. The arrow connects on towards Legend as Sarar Moon picks up the turtle.
Look at that. Eliminators immediately bouncing back from that 6-minute point where Selena's power rest was gonna be slowly falling off. Faden was obviously lethal, but oh my god, Art is not gonna stop. He's looking at
Ejector, Mizo-san gets caught up on the fist break, fist crack combo, finding some time as they get the kill. Unstoppable is Sarar Moon. Glorious pathways down as Win with the rest of Zohunt will have to run away, and now Zohunt need to come up with a plan. 2k gold lead in the hands of eliminators. Art goes through with the help of that push coming through, and it's looking so dicey. Eliminators are breathing down the necks of Zohunt right now.
Tawai moi gi jo je tawai bhajan. Plays mana ne set tawri je.
Finally getting back, you know what they want, and you know as the game progresses, it's only
Makha do udre bro. Cameraman. Focus tawdre ne cameraman do makha do. Bottom.
Another trade, Dusty Mizo for Art. It is still in the favor of eliminators. It looks so nice.
Cameraman chai ja do re.
If you were a Zohunt fan, it's not looking easy right now because eliminators are taking the game away one kill at a time, one objective at a time, one jungle creep away. They are in the late game. They are late game monsters rather. They're still in the mid game. 9 minutes in. Bid is 0.
Selena nga mu je thai re ai ra. Thai bi ni moi na.
10 stacks on the Sky Piercer.
Phaklang dagi payak padi u dam ne ko. Yadagi ihang na payak padi u ne ba. Yai ge Selena stand phaklang da lang da phaklang phao. Ho da ne ba. Makha gi fight to yeng ge. Pazai. Pha do ra. Pazai nan thok re. Pazai ne. Sumaina mayam changa ko om ga hat pa phanghou da je is. Ai khat pa ne. Yenge ge maya gi fight to yenge. Lord ta khar puna ge ha ni mo.
Not really sure how they can do that right now because Zohunt. Oh, Prime. The poke is just too heavy for them to sustain, and that's the reason they can't that they have right now. So it should be easy Lord here. First Lord for eliminators, surely.
Madaragi sigi Lord che Madaragi managanda noi Naruto gi fan yarogadi Madaragi managanda round matum yai de maming ke go hero du noi Naruto fan anime yeng ba yarogadi quiz niko marak thana quiz niko Lord lak tingai da Madaraagi maningda matum matum ball do amubudo maming kay kauge haro tu. Napkidore. Fatpadi ngamoda. Stan pa ngamu pa.
It does connect, but look at that. They cannot commit. Too tanky, not enough damage. There's not even a holy crystal into the hands of Dusty Mizo. He's building towards it, but 10 minutes in, you don't have a holy crystal.
Jo flicker yaugre lang ani.
But is it gonna be enough to survive the burst? Wind of Nature is not gonna come in hand.
Ais ai ure.
So he needs that
Achumba answer ure. Truth seeker of yes.
which is prioritizing right now.
Yes, truth seeker of yes.
Lord's gonna be walking for the mid lane. AOG.
Pazai ka to ka chongjangre. Kanam ta hat pangam na de. Truth seeker of ko ni chumi. Naruto ti yeng da ba kang ya. Tai. Haya ga ti mi kanam hat phang dre. Ngamula eh. Is wow, target log tu. Yeah. Namjalo. Fazai. Tai. Fazai na. Si ne na hai je amu bu je. Hao, tai. Ai yeng je live ni keno. Game di lo re ba ko ai maning kitang halu ba di. Second 20 second mo. Fazai. Hojiki jo he ki throw do fazai. Mage flicker jo ga target log taraga irritated lang bane ga. Sigi jong ka. Yong manao jo. Sida tho me do flicker tar irritated jo ma lang ni nong ka. Is khuli di sinu pa je li de. Arche, si ar ai manao. Reverse sweep la halo je nai gai ro jam ta. GG. Truth seeker orb haba. Truth seeking haba de truth seeker orb. Pazai. This Zo is something.
Of course, the 4-0 is no longer there. Sorry, Bolty.
Of course, 2 signature picks, the Hayabusa for Sarah Moon and the Sicilian for Bid, and on top of that, even Fate on the Granger. I mean, they're going all out in this third game because they know they have to get this point. Otherwise, they don't deserve
Nice game.
And that just creates so much pressure when you're the opponents, and that's the reason why they could not let this game get away. They go all in with every single thing that they have under their sleeve, and of course, they win it out.
Mogi Zohunt ki pick kai gi ben kai je ma loi tau sangre. Moi kanggu loi tau sangre. Moi gi roll loi kak kre ba. Moi roll kak padai de moi je ne. Ti nai gai ban. Roll loi kak thalaga. Sina ne hero yam sana wai do hero pul cha holu hai do. Tournament sana ko mi ne hero kak thalak pada loi ba do. Pazai. Khamene na yai do khoi brother. Oh, khoi brother boni thau ja olem. Brother welcome. Let's go guys, 500 likes so honji ko. Direct MPL ne jo he chama tha ba yare. MPL sana ba tige aina tige ka yare aina lima. Khalle ma de. Ma khale. I gi dream team ma gi ting ya na gi dream team. I gi dream team ma sa ga li ko. Ting ke ka ting hyper exp du mayam je list ne ba se ma kine ma thang ha kine ting ta di ma ha pe hoji ke et ha no hai do art hai do bada Stefan adu di yade stream da di yade kits kita bakta hai de kemte
Exactly, and you know, Kronos, I love that you've been actually mentioning
minute kya break no khang de minute break toring es da kitang maning mamang kitang chat la kim ti yeng ke ko
eliminators need to like this time I feel like since they didn't focus too
Both
much
bro.
on early game, they took
Yeah,
up
pay the-
L's on the early put a proper end. So this time around, eliminators did not do it. And so looking at the results,
Paul lai rai ja khoi ya
really see Vaden did absolutely the goal
lai
lead
nam jan mi ne ko ja
that much.
item thole kai no item je i ho ve da tai je kai no fun de game se ngan no san gi ve ja la minute tara tok ti phare kai no item je team fight tong no level with 15 nga ta mane moina bu sida e di oiram mani ga doroge bro
Just
ꯌꯦꯡ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯊꯥꯅꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯜꯂꯦ ꯅꯪꯁꯨ ꯏꯁ ꯌꯦꯡꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯣ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯤ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯜꯂꯦꯀꯣ ꯁꯤ 11 ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠ 7 ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟ ꯈꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯏꯁ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯗꯛꯁꯟꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ L production 시구마 소요 ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯊꯤꯖꯔꯒꯦ ꯉꯥꯡꯖꯔꯒꯦ ꯂꯩꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅꯦ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯁꯦ
That's the reason why, of course, even though it was prime time for a while, but guess what? It's 10 past, so it's like prime time is over.
ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯑꯥꯏꯇꯦꯝꯁꯦ ꯏꯍꯥꯡ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ
So yeah,
ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠꯁꯦ
that's
ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯒ
one
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄꯅꯦꯕ
of the things that happened. But yeah, we cannot really blame Prime because, of course, this draft was supposed to be an early game
ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯕꯨ
draft. They did
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯦ
try
ꯁꯤ
to get
ꯃꯤꯁꯤꯅ
the
ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄ
advantage,
ꯐꯣꯟꯅꯤ
but
ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨꯗꯤ
after that, the eliminators were not making any mistakes that they could exploit, and that's the reason why. I mean, it was a perfect execution from the side of eliminators, and that's the reason there was no opening for them to exploit, and they not were able to do anything. But yeah, with that, of course, things will get even more exciting in the fourth match because right now,
ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯔꯦ
have taken 1 point. They will get that momentum that they were looking for going into this
ꯑꯗꯣ
fourth
ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯦ
match
ꯏꯪꯂꯤꯁꯇꯤ
right
ꯌꯥꯝ
now.
ꯂꯣꯟꯅꯔꯦꯀꯣ
And on the other side,
ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦꯀꯣ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯏꯪꯂꯤꯁꯇꯤ
they have
ꯑꯩ
also
ꯈꯪꯗꯦ
tried their
ꯑꯗꯨꯅ
best,
ꯃꯈꯣꯟ
but
ꯂꯩꯊꯔꯦꯀꯣ
Zohunt,
ꯅꯣꯏ
they need to
ꯇꯥꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ
get
ꯄꯤꯛꯅꯗꯤ
back in
ꯇꯥꯔꯝꯅꯤ
form.
Absolutely, and I also think I also believe
ꯑꯥꯔꯠꯁꯦ ꯃꯩꯇꯩꯔꯣ
Moscow is
ꯑꯥꯔꯠꯁꯦ
obviously
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯦꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
gonna be
ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯃꯥ
permanently
ꯋꯦꯁ
banned from
ꯕꯦꯡꯒꯣꯜꯗꯒꯤ
National
ꯍꯥꯏꯅ
Finals
ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯦ
because
ꯃꯥꯗꯣ
they've realized even though they did not make mistakes
ꯍꯣꯏꯅꯦ
early on, they do not want
ꯀꯣꯗꯤ ꯍꯣꯏ
that,
ꯑꯦꯟꯇꯤ ꯍꯣꯏ
of
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯅꯦ
course the guy with the spear to slip out. So of course my point goes back to
ꯕꯦꯡꯒꯣꯂꯤ
again
ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨ
that Prime needs to
ꯍꯩꯕꯅꯦꯍꯦ
make a
ꯊꯥꯖꯗꯅ
better response into the goal lane. I know he loves to win out his lane, but it's pretty clear
ꯊꯥꯏꯅ
even
ꯀꯣꯗꯤꯅꯒ
when he lost the
ꯉꯥꯒ
lane,
ꯆꯥꯔ
it was the
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯔꯛꯄꯗꯣ
team fight potential that really gave him the
ꯌꯥꯕꯅꯦ
win because both matches the triple kill, but somehow in the end it's a triple kill that
ꯔꯦꯁꯤ
wins the game.
ꯅꯤꯛꯁꯜꯂꯣ ꯍꯥꯏ
And I think
ꯅꯤꯛꯁꯟꯒꯤ
and I feel like
ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔꯅꯦ
that's what they need again. But eliminators, despite we felt their
ꯀꯣꯗꯤ
confidence,
ꯍꯥꯏ ꯃꯤꯗꯣ ꯋꯦꯁ
despite
ꯕꯦꯡꯒꯣꯜꯗ
their
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯥꯏꯅ
players on the
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯝꯕꯗꯣ
whole, they're pretty chill.
ꯀꯣꯗꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ
They
ꯑꯁꯦꯡꯕꯁꯤ
were
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯐꯥꯎ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
prepared for
ꯈꯪꯗꯦ
game
ꯃꯥ
one. Of
ꯃꯁꯥꯅꯁꯨ
course,
ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣꯛꯇꯦ
it's
ꯃꯥ
gonna be
ꯃꯁꯥꯅ
really
ꯃꯥꯅ
interesting
ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯗ
how
ꯍꯥꯏꯈꯤꯕ
if
ꯂꯩꯗꯥꯏꯅꯦ
they're gonna be
ꯑꯩ
sticking to the
ꯒꯦꯝꯒꯤ
same
ꯋꯥꯔꯜꯒ
direction because
ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯔꯤꯌꯦꯜ
Moscow
ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯀꯤ
will be
ꯋꯥꯔꯜꯒ
playing
ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯦ
around
ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯗꯦ ꯀꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏ
methodologies.
ꯀꯅꯥꯝ
What
ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣꯛꯇꯕꯅꯦ
Zohunt tried to do with the first two games with the Louis and Moscow on both ends, maybe they can do it
ꯃꯥꯒ
on
ꯄꯥꯎ
this
ꯐꯥꯎꯅꯩꯁꯦ
match
ꯑꯣꯡꯂꯤ
against
ꯗꯤꯁꯀꯣꯔꯠ
eliminators. This worked
ꯗꯤꯁꯀꯣꯔꯠꯇꯅꯦꯕ ꯐꯣꯟ
perfectly
ꯅꯝꯕꯔ
fine
ꯂꯩꯅꯗꯦ ꯋꯥꯆꯦꯞ
against
ꯂꯩꯅꯗꯦ
Prime
ꯃꯃꯤꯡ
because
ꯑꯁꯦꯡꯕꯕꯨ
I
ꯈꯪꯗꯦꯕ
don't
ꯑꯁ
think
ꯃꯥꯗꯤ
Zohunt is
ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯨ
prepared
ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯒꯤ
to counter
ꯌꯛ
out
ꯂꯥꯎꯕ ꯕꯦꯡꯒꯥꯂꯤꯅꯦ
Zohunt. Even if they pick up a pickoff, they could just
ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯕꯨ
ban it on the second phase. But yes, they want
ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯕꯨ
that.
ꯄꯤ ꯋꯥꯏ ꯖꯦꯠ ꯍꯣꯏꯒ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯄꯨꯜꯂ ꯅꯩꯔꯝꯃꯤꯗꯨꯅꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯄꯤ ꯋꯥꯏ ꯖꯦꯠ ꯀꯣꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯝꯃꯤꯅꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯃꯇꯝ
That
ꯑꯃꯒꯤ
was a lot of information
ꯐꯦꯃꯁꯇ
that you spilled there. But yeah,
Crazy.
ꯉꯥ ꯆꯥꯔ
I mean,
ꯅꯩꯔꯛꯄꯅꯦꯕ
that was a lot of information that you spilled, and
ꯀꯣꯗꯤꯗꯣ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ
I
ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
hope
ꯀꯣꯗꯤꯗꯣ
someone is
ꯕꯦꯡꯒꯥꯂꯤꯅꯤ
hearing.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯊꯥꯏꯅꯒꯤ ꯀꯣꯗꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯤ
I hope someone is hearing you, because if they heard you, then of course you have spilled the beans. There are some secrets that I cannot
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ
understand.
ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯤ
But
ꯀꯣꯗꯤ
of
ꯑꯃꯁꯨ
course,
ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯦ
that's as far as my
ꯃꯥꯅ
knowledge
ꯑꯃꯨꯛ
goes.
ꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯂꯥꯏꯠꯀ
But yeah,
ꯊꯥꯒꯠꯄꯗꯣ
man.
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯍꯧꯔꯦ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐ ꯍꯧꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯐ hꯧꯔꯦ
Match, of course, the drafting has to save the day for Fredo. And now, let's see if eliminators and
ꯑꯗꯨꯁꯨ
Zohunt,
ꯁ꯭ꯄꯥꯏꯁꯤ ꯉꯥ ꯒꯥꯏꯖꯜꯂꯦ ꯃꯁꯥꯂꯥ ꯊꯥꯛꯆꯜꯂꯛꯄꯤꯅꯤ
if eliminators and Zohunt can have something happen here.
Bruce EP, Bruce not here.
ꯂꯤꯌꯣ ꯅꯪ ꯅꯍꯥꯟ ꯁꯣꯔꯣꯛꯇ ꯆꯠꯄ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯀꯥꯔꯟ ꯇꯥꯔꯨꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯩꯔꯥ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯤꯅ ꯐꯥꯔꯒ ꯂꯨ ꯀꯣꯛꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯈꯤꯕꯗꯨ ꯁꯝ ꯈꯔ ꯍꯧ ꯏꯁ ꯐꯖꯔꯦ ꯕꯗꯔ ꯂꯤꯌꯣ ꯅꯪ ꯍꯦꯟꯃꯜꯂꯦ
Throwing melee at this.
ꯃꯤ ꯆꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯨꯛꯀꯤ mamangsida
That was fun, but of course, like you said, this is gonna be the game number 4 between eliminators and Zohunt. Grand
2-1
finals
guys,
are
2-1,
gonna
2-1,
pick up
2-1.
brackets, and this is gonna be an interesting one. Zohunt has 2 pointers, but eliminators right now, they have stopped making the mistakes and they are looking to bounce back. And we made the
Kaino.
predictions at 4-2, 4-2 favor of Zohunt and 4-2 favor of eliminators.
Khangde kaure
If this score
kodi
stays the same,
ahama
let's see
maming
what
aisu
happens,
kaure
because
ti
of
kuiri
course,
bro chahi
this
8 muk
basically
suri
just
keno
gonna go to
adugi
game
adugi matungde
six.
silakpane
But yeah,
kodi kaude kodi kaude
plays around
adu
eliminators.
mamang da ma kau
Every time, first 2 games mistakes, but this time, let's see what happens. Fredo, this time, can you?
Well, I don't.
Zohunt come on
Yeah, say Kronos.
Before Fredo says something.
Kolkata gi mackerel ka jale
But,
ya
I
bhai
mean, he was right. I was gonna say, like, bro's the definition of a yapper right there.
aisu sigi fadi ama forward beatrix keno gi
Now Zohunt's on blue
kimi gi
side.
fadi imdi laurane ai keno taw mathang gi face cam 10k subscriber yo budai face cam tawkani ko guys adu dai si je dai lokhatkani magi maning da fadi im yali je
Oh, no, I'm not
ai gi na
tripping.
kimi gi da lawni
I'm not tripping, 'cause the first
ai ju
match
yala thakane du
missed. Oh
ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯔ ꯊꯥꯔꯛꯀꯅꯤ
it is
ꯊꯥꯗꯕ ꯁꯨꯡꯌꯥ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯑꯩ
that's probably a glitch again, but to be honest, I feel like it's a missed ban. I think it's a missed ban. Zohunt missed out on
ꯑꯥꯔꯠꯀ
the ban.
ꯑꯥꯏꯔꯨꯛꯀ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯄꯟꯖꯥ
That means
ꯇꯧꯍꯟꯗꯟꯁꯤꯗ
they
ꯄꯟꯖꯥ
won that battle
ꯇꯧꯍꯟꯁꯤꯗꯅ
because they're gonna ban out the Matilda anyway.
ꯑꯥꯔꯠꯀ ꯑꯥꯏꯔꯨꯛꯀ ꯆꯞꯈꯤꯕꯗꯨꯗꯤꯀꯣ
So
ꯑꯥꯏꯔꯨꯛꯇ ꯆꯞꯈꯤꯕꯗꯨꯗꯤ
That should be.
ꯁꯦꯒꯥꯛꯇ
Maybe it was a miss, but don't worry, the production will definitely take care of it. But until then, until we figure out if it's a missed ban or it's just the Matilda being banned out, because we'll figure out. But yeah, if that's the case, that's a little bit of a bad thing for them. But what to do about it? But
ꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ
anyways,
ꯁꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯃꯥꯅꯦ ꯃꯥꯅꯦ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯁꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯅꯦ ꯁꯨꯝ
We have what to
ꯐꯗꯤꯅ
do
ꯍꯥꯏꯕ
about it.
ꯋꯥꯅꯤꯗ
We don't talk about what to do.
it's not game 7.
ꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯁꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯁꯤꯅꯦ ꯐꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯁꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕ
I feel like Moscow
ꯑꯩꯒꯤꯁꯨ
is
ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕ グリーン
definitely
スクリーン
gonna be seeing the
ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯅꯨꯄꯥꯒꯤ
big
ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯕ
ban
ꯃꯥꯏ
over Fredo.
ꯂꯧꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦꯕ
But
ꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ
what's
ꯁꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ
the next ban
ꯒꯥꯏꯁꯨ
for
ꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯁꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯒ
Fredo?
ꯇꯧꯔ ꯇꯤꯅꯥꯟ ꯊꯥꯛꯀꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦ ꯄꯣꯁ
They
ꯇꯥꯅꯀꯣ
did not miss the ban. I feel like Madrid
ꯁꯛ
definitely banned
ꯎꯠꯄꯗ ꯚ꯭ꯌꯨ
Matilda
ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯀꯅꯤꯀꯣ
and
ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ
Matilda out
ꯍꯟꯕꯤꯌꯨ
because it's a
ꯍꯟꯈꯤꯅꯤ
one-way
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯣ
signature pitch
ꯁꯤ
for Ars. Unless Mizu-san wants to go in, because right now the Kalia as well as the Matilda is going to be left out if they miss the ban. If they have it, I feel like this is going to be a Kalia ban. Let's see what Zohan cooks up this time around though. First pick into their hands. What are they going to go? Again,
ꯐꯥꯒꯤꯗꯣ ꯁꯨꯃꯟꯇ ꯄꯤꯀꯦꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯁꯦ ꯃꯣꯁꯀꯣ ꯕꯦꯟ ꯑꯒꯦꯟ ꯑꯣ ꯂꯦꯠ ꯃꯤ ꯁꯤ
It has to be a flex pick if you don't want to reveal your plans, right? So
ꯔꯣꯜ ꯂꯧꯊꯣꯛꯑꯣ
Badang
ꯍꯣꯏ
once again.
ꯍꯣꯏ heritage ꯕꯦꯟ ꯂꯧꯊꯣꯛꯄ
or just go
ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
for the
ꯀꯝꯐꯔꯠ ꯄꯤꯛ
Matilda,
ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯣ ꯂꯣꯏ
man. The
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯍꯟꯗꯕ
joy
ꯑꯝꯇ
is so
ꯑꯗꯨꯏꯗꯤ
OP.
ꯌꯥꯔꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯅꯝꯖꯜꯂ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯟꯈꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯦ
Suyo right now. I think one of those. It's gotta be Suyo, Badang, if you want to flex it, or you can go for the Matilda, because Badang has been the.
ꯁꯨꯃꯟꯇ ꯄꯤꯀꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯝꯃꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯊꯥꯏꯅꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯗ ꯖꯣꯁꯦꯞꯇ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯉꯥꯏ ꯃꯨꯞ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯍꯤꯞꯄꯒꯀꯣ ꯃꯈꯥꯗ
So I guess.
ꯃꯥꯁꯦ ꯍꯤꯞꯄꯒ ꯁꯥꯡꯗꯣꯛꯑ ꯍꯤꯞꯄꯒ ꯃꯀꯥꯡ ꯀꯩꯀꯥ ꯐꯥꯛꯇꯣꯛꯑ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯤꯞꯄ ꯂꯩꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯃꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯪꯉꯒ ꯃꯈꯣꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯨꯏ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦꯕ ꯇꯦꯛꯅ ꯒꯔ ꯒꯔ ꯈꯞꯄꯒ ꯍꯧꯒꯠꯂꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯁꯨꯃꯟꯇ ꯄꯤꯀꯦꯒꯤ ꯃꯤ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯦꯛ ꯕꯤ ꯕꯣꯏꯅꯦꯍꯦ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ ꯃꯥꯝꯃꯗꯨꯁꯨ
But let's see. They can also commit to the focus. I like
ꯕꯤ
the
ꯕꯣꯏꯅꯦ
manager.
ꯕꯤ ꯕꯣꯏꯅꯦ
Focus
ꯃꯥꯁꯨ ꯕꯤꯁ
this time around.
ꯕꯣꯏꯅꯦꯕ
He's been open.
ꯑꯦꯗꯤ
But yeah,
ꯌꯨꯡꯕꯒ
there
ꯊꯤ
we go.
ꯍꯩꯕꯅꯦ
Badang
ꯑꯦꯗꯤꯒ ꯊꯤ
commit to it
ꯎꯪꯊꯕꯅꯦ
immediately.
ꯋꯤꯟ ꯃꯤꯜꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯥꯏꯅꯦ ꯊꯤ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯦ
Slotting that in, you get the
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯔꯤꯇꯥꯌꯔꯅꯦ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯔꯤꯇꯥꯌꯔꯠ ꯕꯤ ꯕꯣꯏ
Lucas.
lock it in. Just
ꯑꯣ
don't
ꯍꯦꯟ
think
ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯟ
twice.
ꯍꯥꯏꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯦꯠ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯟ
Take
ꯍꯥꯏꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ
it,
ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯦꯍꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯁꯨ
just take it, and then don't even think about it.
ꯖꯤꯔꯥꯌꯥ ꯏꯃꯣꯠꯇꯨ ꯃꯩ ꯇꯥꯃꯦ ꯂꯧꯁꯜꯂꯨ ꯂꯧꯁꯟꯒꯅꯤ ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯦꯛ
Matilda look is better.
Yeah,
Okay.
gives too much more.
Because with Florent,
ꯂꯧꯈꯠꯀꯅꯤ ꯏꯖꯣ ꯂꯧꯈꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯏꯇꯤꯅ ꯀꯥꯔꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ
but they go for the jaw head and the. They're giving the advantage to Zohunt. Be like, hey, here. We give
ꯂꯣꯄꯤ
the
ꯈꯪꯉꯦ
power.
ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤꯗꯤ
Go for it.
ꯁꯤꯁ
Matilda, Badang, Lucas,
ꯈꯔ
you're
ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ
right.
ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯗꯗꯤ
Double
ꯈꯪꯅꯈꯤꯕ
try
ꯃꯨꯞꯅꯦ
on the
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯣ
Matilda, jaw head kind of better than this.
Yeah.
ꯏꯂꯦꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯛ ꯆꯤꯡꯕꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯪꯅꯕꯅꯦꯕ
Phobius is fine. Just go for the Matilda. I don't see why. Is it hero pool? I feel like it's hero pool right now. I'm not crazy, right? I'm not
ꯁꯤꯅꯤꯌꯔꯒꯤ
crazy.
ꯔꯨꯝꯗ ꯆꯪꯉ ꯆꯄꯤ ꯊꯥꯖꯜ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯟ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯈꯤꯗꯥꯏꯅꯦ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ
Rangers
ꯌꯥꯕꯅꯦ
open fine, but bro.
Matilda. Probably.
ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯖꯣꯍꯟꯅ ꯀꯥꯔꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ 7ꯅꯦ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ 5 ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯀꯣ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ 7
Banned as well. Because otherwise, there's no way even eliminators left it, right? So
Yeah,
it's
because
probably
yeah, it's favored by Harun. There we go. There we go. 40% winner.
ꯏꯁ ꯐꯦꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦ ꯐꯦꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦ
40% winner.
ꯃꯩꯅ ꯂꯧꯔꯣ ꯁꯤꯗꯤ
prayers,
ꯃꯩꯔ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
prayers
ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯔꯛꯑꯣ
have been answered from the heavens of Mr. Dusty.
ꯑꯃꯁꯦ ꯃꯈꯨꯠ ꯀꯣꯜꯂꯣꯟꯅꯩꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ
Yep.
Yeah, it carries 100% really nice pick. But yeah, I feel like Matilda definitely banned out. But I don't know why.
Sicilian's better.
What?
Sicilian.
Okay, I got.
ꯏꯚꯤꯜꯗꯤ ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯤ ꯊꯣꯛꯏꯗꯣ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯀꯅꯤ
from
ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯀꯅꯤ
production that
ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯛꯇꯤꯁꯀ ꯇꯧꯔ
Matilda is not
ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯀꯦꯁꯦ
banned out, so
ꯃꯤꯅ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯌꯦꯡ ꯂꯩꯔꯦꯅꯦ
Let's go
ꯃꯤꯅ
Matilda,
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯌꯦꯡ
bro.
ꯂꯩꯔꯦ
what are
Oh
they
my
doing?
god.
ꯑꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯄꯥꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
What are they switching?
ꯁꯨꯌꯨ ꯄꯥꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯁꯨꯌꯨ
This one,
ꯄꯥꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
Matilda.
Kronos got the deep press, so
Okay, so Kronos was right all along. It's a missed ban. So it's a missed ban from Zohunt.
Where is
But
it?
previous time, because the previous
Where
time,
is it?
right?
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯕꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯍꯩ ꯕꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯅꯗꯕ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ
When the ban is there's a glitch. There's like
Once again, Stephen Naurem, thank you for the 40 rupees super chat. Jiraiyaꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯏꯅꯣ ꯀꯧꯕꯗꯨꯔꯥ ꯀꯃꯅꯣ
No ban coming through right there. I don't know why
ꯑꯩꯁꯨ
Eliminators
ꯎꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ
didn't lock in that Matilda quite early. You can go for the pickoff. Yes, you can have the AoE as well. Like if they don't, God, like I mean, Eliminator's not going to pick up the Matilda after the Phobius and Jawhead is picked up, so it makes no sense to go for the third pick.
Yeah.
Li ibilgi prime amta tawsidana hai talle da badal lu ko pa mina hakudi talli ko
Yeah.
Farsa is a good ban
Louis ben
for
tawgre
Eliminators.
mathang sina kaino
Just
harit
better
se moy ne ben
than
tawgre
Jawhead, so you don't
moy
have
grazer
to
pa
worry
gir
about
oh
the
grazer
Harris
pa
sitting
gir
on the table. I think they're probably going to look at the carry. It's not the best ban for Zohunt. I think a Sicilian would do much better though.
You know, Kronos, the only reason I said maybe it's a glitch because I also can't like understand why. Like honestly, like
Moscow,
he
ado hum
instantly
be.
locks Matilda. Like when it's open, like he doesn't
Ado
even
madi
care.
Granger
He
pa
doesn't
gidore
He
gan.
doesn't care if there's Khalil open, Zushin open. He like so many times he just left the other heroes left out. He picks up the Matilda. Did it slip off his mind like how Fredo slipped? But jokes aside though, don't understand why Zohunt also did not pick it up. I'm a little bit confused.
Ben je tawgrabo si kai hero no oh CC ni CC
CC ban come through as well, making sure that Phobius has a better time in the
Of course.
EXP lane, and yeah, it's got to be finally
Yeah,
they
definitely.
listen. Sicilian ban is coming from Zohunt because if they pick up the Sicilian Eliminators, then Zohunt's looking like very dicey because there's no one who can reach the Sicilian in the back line. But that also leaves the question if he
This
can play
Gugu hai je kanano Kama Gugu ni se kama Gugu no moy Joseph Kangu ma jale moy de
Eve's the best pickup here until the last pick, but Xavier would just be
Hey, hey.
against that lineup.
Gourd. You're forgetting the gourd actually.
Gourd works.
Indian mobile lai ko lai mobile ge hero pa gre
Yeah,
it was
he did
Faden.
pick up the.
Was it Faden or
Actually,
Bear?
it was actually. It was
bro
Faden
kaino
who
bro
surprised
huzik
us with the
internet
ban.
debate tawnariba
Patch
100 men versus 1 gorilla to
It was
boido
big.
opinion am ta
So,
si hai
They could do the same,
Sis.
and after that, you know,
I
everyone
do
was
do
like,
do.
oh, Zero's drop. But yeah, now it's Zohunt who are going to pick up 2 for themselves.
guys noina tilhou je mai masak yeng ni ngasu Narem thonggi ko
Guesses Kronos for the mid
Narem
lane.
thonggi photo da poster da thiat pani ko science da 87% jat pagi
Vexana, Aurora,
Narem thong da Narem thong da
but the
thiat pani poster da
they still go for the Farsa.
no school do kai ba
Farsa
nang yedu tiop tong gi school da delta hai ba mai da
the Masha here. Yes, you put a lot of pressure
Delta
on
and
Yurika, but it's
DAS Delta Advanced School gi poster am thiat pani Narem thong da adu da direct William yaw ba
doesn't matter. The Farsa is good if he can position
science da
himself
80%
well
again 87%
and neutralize the early game of the Jawhead, but Arch didn't manage in the early game, so I don't see how Farsa can have a good time.
oh masapik lai
Here as well, so maybe Farsa, yeah, I
Samlang duga ha.
because there's no other threat, there's not a lot of AoE, but here it's gotta be something with the
kuirabo photo
max
poster ni da kuirabo poster ni da thiat pan hujibo dum thelim ni
Here,
make
if they
sing
want to work something out, Eve's not gonna have a good time. Vexana is alright. Aurora, Novaria could do well.
Valier,
They
okay.
just call it he has 0% win rate
is
though. Like
big city ngo mai ta bi big ni
everything, he has
si game si
not
sut
been
no
able to
ai
cover a lot of teams because of course
MPL big ni
I mean,
man
I feel
MPL
like, I feel like her range is of course a problem as well as she's a little bit too stationary. Becomes a little easy picking for of course
ting
Zohunt.
ting
So
badang
now,
masa side lane ting
you
badang
know, I gotta tell Kronos, even though the CBZO loves to say that Mobile Zane is his idol.
Hayeng liu yeng ge yeng naw em thong dagi som da lambi ma lai da na kai lambi ni khang kai lambi kau ge du khang de som na ka da mayam na chana ba lambi do tera ta han ba yab do adu gi hek mamai lai ji kan lai ben direct
Maybe you
thong ma pan da
He's the chef.
You know,
He would know it where the supply is.
poster da kitang di che pa bani ko
But,
du
you know,
dum
if you
udi
think
u
about
ban
it, you know, he can eat mobile Zanes, but you know, this time it's not mobile Zane, right? It's Serrar Moon. Can he eat Serrar Moon? That's going to be the question. Okay, let's not.
For the first time in a very long time, I actually like the draft of
nang ge u po thang lak ko theng nai ga hai ji da suraj moyang le tei khang bra am ta hang ngo moi ma pa moi papa da ai party ne basa kar ga jale suraj sago sem je khang bra William na
how aggressive he can get in the early game, and if he's able to out sustain the damage coming from Eliminator, so that will be a big
adu
thing.
oira mane du
Absolutely. And I
moyang
think
le
it's
moyang
gonna
le
be
tei
really
noi bai ma
interesting
manam dai
to
ji le
see
kat le
how Dusty
sa no pa ko mani ne du de ba da suraj si da ai ge ji lai ja
Lauren, Mathilda, even a Rafaela, he really wants because that really helps him sustain and gives him the chance.
Team find mai ta do re ngo MPL pick ni ko guys
So I'm really curious if Destiny is
City da MPL pick
going to be be waiting for Major Khan to give him the
Mane,
initiation, to give him the go signal, like come on, go in, and that's when he wants to dive in. But anyways, let's go.
ꯐꯩꯗꯣꯔꯦꯅꯦ ꯀꯦꯃꯦꯔꯥꯁꯦ ꯐꯩꯗꯣꯔꯦꯅꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯨꯏꯅ ꯐꯩꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟ ꯅꯤꯐꯨ ꯅꯤꯄꯥꯟꯃꯨꯛꯇꯤ ꯐꯩꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯐꯩꯔ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦ ꯂꯣꯠꯁꯨ ꯎꯠꯂꯦ ꯃꯥꯗꯥꯔꯥ ꯎꯠꯀꯗꯕꯗ ꯂꯣꯠꯀ ꯎꯠꯁꯟꯗꯅ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯠ ꯀꯅꯥ ꯂꯧꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯠꯁꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯂꯨ ꯇꯤꯝꯅ ꯂꯧꯒꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯔꯦꯗ ꯇꯤꯝꯅ ꯂꯧꯒꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯀꯃꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯣ ꯑꯣ ꯂꯥꯏꯛꯇ ꯅꯝꯁꯦ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯂꯥꯏꯛ ꯅꯝꯕ ꯀꯥꯎꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦꯀꯣ Guys, don't forget to like the stream. We have fast game at 10k subscribers. I will see maming asing bagay ko gi Zanras ko bane. Oof oof. No flicker.
Getting choked down to 50% of his HP, but no spells baited out. Good for him.
Damage handa. Ice. Obviously figure out. Defense handa bane. Oof. Fazay. Red team the first blood. Logre ET in the first blood.
That's how Bid likes to play the control mages, right? Controlling it right from the start and of course setting the pace. And now Faden on the receiving end of it. And like I said, once Faden loses the control, the game does slip away from the hands of Zohunt.
I got this quarter. Wait, I say Tilho ni Tilho. Koi ki Tilho gi manao do.
Of course, Eliminators having already the first blood.
Bro, red na thoi ni.
Versus Middle matchup, that was interesting because I feel like this is the first time 1-for-1 happened. You know, the
Jogi position je lum mag utta bi da lai ju bra. Koi chat chat la di pok sa doi ne ba. Lum mag lai ja. Ke cool lot pi game.
Maybe you can, you know,
Ma sida pha ga ne.
but let's see. Oh, look at that,
So the threat of Ejector is not going to be there dicey for Eliminators. Are trying to play to the win condition, which is Dusty.
Nanu party 2.0 to sala ji. Gugu hai je kai no khoi kaksin gi manao do ra. Oof. Hyper logre. Ama ju si yani. Ato. Nai the forward khato. Nangi do delay khar lai nangi stream da. Nangi forward to sala ni. Ai ga mana na ba. Ai ga mana na ba to.
Having the control and not having the jungler.
2 minute 38 seconds.
Easy turtle pickings here for Eliminators. They'll be happy with what
Bazai.
they've done.
Oh, feathered airstrike coming through. Art using the ejector.
Shield yam chawno phangine zo het.
Helping him survive right there. That is really well played.
Serar mun je nagaro na te mai tem sa ne.
Absolutely. And I
Foreigner ga man mane manao da. Photo da thumbnail da yaw ne. Thumbnail da right side da lepi manao da ne. Foreigner man mane.
Most of the time, Prime likes to go for the third item Skypiercer because he really likes winning out the lane, and for him to do that, he really wants to go in for the penetration. So maybe the Hunter Strike Malefic Roar is gonna be his main priority.
Amado kai da stream thage. Amado di kai no. Ma tha de. Ma di tha de Discord da. Discord da samna ba tane. Hato. Bazai ne tin fight phok dia. Hingre. Tamun odo noi tower thadok pi diri taw kono he masa do kitang seno. Taw ka hay no. Tower thu gai bang mo. Tower thu gai bang mo.
Come and try and save him, but meanwhile on the bot side, you can see that Art along with Fate have taken away that gold shield completely.
Sky pressure gari Tony de sana de. Sky pressure. Tony de saab je. Sana de. Yam rare oina sana ye. Nam gidore.
Art goes in, but he gets
Spadang no nap ki ban.
Fate flickers out as well, too little, too late, and Prime pays the price.
Misure.
For goal leader, Mizo-san left standing, feather airstrike. Solar Moon pays the price. He
Kan
hasn't
ben tang mai se dunan.
himself with the 0-2-3 on a
Pazai.
He's not looking like himself so far.
And if you think about it, Sarar Moon He has been playing Naruto skin heroes. He has been playing only the Naruto skin heroes. So I
Zohe
don't
to
know
yenge
how
Zohe to
they
yenge
are winning.
cameraman.
I told you. I told you, he's only played.
Yeah.
He played Lucas, Suyo, and only a Hayabusa. He hasn't playing any other jungler. He's like, I'ma just play the Naruto collab skins. Like, I'ma enjoy it. And but 023.
Mane
he's
mane
done it.
discipline
As
da sanai.
long as he gets
Turtle
the
fight it.
defend the
Tau
back
de ram moise.
it's gonna be pretty yummy for them.
Try to bu yai.
Look at that. Talking about Yumi,
Try bok tau
Yumi,
rok tre.
Seal, gonna be popped
Fam
up.
fam
It's
thua
around
ma ga ma
2
dilang ani ma.
but look at Unstoppable.
Tindure isi di ama je lang ba da na ba. Tindurak pi ge to isi di. Phajai phajai phajai. Hanjan na handong na gre. Se discipline.
You're not able to throw him. You can't eject through him
Discipline discipline.
easily. And now eliminators the
Wangang itu nixon lo wangang isi tilau ne. William. Like 500 likes guys. Let's LSM for 500 likes. Ooh, he took out Gwen. Oh, he took out retail.
Talking about skipping away.
Masa ahum lak thong re.
why it was the death start of the
Ah.
gets caught out ejector. Art gets the kill. Dusty Mizo gets caught out against Legend. He's going in with the Imperial versus Prime, trying to find space for Dusty Mizo to escape. And the eliminators, hey, just when we thought it's gonna slip.
William do commentator we hello. William na 2000 kya ki base no e.
It's real.
Fight now am tau dre sida ju mayam jaga wo ma fuda bi.
Coming block.
Unstoppable force, the combo on top of Dusty right now, but Bid is a little too deep.
Okay.
He gets caught out.
2000 kya ki base no hai di ten gi da hai ga
This Fredrin has not been working out so far.
I want to see the itemization. Like, he got the Thunderbell, right? If I'm not wrong, or is he going for...
du di na corona matam gi manaw ni ne.
He's going for tanky with, of course, that that sun. I call it sun, but I forgot the name. But yeah.
So hen ganu go.
Should have been a little bit better, but still, it's okay. He's
Improve tau
going
ye,
for a
improve tau.
little bit more defensive, but do they want to commit to Legend?
Bazai. Escape tau gre.
That's a nice play coming through from Mizo-san, but he did have the flicker. And right now, Ray, I'll agree to disagree. I don't think Thunderbolt.
Asimi zo kanggu ji ibil ji haiti na hai bani ga jale. Sis. Hu ga le bro sa thi.
And then you don't get the stacks here because you're not really doing a lot of base attacks. You're using those
Kwai maru na ai si gi som na kan gi mi zo kanggu ga je maming ma tha am khang de ngo bro.
able to clear.
Kana no am khang de kwai maru na.
Fate is having a better lane.
Ai na ming khang da bai je loi da.
Right now, but
Ai na ming khang da bai je loi da bani ga. Sis.
We need to watch out, I feel like, because I feel like he's getting detected out by Sararmon a lot of times, and he's getting forced back in a lot of awkward positions. But still, he's able to come back into
Sang
his
mga
own
mo ga
and
ta
commit to it.
uncontested
Mizo
lord
does
ta
have
de.
contribution.
Sange. Funa do re.
oh, nice flicker play coming through, and Mizo-san is able to find the kill onto Bit. Shut down finally with a feathered airstrike is there. As right now you can see the turtle, and now all hell breaks loose.
Khai gre.
Ooh. But meanwhile, Mizo-san trying to find some space. Dusty Mizo is there. As they are able to survive. Legend is the
Blue team no
only
ne khai re he. Sigi hu ki fight de.
Eliminators. Ooh, that was looking spicy indeed. And now they find another. Fate is able to use the flicker, but five flickers forward.
Nice.
He finds the kill.
Come back lại có môi mo.
Towards Fate once more.
Blue team jong này khale.
Aggression.
Zu aggressive ti oi chale.
Unstoppable force. Dusty Mizo actually bobs and weaves.
Yam yawe.
Art is not
Phobias
able to
nung
get
PS
that
ma'am.
goal on point, but eliminators are the ones throwing right now.
They definitely are, and I feel like they need to target onto Prime 300 stacks under just 9 minutes.
Kitang
It's
keno tau
actually
de
doing
fu de.
better than Fate
Basic
did
ting
in
na
this
traga
game
skill
because
tau da.
Fate had around
Chongjan ge de.
I feel like no, it's quite
Ha ne gi
similar,
phobias
very
gi
close.
man tram.
There we go. Just like
Man
he
da.
likes to go with
Reviem
roar
lak pa da gi
melody,
on grab ne pla.
roar, and it really helps him out to dish out that
Nang di
penetrating
li bu nu
damage.
pa oi le me
Like
du da.
he's gonna be
Khangam de.
coming up with the Skybracer. I do prefer the
Oh, see the
Skybracer
Skybracer sha
because
de to.
I
See
feel like
Granger.
it is much more comfortable for Prime to go for a little bit more
Spoil
damage before
lumnar le myam chong.
the
Ama chang lak pa di
Skybracer
cha ne.
gets it, the snowball is gonna
Chang
be
lak ko
there.
mi di cha ne.
Yeah, complete play coming through from Art.
Lang re.
Drop down
MM ne ma lang ai je. Si MM lang ba am hai au si ju.
Easy kill in the hands of Sararmon.
Nice fight, nice fight.
Should be able to get one, but no, Sararmon finally gets taken down, and that is a good kill. Dusty Mizo is the target, and he gets taken down indeed with a heavy crossbow coming in from Fate.
Fuzzy.
Did not do much. He doesn't have the as eliminators bounce back. 2K goal lead still maintained, but they have taken away all the
Bahubali ole phobias ole.
5 seconds.
Mana manung chang nai ga vi ni moi tim se khang la ngam da vi ni. Sup pi nek ta.
And of course now for the Lord. They'll be getting ready. Of course, enemy is also approaching. Faden still in the far lane though. Let's create that slow push up top to rotate towards the mid lane side. Legend arrives as well, trying to zone out the enemy area, trying to figure out if Demion is there, providing
ahum tàu yam ahum tàu yam
and oh
No,
nắp
Fade
khởi
pays the price. He is caught off position.
yêu theoจะไปnó lấy cho con phải về nang ada mai chen zala di
See where they are lacking indeed, because right now Mizo-san goes
hầu
the position on towards Legend. Feather airstrike.
ba kho nang gi du nó cái tăng hele bro nang gi nó cái tăng cái nó tàu mà stream đó mà ninh hân đầu này tiền second mà ninh hân đầu này ai du maximum never
Catches mid with a thunderclap as Win right now is taking down low. Legend is zoning out Prime as much as he can, and the rest of Zohunt as well. Catches him, and he will pay the price indeed. Spy Piercer stack in the hands of Prime. And you can see Feather Airstrike come through once again.
phải tàu ngay rồi cây nó phải chịu yam thính đó cam bên ngoài là cái mi đó cái phải nó tới đâu gì đâu cái gì vậy một tháng xin được rồi sẽ thấy cái này vào hồi gì phải
Because Dusty Mizo is there. Win into the back line. Catches mid with a thunderclap as Win right now taking
Phobias na moy ahum niung pan hai ji
out Prime as much as he can, and the rest of Zohunt in the hands of Prime. And you can see Feather Airstrike comes through once again. Art goes through with the ejector, but he finds himself a double. Sirar Moon and Fate left standing. He gets the trip.
Sao chỉ do đào vậy ngầm mình xì vào hai cái
Gotta give it to Win. Him taking out Bid so early on with the thunderclap gave them the moment.
sẽ tính tới chẳng có fast forward tàu haven't draw
No zoning out coming in from that RWM or Void Crystal.
And that's what I was saying, right? Yes, he does seem like a good pick, but I don't think it is
chắc tiệt normal lắm tại na ai hai cái cái đó tàu năng gì đó tiền chỉ kèn mà hơn đầu thì bao nhiêu mà nó 12 minutes of challenge
but they do have that holy shield present. Feathered airstrike to zone them away. Fate taken out below half HP. He has been quite under. From far. Prime, is he in his prime or what? Because right now he flickers forward. Wins.
cái đầu cái này rồi aggressive khối đồ lại khá pini phá ra tí phá ra combo gì crazy die ta cái gì mỗi cái irritated có mai xì nằm tiền kìa how did irritated die Granger cái shot này mà Parsa cái ulti shot ama sabo aduga burn chale Granger ulti ne man size Granger damage ku chaw di Sky Pressure bu yawe du na yan ko sidana badang e combo du yong direct target lok ne ma ta che miss badang e wa jo wa kai de lai no tai match point ni ko lei je 3-1 Lord cái fight gì ngoài bên trong tự nhiên cái Lord cái fight như theo cái máy xì nè udre cái mẹ udre tôi số máy nó ý theo hack đấy thì cái mana mo mê sao mo hatu pa
goes through, he finds the position on towards Legend. Feather airstrike baited out already. That means Art can go for the target, and that is Prime. He does have to get our heart away. Madara is up right now. Will the side of eliminators contest? Dusty Mizo's there. Win into the back line.
hard clear
As Win right now is taking down low.
Mỗi damage là anh lâu thôi
Prime as much as he can, and the rest rest of Zohunt as well. Faden catches him, and he will pay the price indeed. Sky Piercer stack in the hands of Prime. And you can see Feather Asher comes through once again. Art goes through with the ejector, but he finds himself a double. Sirar Moon and Fate left standing. He gets the triple. Give him a Maniac already, and he gets a Maniac prime time in Wardrum's northeast.
Of course, you're facing a
How's Paddy for woman? I'll pull it in.
AoE damage as well, but Irithel has more AoE burst.
Man,
That was the main
so
target.
we
They
are.
picked up the Irithel, but it just did not work out at all. I feel like
Ti chana gre mo. Fedrin play them chana gre.
perhaps a few reasons he was finding himself in a pickle. Like
Khoi manao zu du na phanam cook tor ji adre.
damage, and also after Fate was basically online getting that.
William yum de lay lay ma ga ti lay.
It was really hard for Fate to even respond back. It was that moment when the Maniac was gone into the hands of Prime. It was basically like a game over because it was like, do you think there was a chance for them to bounce back? Because I feel like
Pioneer chang pa team mai guys.
it was just none.
There was no way with a snowball grandeur like that, and that to Prime, right? I mean, a guy like Prime does
Adagi
not
amok
give away
tournament
anything.
sana je mo ju
Once
pressure
again,
de ni sanai.
that has been
Tournament
very
sana
clear
je
when
su
you think
ring
about
sana ba
all
man
the
de.
games that he's
Pressure de
played
ni.
so far. He's never
Thakat pa
given away
khot pa
leads.
nervous at pa
When he's
du
on a
game
grandeur
sana ba khara
especially,
nik pa
so
khot pa tawam de
there
ni
was
mo
no
ju
way
khara.
that Fate could have come back in that
Duni da.
situation. Even if he had a Irithel, even if he does, win out
Ado
against
akoi je
the
ha
team,
kama hai ni. Mina ania ahum na ka gre na
in terms of
confidence
execution,
handa ja bante.
they're not going to allow
Nai khat kadam ne
Fate
nai
to
khat
do that,
kadam.
and that's
Kambing
exactly
lasung
why
kadam.
after that Maniac happened, they just went all in. For that push and they were able to get there, there was no way things could have gone wrong from that point. But talking about the way eliminators played, I mean, Fate needs to do better, honestly. He needs to do a lot better.
Maybe a little bit. Perhaps he was a little confident. Oh, okay, I see you, production.
Oh,
You're playing
prediction
this-
ni si je.
It's gonna
Moi
be
customer
happening.
mang prediction jo.
It just
Oh,
was
iti de nga ta ne moi hai
horrible,
jo amani jo
I
amada.
love that though. But Fredo,
Yes,
it's
predict ka tong nai ji de.
okay, but yeah, jokes aside though, it's pretty clear that
Ai khang de. Ai di final to yeng ba ka ta ne
did
bro.
underperform, but I also feel like coming back to Thomas's point, Eve was decent but not the best option because it was pretty clear once you
Like le si di
like,
no.
nothing much they can do. There's only one.
Skun hala nam ni sala photo ja.
Void Crystal as well as the RWM really
Like a Lego.
pushed back Dusty Misa in like positions where he was not able to
Code
do
ke li sal
much,
lengo.
but it's
Ngang mo
very
sa da.
clear
Hanger de
that
ko yan ma le
after
ngo.
that,
Di hi je as like le.
Valiant
Guys, ai saw ya de ko kha.
down,
Kama hai ni
they
screen
found
this is
Valiant
game ni na trab ni na ko kitang wari je. Khatang si lepning de hai ta. Saw ya de ko guys. Adu di watch party ni. Tha da ra ge. Ngang da ra ge lai ra bani khudi. Oh, Penny, yes. Penny di yang ning bro. Penny di am ti yang ning. Penny play di is. Penny bien tong na de. Moi pai na dom. Tim Penny pai da tim nga to ma.
Instead of going for the giant, why is trying to force the giant on Art? Yes, you
Item
want
ma'am
to
je.
pick off my guy, but there are so many other ways to
Ah,
play
isko
for
size
that.
de.
Matilda just provides so
Pedrin
much
gi
for
build
the
yung
team.
Sky Guardian hem ka sajali
Still in
de.
the third pick still, or maybe
Macet
still
ang Molten
in
essence macet ang ko pai ga. Macet nga te.
I don't know, whoever's drafting for eliminators, we know, we've seen her in the chat before. I'm telling you, it's not working out so far. This one's on whoever drafted the game.
Mana sang tu ji keno male.
Because having
Freeze su male mai. Freeze sap tu sang mane si ring je.
yeah.
Score kya no? Score is 3-1.
against the Granger,
Score is 3-1.
it's not right. Yes, you go for the House Claws. Yes, you go for the Berserker's Fury. I would have liked it if it was with a gun or even the Great Dragon Spear. You get that extended range, you get that extra mobility. One of the two. Wind of Nature, that just goes to show your mindset's already in the defensive side. You're already thinking of a losing way and trying to make that comeback. Not against the Granger, who is snowballing about 80 Sky Piercer stacks. Not the way you want to
Ibil gi pro mayam phai men hodram
Hopefully
ni.
they can pick themselves up after this.
I really agree with you. I like the Wind of Nature. You actually
Haya on gra wa sek bai ra. Ai am te yin ni. Kai na ju. Haya. Lại cả le. Haya kam kan yao gi am tai ro ni. Ya vi ni. Su yu ja ya an tho gi bai wo ni ba. Sas. L production. Sana wana su yu sana le pu thro ko na haya pu thro le. Som gi di soi da bra soi de ba. Yavi ni yavi.
So I feel like this time around Fate was underperforming, and I feel like
Stream jam dai ro live thai je mane
into
mane.
a lot of
Draft
lanes.
hour ni ko
The
guys
lane
draft
did
hour
not
adam.
get
Mi
that
je
much of a breathing room as
735 ko
it
yenga
got
me.
for the hands of Zohunt, and I feel like that was the whole reason. You know, that's why I
Ho
really love
ho.
the fact that you mentioned that Zohan had a much better draft this time around, and I feel like it really puts into perspective that in those previous games that Fate had much more breathing room to farm in the goal lane and of course get into positions that he was comfort with and dish out the damage. But this
ET
time
ki
around,
jungler
ET
je
is not
Naruto
there.
skin
The
tau lai
opponent
re like
also
leo.
underperformed a little bit.
Naruto hero
What do you think?
Naruto hero ata ne ma pai hai
In
gum
the
da.
next game,
Hai gum da.
of course, in the next game, this time around, it was a little messy. You know, Masala open, nobody picked it up. Legendary's next game. What are you expecting?
My expectations would definitely be, you know, a bit better from the side of eliminators.
Ibil 5 man chu sana kan ni sana
The
handak
one
tha
who
sana kan ni
understands
bro.
them should be
Sana
able
ba
to
bu hauram.
understand the fact that these players, you know, what are they comfortable at? What do you think they are more, you know, better at doing?
Som tournament ki view ji kya lai ke. 163 lai ko. Akoi som de chatet ka yoram me ko. Lai khat le ngo. Tournament aina sin ba ta gre to ni je.
Find a draft that works for you, basically.
Complain ka torok
So,
pa do.
yeah, they have to
No
figure it out right
watch
now,
party
because
tau
if
bi
they
nu ga.
cannot, then of course Zohunt are on match point. Then when you're playing against an enemy who is at match point, it becomes really difficult because the pressure.
Ama ka ba da loye ko.
Eliminators have to deal with it.
Absolutely, and you know, Legend we're
Watch
getting
over
straight
man.
into the game number 5 between Eliminators and Zohan in grand finals, and the draft is.
Ama ka ba da loye ko ama se.
Of course, this
Moi
is
Zohan na ma ka de
match
loye.
pointer.
The ET come
This
back
is
lak
the
pa ya
most
rings.
important time, but at the same time, it's pretty proven that Eliminators,
Best lineup with
even in
you.
immense moments,
Of course,
when their
evil bro.
confidence feels like it might be shaken, they can bounce back, and I feel like this is the moment that they can shine. Previous game, it did not work out, but I feel like in this game around, they can. They need to repeat what they did on the first 3 games. Have the better draft, and of course,
Stream de Apex Stadium ka hongna tu mini yeng bani.
3-2.
Mi lo yeng bani bro ai ge stream je moi. Tu min nei jawe wa na yeng bani khoi manao ke.
If not,
Ai ngona nung thom ma gang gu ga ju lo yeng bani.
they need to make sure no mistakes this time around. But let's see. Finally, they're paying
Global
respect
tala
to
roi
this
dro.
matchup.
Global tala kani. Huji global ki mi ka na tale.
Yeah, but, you know, a stable target, stationary target.
Kimi ta de ne he.
Of course,
Kimi
the
di ta
last
de ne
game, the
global.
Eve easily bursted down even before.
Iri ET ne kai no ET masa ben tawre. Yes, to thoko masa moi masa play do. Post time moi ge. Lak thoko da. Comfort pick kaji lak thoko da ne me.
Of course, they lost that fight.
Asi respect ben jai ne ko.
I don't like this Masha ban. Just opens up.
Kai gi tourney oi do na si se Northeast Underdog
on a negative
tournament hai bragram hai. Adu gi final de ko si ja. ET versus Zohan.
necessary at this point.
Best of 7 hoi.
Zohan ban over
Samna hai ba da
Hayabusa.
Northeast Underdog sab.
Probably gonna go for either a Herod.
R je kai lak thoi no under ye you know they lak thoi ni R.
Ranger. Zushin being banned out. Kalea is left open, so Kalea being picked up by.
Maram so elite.
They're looking to play
Eh,
for a pick
Kalea ne si di.
like, so thank goodness now we don't have to see another jawhead.
Kalea first pick lokot kre.
Although Jawhead's not
Asom
a
na kan de
bad
ju
pick,
pack tu jala.
it doesn't work all the
Kalea
time.
je badang na di kong to to.
Pick it up as a third pick here. Eliminators can still slot this Kalea on the EX lane. So
Yeah.
just go for whatever you're comfortable
Sida
with.
por ET lo ho sida por moi
They
po
have
din.
the Alpha, they have the Granger, they have the Lucas, they have Gato, they have Hylos, they have a plethora to choose from. You know, Sicilian's good right now. Just go for the Sicilian and the Granger. You don't have to
Lak
worry
la.
about anything else.
Manipur gi team yaw bro si je.
Okay, the
Brother Prabinda so na kan gi
win has been actually
eliminator
fantastic.
sai je Manipur gi team ne.
Loves the Phobius
Adagi
to
Zohan
fight
hai
it.
je
He
Mizoram
has
gi team
been
ne.
itching like this, like give me the Phobius. They finally got to it.
Tourney
This
thok pa da
was an
pan
instant
kyang
block
chang
from
ni
his
bro.
end.
Tourney thok da
I
pan chang
understand
ko
it, but
play te
yeah,
hujik
you
te
were
tourney lo
correct,
free
like,
de yaw yar
Sicilian
mani da
would
bro.
have been much better, but still, this Kalia couldn't still be pushing the HP, but I feel like considering how hard really love to kick off, he might just
Ai gi si su moina live thabi mo si je watch party to bi yo hai ne moina si je aina ai di game sa la yaram ne. Moina to bi yo ha to ni si bo. Sponsor to ni si su moina.
But maybe okay, they're gonna go
Watch party ne na to re.
and
Views in the moi de ai ne ne hi le re.
Sicilian into the hands of Bid. So this time around it's gonna be interesting. Bid is no longer stationary. He's
Hai ka
gonna
de
be
ne mo
having
sta wi ne
much
to bi
better
yo ni
time
ya
around
ni ya
against-
ni.
If there's Win trying to flicker in, take him down, and of course force him into.
คนอันนี้ก็ลงจะน่าฮักกูต่อสิมาย้ายเกมนี้ฉันก็ให้ได้กูดูดิกากนี่ก็
What do you think? They're gonna go for Fredrin immediately, or they're gonna wait?
I mean, they should not go Fredrin, honestly. They should not go Fredrin here.
Okay.
Sicilian and Phobia. I mean,
hard.
Fredrin there. And now you're left with a Sicilian on the other side who's just free hitting on you, and there is nothing that you can do about it. So I don't like the Fredrin right now for Zohunt. I would expect something
Kino
else.
pukat kaya mo yung Valor.
That's much better actually.
Much better or a little bit tough because Valir recently he got a little bit adjusted by his ultimate. I think I'm not really sure. I haven't played Valir against a Kalia yet, but still. Valir will be able to dish out a lot of HP based damage to, of course, Kalia and Gatot.
Fadi Thiet pa na yamdre. Yes, Fadi Thiet pa na yamdre view.
Sicilian has much better range, and once he comes online, he's going to be dishing out more damage. And Sorar Moon still has the hero, so he has to ban out the Lucas. I feel like it's most likely.
Moscow so like Moscow so like to. Moi kai no ban to Zoe.
But Hayabusa spend out. So what are your options? I feel like it's just going to be a Lucas. If not, because I don't think Suyo would be good in this game. What do you think, Ron?
Is Fredo stream the light di. LOL cái tôi gì. Fredo jo sắc cho. Is. Mà gì sắc to. Fredo ya gì. Cái mà gì có. Nông ly cái tàu nè. Is. Ai comment tao nông ly cái tàu nè. Ya mà đây Fredo. Comment cái làm gì. Is nuôi jo. Is. Comment cái tôi sẽ làm nông sẽ làm gì.
It's the only kind of jungler left. What are you gonna go for? Alpha?
Sí, no es.
Suyo has the only form of
Yeah, Vini.
immune to try and get away from both Fate as well as Art. So, or rather, Gacha as well as Kalea. Over here. Suyo is good. It's not bad. I wouldn't say that it's bad.
Focus on your casting, bro.
Mr. Bolty.
Focus on your casting.
See this.
Clean pick.
The whole, the cap and everything. Oh. Talking about magic damage weakness of Suyo. I feel like Eliminators took it very late.
Come in, take a yaw leh, go Fredo.
You wanna get there we go. Sararmon, it's also one of his signature picks, the Julian, and
Lito ko lang.
Suyo's gonna be definitely
Tick play.
Since he doesn't have the magic reduction anymore in his passive, just Gatot.
Tick play ni ko to dije tick play.
Julian as well, he's gonna be facing a lot of damage that he needs.
Tick ki setup yang je tick.
And the don't even get me started. Blend. It's gonna be an interesting one. This time around, I feel like Fate, just by drop wise, has much better timing.
Yes,
and much more comfort. Not just laning phase, but I feel
Live ta Fredo yaw leh me tu ne.
What do you think, Fredo?
Ai ka lak ni. Casting tao ai on my phone na to ba yi.
I think it's going to be really interesting to see if this Julian works out or not.
Zoom ga to san dai ju ha mi se nungai han bi ne ba.
This kind of
Maya ji yeng nungai han bi ne ba ino mu.
there's going to be the Valir and the Granger poking you every single time. So
Kai lam macha
I
no.
don't know if it will work or not.
Chrono se ko India macha ni da.
The ones in their head.
Kai lam no di khang de mas.
Heads of Eliminators, let me tell you that. They already got in there and
Kanano. Fredo hai kanano. Fredo odi huji caster do ne.
the Eliminators have a good draft.
Koi caster do.
By any means, it does wonders. They have the extended range, they have the poke, they have the kickoff, they have a single target burst. They have everything that needs to be.
Ado koi brother.
Yeah, I
Fredo
think
ge
it's going to
four
be
hits
really
di
interesting
da.
to see if this Julian works out or not.
Ya dre ji
With this kind of
push back tau gre ji mai four hits di da. Ya dre.
Game number 1, the comeback, and now they won one game. And
How do se thola ni se.
previous one, so the confidence of Zohunt is high. They're looking to end this right here.
Fredo ji kai lam macha na mai tem cha ni bro mai tem cha ni Tripura da lai ba. Khoi ma naw ge ni da.
One hand.
Akoi ji zum dil le li ba da ne.
And we'll soon see their spells as well as we head on. Both have decent draws, but it's, just like you mentioned, comebacks after comeback. Zohunt is
Ado guys keno tau ji hai ro song lai kha ji hai ro song lai kha la di moi gi ma khon ki ka game song ya loi la ka doi ne.
instead they're
Song like a Jairo, guys.
into the driving seat almost for basically
Nei kha lo ai na
taking
CD chap cha ba
as
ma la in
now
khom ba.
we go into the match point, the possible match
Area pu thok pa ya ne leng into bread.
is not bad.
Jeez.
There we go.
We go indeed, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages, into the what could be possible final game of the night. Yes, you heard that. Zohunt are at match point in this grand final for the Northeast Underdog Tournament. 1,000 rupees up for grabs.
စီꯆꯥꯡꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯑꯣꯀꯦ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯁꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ Game 5 guys Game 5 The scoreboard is 3-1 Zohunt 3 ET1 ꯐꯩꯗꯣꯔꯦ ꯐꯩꯗꯣꯔꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯨꯏꯅ ꯐꯩꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯃꯁꯦ ꯕꯐꯀ ꯐꯨꯕꯤꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯅꯒ ꯄꯣꯛ ꯆꯥꯁꯜꯂꯦ ꯕꯥꯂꯦꯔꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯛ ꯆꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯃꯁꯦ ꯂꯦꯟ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯆꯪꯉꯒ ꯀꯩꯝ ꯐꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯥ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ
Is this a deja vu of number 3 where Zohunt was leading the early game and Eliminators immediately came back?
What I like right
ꯇꯧꯗꯦ ꯂꯤꯊꯣ ꯇꯧꯅꯗꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯑꯣ ꯑꯁꯣꯝꯒꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯃꯆꯥꯁꯦ ꯂꯧꯕ ꯆꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯇꯣꯞ ꯁꯥꯏꯗꯀꯤ ꯐꯥꯏꯠ ꯌꯦꯡꯒꯦ ꯌꯦꯁ ꯐ꯭ꯂꯤꯀꯔ ꯐꯣꯔꯁ ꯇꯧ ꯍꯥꯠꯄꯕꯨ ꯌꯥꯔꯦ ꯅꯥꯏꯁ ꯋꯥꯟ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯏꯗ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯀꯟꯐꯥꯏꯟ ꯇꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯇꯦꯡꯀ ꯃꯦꯁꯀ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯀꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤꯖ ꯇꯧꯕꯅ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯃꯔꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯦ ꯋꯥꯈꯟꯗ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯂꯩꯒꯦ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯠ 118 ꯂꯩ 119 1 minute 19 seconds
Completely?
132 ꯌꯧꯔꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯆꯥꯅꯍꯜꯂꯣ
Yeah, it's a really nice one. I want to get it, but man, I don't have it. Someone sponsored by the jokes aside, the 1-0, first blood, and it was Fade. I feel like Fade is always
first blood. The blue team, the low grade first blood,
having much more better poking game than him. It's until he gets a few more stacks, it's gonna be. Oh, do they want to commit? No.
It's brawl tore. Nan thokre. He ho de no kap yawe. Do ma ji LTD yawe de ma ji do. Injangre. Fight some main. Retreat battle.
Retribution on point from Mizo. That is Dusty indeed. He gets that Sarar move. He gets that kill, and now ET will have to disperse.
Fazay fight mid to pay yeng wa nungai re.
Win onto the Phobius, definitely showing why it's one of his favorite picks for him.
Yep, of course. That's why he wants to lock in, right? Lock in the Phobius, lock in the game. And with that, of course, able to provide the zoning and
Mataki fight see clean nga mamal.
That's what I always say. With the Phobius,
Granzer nga madi ay do. Granzer amtang sire da. Clean ki khutta. Block omjal lag.
looking really good here. That poke.
Akogi Sakura level 4 ka da level 4 ka gre. Fight now am tawge hai ni. Supizdi. Kale age alti khangdro na. Mi keno to pharaga langkhatlaga thadaragoda. Tigril do solo alti ga to ididi. Pulap sanga hat kre. Pazai.
Talking about heads, do we have any pink head hero? Like not skins, like do we have any pink head hero? Who?
Sky pressure chagre ne first item.
Sakura, right?
Spin bro, like talk about do they want to go?
Phagre.
Look at that.
Oh, you can see the tsunami slam. WrestleMania is already over, but it looks like they're trying to wrestle once again.
Mel tawre. Hip kre.
0-1 for this Suyo. A Suyo snowball is hard to come back from. So hopefully Eliminators have their plan set because they have late game. This is what they're playing for.
Mi manga ne roam chalise. Pun roaming chalise.
The Sakura slam was useless, you might say. But jokes aside, the turret's gonna be coming up. Why did we not get a custom turret? It would have been pretty nice if it was a different turret. Yeah, okay, Suyu is pretty far away, but I think they're just gonna be stalling it.
Sida fight na to rani ko.
I feel like Julian could have mentioned
Kale age alti yawde Tigril flicker alti yawe. Tigril gi flicker alti amdi yawe ko. Moji kan. Nice. Pazai. Retreat tawre ET ju retreat tawre. Pazai. Phobius is manung na nai re Phobius na. Halo faraga hatu. Fazay. Sky Pacer. Fazay ne fazay. Nice one, nice one. Battery fazay. Huzi ki Tiger ki ulti de Clean se uhodre. Clean ki kill kya na? Kill ani ma stake tara orang mane de. Magi ahamba kill the Sky Pacer charging ai de. Huzi kill la malaro mina. Assist te ka de. Assist te ka de. Only kill.
I feel like maybe rest of the members
Bill jenge. Okay, better hana pai ba.
He's so confident that he went first. Oh, you didn't want to commit? No.
Keyboard ta ge Tiger de.
He knows that.
Tiger de Natalia hum mari sup kre. Tawre.
Yep, definitely blunders.
Adu hai ya punte mathang gi set ta di kamai khang ni phajana tarok pu je.
Both the sides, you know, of course. Zohunt slightly lead, but it's very easy.
Makha fazai de. Nice. Makha ge ngang ne mathak yaw ei jo nai bi ni.
I just realized that, okay, some poke, it's gonna be fine. I just realized one of the fourth mages, which is the Nana, has and so does Selena. How do you not remember that, Fredo? Come on, but yeah, mid lane, we see a lot of HP being traded off, and few recalls here and there. But next,
Khoi ka le flicker yaw de ko handak ti ma ting na tab ma lang biro. Ting na tab ma.
Previous one was taken down by Eliminator, first one by Zohunt. This one gives out the most HP and goal, and
Heal the tower ni. Kin de thin ba do. Phag re. Fazai. Ne ma phai. Steam phai cha mai cha le u dre he am ta. Thang jang re. Tàu bí sa thi bí ni yak lau ba ku India gi thak ya la lai ba team mani ni ko
Oh, Prime? No, Bazooka.
Not yet.
Of course, I would love if you call it Sakura.
Huzigi Tiger the Apex at last flash big line. Oh, mana am du tau bane ma du. Nice retreat. Ama si daw yang po dune ba su use jo. Ado manao si di keno ga pai di. Naruto ga pai di. Mayam paina bit leite magun yaw de ga habi mong ni mai. Sasuke pai de je. Miyam paina re ga habi mong. Satu tower is langre phobias langre mayam changa ga pa taw re. Tum de ra. Tung le. Tiger maning de set lai. Follow up na kana. Chung zale. Tau ini. AOG ga hai na je ko jo Avatar of Garden ka hai jo ko jo. Hero mayam si ulti maming oi hai je du. Tau ri khuni gi. Kasai reverse polarity. Reverse polarity ko ni phagi tau ni implosion phase nice. Implosion ko ni dai ga team mi adu di khange IP go samjal la je
Some other mage, you know, like a burst mage,
You're an IP to
like
send
a
that.
fail or
Yeah.
something. Damn, that would have been so good. But with the Valir, you don't get that. You don't get that with Gara. Gara doesn't burst.
keno gi ulti de kalia gi ulti maming sina tsunami slam hai ne ba adri TS hai je TS tau ni yeng si art ki TS to yeng si haure subkre sanguine glow subkre manga ni ko lord me ani na TS tau no flicker yaw IP tau no flicker yaw zala ma je ama je IP tau no flicker yaw de si sti wa zai ngo tu si thada ro ma kha chat kre ya na athau honu fam chat kre tung ma thanda ka changjan da na ma kal la bane na song re IP su tau re TS su tau re
out of the battle.
Yum hungry, yum hungry. Lord, log yum hungry.
Eliminators will be looking to push their way.
IP tau ki dema. IP se ma tau rani ke no Lord ki
In the mid lane
Lord ak pa.
already. And into the bot side, though, they need to take care of the wave management. They do not want to waste this Lord away with the lead that they have right now. So, might as well take care of the lanes.
Hoine hoine mi su da di sup ta ba mi da ne ba.
Turrets
Wa wa ka
away
dai.
at least with this Lord. But look at that. Stacks. Oh my god. 44 already. And this time, Fate, I mean, of course, like Ray just said, they got into the minds of eliminators.
Matu
but
sti sang ba ne
they
he
had some
Rens.
other
Sky
plans.
Pacer ka pai ga di ko.
The
Yorak pa ne ba dum.
Yep. He
Bro ani se Manipur team yaw. Ani se brother hero je
seems like Sky
song gi blue team je Manipur team ni. Ada red team je na Mizoram ki team ni.
he's going to Sky pierce his way.
TS tau gre. AOZ jo jang gre. Zai. Sup kre ji IP ku ba ja de. Kana na ngam na moi je. Sky Pacer ma thau tau re. Link ki. Ma ki dre. Madara jo pai sang gre. New subscriber, but lucky welcome to the stream.
I can't do it. Bolty is much better. Bolty, do teach me later on. But okay, the Simizo finally gets the Malefic Roar, but until and unless there is, I mean, Mizushan has been, like, except for that first blunder that he did under a turtle fight, after that he has been trying to get at least 2 or 3 people into his implosion, but until they can get Fate on one CC and take him down, I feel like the
Suyu
chances
ki
of
position
Fate
ji kai na mai
coming
ka
back,
din
it's
ka
way
le.
less. 12 minutes in, 5 minute stacks.
DC link tharo. DC link to ko evil gi du lao.
Can bounce back, but the question is Daisy
AOZ tau gre chang gre.
Oh, they get there.
AOZ guys. Akoi ju si caster gang gu ja ma jale ngo. Hai rồi ji ulti hai ji. Chat kre manao ji chat kre. Ivani no je Fredo go ri ga ne ba ha.
Down the mid lane, he goes through as well. He's trying to get the knock up onto Faden and win. Simon Fox catches Dusty. He's a win goes through with the Infernal Pursuit, and now they get the kill.
Nice.
As Fate is godlike, Art takes the pricing lead. It's a 2-for-1 trade after Mizo-san went down early, and now Faden looking to dish out the damage from afar, along with Prime, but they just don't have it right now. Eliminators are slowly looking to make that comeback possible.
Wishing lantern. Item manau bane. Wishing lantern na item manau bane.
He is full build.
This is exactly what happened in the last game.
Sao
in
sao
the hands
kana
of
bane am.
Prime, right?
Clean ki item ji di
He's
phajare he.
now Fate
Ma la kitang
is
theng ma
on
mi du
his
sian.
We don't really talk much about big snowball happening in this match. Fate is proving something.
Ama je chat ra.
Look at the burn.
Sup kre. Athan da ni bungo athan da ni lai do da. Clicker ke no go tau da IP ki to sandan. Phajai. Ko manao ET ge ji tau khal ai go game je. Akoi live so mi kya yeng ye guys. How many people watching right now? 759 people watching guys. Welcome to the stream. This is the final.
Pretty hard to stop you, but if you don't have it,
Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Right now, your head is against a wall. Right now, you have to bite the bullet because you cannot really defend. Look at the burst that's coming in. Oh my god!
Sathi huge damage. 12 kills ne 12 kills ne. Tsunami slam je kana ra tau dei no. Who will tsunami slam him? Tau re. MM Granger. Yadre he adudi. Ye yai he. Phajai. Lushan babu yan. Is woo. Nice comeback. Phajai. Ini ko khapa yadi. Kare hai kan khap ka da record. Ato mo. Phajai. Nice comeback. Phajai. Score ji hoji keno lai record da. Score ji 3-2.
4 eliminators, of course.
3-2 lay. Zohunt 3.
As well. So of course,
ET2
not ended on a game number 5 to push it into game number 6, and Zone still on the match point, but Eliminators
Pazai,
is
pazai.
on
GG
the
guys,
grab
GG in the chat. GG in the chat.
immediately. Well, of course, the Clint being the surprise pick, of course, Bolt is pretty happy about
Changzala
it,
balap
and
onzan bini.
so is Eliminators.
Outplay the na le
But to
fazai
be
fazai
honest,
fazai.
like,
3-2 le
I feel
3-2.
like the
Battery
Suyo,
solution bi da bi battery tat bi da
first
bi
we need
battery
to
tat bi da
honestly
bi
really
lai.
has not, it's not that he performed bad, it was of course he
Sa si la
did his
sana de
absolute
ida
best
headphone
3-0
lok thok
into
to
an early phase right
splitter
now
lai
to
tam.
set
Battery
much
yam thi yaw ri
best
game
point
game
to
sana
was
da bai
really
oi
good,
le
but
me.
it's pretty
Na
clear
game sana de
that
battery.
he needs
Oi oi
someone
adu di
who
ya
can
ni
take
ani
that
ani guys kan wa battery ge
still
awa ba
not
lai te
has
ko.
played at all, right? The implosion were in a lot of the moments, right, except for that first time. A lot
Game
of the
7
moments
bo
it
a
was
loi
pretty
du bo.
perfect, but
Tha ju ya re
Valir
shi.
was
Game mobile sana
like,
jam sat chani ne
was-
battery ja.
I feel like they needed
Khang
something
khang de.
else. So many times I feel like if they had some form of burst,
Oh, acha
they
acha
could have done
reverse
something
sweep
about
tor
it.
kani.
If
Oh
they
yes,
had
tor ko
confidence,
yai.
and I feel
Thaja
like
ba
they
lai.
could have just committed to the Sicilian
Tor di phai.
themselves. Like, why not just commit to the Granger
Koi di watch party tong
Sicilian?
tong na ti
I
na
know,
BS oi
like,
thok pi ni
Wayne
wa.
really loves to play that Phobius, but what can a lonely Phobius do? He was
Ti
getting
oi thok pi.
down in split
Koi
second.
di
No,
koi
he
lam
got
gi mi
panel
support ta oi
stabbed
sini koi hai
so
ning
many
is.
times. Like, he entered the team fight and he did not even get the chance to make one jump. He was gone mid-air, like cool like that.
Jungler solo thadoga group ta mari chat pa yes adu do minute manga ge matung da tawga minute manga ge matung da di lane clear taw ba jungler na clear taw yare adi thado exp do like kai koi ba yare minute manga matung ray on fire hai.
They made the mistake that Eliminators did, playing in a little bit of a less range. When you pick up the Granger, you need more range. Even the Farsa would have worked out, honestly.
Pajai Bobby ora minus challe nang gi do di kai.
Well, I don't really know how to say this, but of course, Eliminators, right, their draft, Valir did not have enough damage actually. But other than that, what went wrong, I feel like was,
GG.
of course, in the goal lane this time,
Adi loiram ni na Fredo do mai on jalla jina.
outpoke actually the Granger. It was forcing, the Granger.
Loiram ni na Fredo do mai on jalla ja.
Reason why, the Granger did not really work out because in the previous game, what happened?
Zoom tau jara.
Of course, the
Is
range is
ngange
really
ma.
there. You can actually, kite away from the bullets of the
Is
Granger. But
Manipuri da haije bro Manipuri da. Ai gi
the
stream ji yenga ga di Manipuri da
double
hairo.
shot is hitting you every single time, and that's the reason why.
Khang de tabi de
Granger was out
adi
of
ta de
position.
ta
Actually
de.
was trying to gain advantage. Prime was trying to gain advantage. That first blood that happened, he was trying to gain advantage.
Price pool se kya na
There was
price
double
pool
duel
se
in the game. He keeps hitting
50K.
you with the double shots, and
50k.
that's the reason why, of course, that was just the downfall of it all. I mean,
Ai gi
that's
stream
what
ji
it
yenga di
started
Manipuri
against.
ngang amtang word amtang word jo.
Yeah,
Ai gi stream ji yenga Manipuri ngang amtang.
I feel like definitely that Clint was one of the playmaker. I mean, just like we discussed, right? Fate did not let Zohunt get into their hands, and he played a very confident pick. Even his build was extremely confident. He only had, of course,
Manao
one
je tai ja.
recipe item, and he immediately built up the Sky Piercer. So
Mai tai ra se
he was
mane.
confident and he really delivered it. And a lot of the times I feel like he was
No
not
way.
able to commit, but of
No
course,
mai ka sa lai je ma ko da.
Lane was
Ya
definitely
bi
a mistake. It's a good pick. Valir is no way in a bad pick. I love playing Valir as well, but I feel like they needed something.
How is it?
Poking, but they needed range. They needed someone that could zone out. Clint
Yapping the
forcibly
mashallah
back, so he doesn't get the position to dish out so much nasty damage, because Tigreal and Phobius, they're the frontliners. They're getting disappeared. What is the marksman supposed to do?
Ngang ga do ni ma ti ngang ga da word amtang word ju ko.
And
Kya ta ju hai ga da.
They
No, but in this game it just didn't work.
Thao
Like,
tai
it
de
was
ma
still
gi
with
si rai
the
ju thao.
Lancer, I mean, it was a good jungler, but it wasn't the best. And it just feels like
yeah.
Zohunt's draft hasn't been good.
Lang
Except for that one game where they pulled up with that Farsa. If I'm
ma
not
sao je. Khang de da ma sao je.
one game, there hasn't been a good draft.
Yang ta je de yang ta je de.
So that-
Fredo zoom okay.
And again, let's not forget, they're playing for the mistakes of eliminators. I'm saying this time and again because 4 games they were playing for the mistakes. They won 2 and eliminators took the 2, right? The only one game where they played really well to their own pace and their own draft was the one that they won clean.
Yeah. Loi
Because it was prime time.
mai 4 HD mo direct ai na ngang ngai da bazita pa mu
I'm
man.
not really sure.
Look at that, just like you mentioned, Kronos. The winter
Building ge. I see this way bad.
Wintercon gonna be there, and he's just gonna be standing with the.
Hꯟꯗꯛꯇꯤ ꯍꯦꯔꯣ ꯁꯣꯏꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯃꯣꯏ
Not gonna be able
ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ
to
ꯍꯌꯥꯕꯨ ꯁꯥꯒ
get
ꯎꯁꯟꯗꯅ
caught off at all.
ꯂꯤꯟꯁꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣ ꯕꯨꯠ ꯑꯌꯥꯡꯕꯤꯒ ꯇꯣꯡꯉꯤ
Kalia going for full tanky build.
KDAꯁꯤ ꯐꯖꯔꯦ ꯃꯅꯥꯎꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯤꯗ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ KDA ꯐꯪꯕ ꯒꯥꯏꯁꯤꯗꯤ
And I feel like with immortality, did not even get popped off.
ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯤꯗ ꯑꯁꯤ
Survived
KDA
that
ꯁꯤ
one
ꯌꯧꯅꯗꯦꯕ ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯤꯗꯗꯤ
HP. Classic
ꯃꯤ
build
ꯄꯥꯛ
on the other
ꯍꯥꯠꯅꯗꯕꯅꯤꯅꯀꯣ
hand.
ꯑꯁꯤ yaaba
I just
chingesi.
feel like Fate, not Fate, Time was trying his absolute best. He had good stacks. He also has a Blade of Despair as well. One of the most expensive items of the game. So he was basically catching up to Clint as fast as he could. But what can he... Like, he was dishing out the damage, but the frontliners as well as the pickoff was so great from the hands of not just Art as well
Moina
as...
loi lawe. Turtle su ahum lawe moina lord su ama lawe.
AOG.
Moi loi lawe.
Like, a lot of the times it was
Namjan ngire daga.
Zohunt in so many positions where because of the AOG they were not able to dish out the damage, and Win and Mizo-san they got separated from their
Moi
team.
tanker se tawi da. Moi gi sigi art hai manau je.
You know, the damage
Play
was
je man loi
very,
set
very
tawe man.
quickly in the back end, and they were in the
Magi
front end
engage,
fighting
magi
for their
engage,
lives.
magi vision,
Thanos
magi
took
yet
away
pagi sang.
quite a nasty damage
Manau je
that
pan
came
tawi.
in from the Clint with that 80 stack Skypiercer.
Oh, tiang amo we bagi mes ka samina di dia di ga have to de manau se.
Yeah.
Magi tungan ba. Yeah. Bro William no ama je mane. Nang ga wai sai je akhoi William tilho.
Yeah, I mean, see,
Koi bu gi
the
tilho.
way Ray explains things, right? I mean, that's a coach kind of material kind of explanation, right? I'm just
Thozao ga jale.
No, I think
So, yeah.
you look deep, brother.
First to turtle jo han lo bune haira. Moi gi like khatle de di. Zohunt first to
He was dishing out the damage, but
no timing je kaya no game duration je 14:22 te yeng ko game duration de han ho yeng maning halaga 14:22 chumme simadi chumme ado magi first ki je yeng first turtle je kana lo yeng
he eliminated. Immediate response.
Yep, of course. That
ni sina mom sapane
Is there, but Mizo-san goes over the Sacred Hammer, gets two. Cyclone Claws comes into the fray. Infernal Pursuit is that AOG connecting. They catch two indeed. Mizo-san as well as Win. They go through.
oh first turtle ki no lo is di Zohunt took first turtle entry to lo we
We're separated.
ado sida ne yong ne napo sidi napo guys I ga chan ba do
Their draft has been
asidi
excellent.
nappa ya re
They
ga
missed out a few times with few mistakes, and Zohunt was able to take it. But right now they are looking strong as ever. Fate, especially after that underwhelming performance into that game on the Airtel.
like ai ku pham ba gang ma jal le yong khoi jo
In his
kino tau hai wa swati tau hai ga phamin na re mi chatet ma je pula phamal le hoi na jo
See what this game entails so far. The draft has been pretty.
Fredo in chat, guys.
With
Yes.
Masha, the Moscow,
Why
of
zoom,
course,
Fredo?
the Zeus
Sis.
as well as the Matilda. Matilda is not going to be playing.
Smiley im taro na smiley im ta
She was okay.
one smiley
Questionable, honestly, but let's see.
smiley im dang tau ko dia zoom su tau
I think
ra
it's definitely going to be the Kalia band. So Zohunt is pretty hesitant
Zohunt se kai lam no Zohunt se Mizoram squad ni
because
ET is na Manipur ki squad
this team hasn't played the Lucas.
huji best of 7 ni lai je score je
I think
3-2 ni 3-2 sida Zohunt na ma ka ga de moina ka do
I
ni
feel like
not
it's
ado ET je comeback lak pang ngong
Liverpool
ring
comfort.
Liverpool, man. I've seen Dusty play a lot of times. The Lucas. But the thing is with the Lucas,
Suzumi ho ba da Suzumi ho gi Suzumi ho squad to ne ado ma di yaw de
yeah,
Kalia oh Zohunt nong pai gre Kalia
coordinators,
to
but
Kalia
yeah,
first pick
that's
tau
the
gre
kind of hero it is. It does not work against certain drafts.
True, agreed. But they give away the Kalia though. Gonna be good because it's gonna be Mizo-san.
Qua talab-
one of his specialty.
kwa talab cha sal laga ke na to is moi gi hero pai gre sidi moi gi hero pai gre ko harit ke ga pai kha khre moi
Just pick it up
moi gi
already.
comfort pick ne si myam je
Or go for the Suyo.
I think they wanna go. for-
Zohunt ma ka yes Zohunt ma ka ri game moi ni guys Zohunt ma ka game ni
Otherwise, you'll get into
Purify pa na
a
best
lot of
counter
with the Granger.
Okay.
You can,
e
try
koi
to
dam sa
see
la e
if
dam za mayam da hai ne mi chat he he dam za
Hayabusa
hai am ta hai
is
je myam
not sure if Dusty plays the Hayabusa, but the Joy-
He played one.
I just said that go for the Joy.
Come on, Dusty. I know you're listening.
betting yo da wen to na ma bet tong na we were in this
Oh.
Over. This is over. folks. Close your screen.
It's over.
Let's move on to the next game already. The
Zo
chip comes through.
over.
Chip, Granger, Badang, the Wombo combo is alive. They have the range. It all comes down to if Harith can lane better than the Granger, of course. That's literally the win condition so far in the first phase. And
Zoom Fredo bro. No.
reveal who's the EX lane.
Mercy.
Both are single target, so they're probably gonna go with someone who has AoE in the mid lane. So take out the Vexana would be absolutely amazing. But they take out
Chip.
Brethren
Chip play tawgre.
taking out
Chip Badang. Badang si kaino. Badang silent oy ni EXP Badang ni ko. Zohet.
have to pick up the
Zohet tank EXP Kalia. Moi engager je post apa engager flat 9 ngata ne.
Committed to Jawhead.
Initiator faza painer gre mo.
It's not much of a big deal. I feel like it's gonna be a mistake for them. It might just make it a score 3-3 because I really agree with the Kronos. I feel like Jawhead was just not it. I mean,
unnecessary. I think you're just taking it because you don't want to eliminate.
India top se huji kana re ki huji kan si ani je ka ba dona India ki top boy den si ani si gi match ka ba mi dona.
Was just right there. I don't know why they didn't go for it. Even better, they get that Alpha now. Alpha with the chip. I would have liked the Suyo, to be honest. Alpha Suyo chip combo is absolutely lethal, but they went for the Alpha right now. Suyo, Granger.
Nothing te 3-0 na te.
They have the range.
3-1 te.
Nah, bro. You gotta pick up what? They need a jungler as well as a mid laner.
Zoom re.
See, it's gotta be something like the Vexana. Don't tell me you're gonna go Carmilla in the jungle.
Sis.
he was right. I was thinking.
Mai maning da yali phati di.
They go Vexana. They
I
have
stream
to
tha
go
si phati sisna kana na haji ne 100%.
snowball out of
Kimi da.
We'll have to.
Wakan khalo haira ma ji da. Kok ta ga khudom mi gi thil laga sis.
Honestly, you don't want to go for Sicilian, fine. You don't. But fine. Like, you could have just went in for Valiant. Yeah, like you could pick up the Farsa.
Hadak ti team fight se khara nai de mali.
Comfort.
Marsa is good, Yeet is good, Aurora is really good, Novaria is also even good. There's a lot. Lu Yi's banned out, but there's a lot.
Jo he chin teng sana ni na Kalia jina EXP san doi ba.
That is just perfect.
Nasty.
Nice.
Honestly,
Now we have a game. Finally.
even I feel bad.
Kai na ama je mamai ga je bang sa ga lak pra kai no mamai ga pai si di.
Like it's
Sis. Bang ga si. Bless ka tawe masa je bless ka tawe.
it's so over. It's
Aina som da mo je zoom tawe je moi khang ma ma le ko. Moi to ni je mi kya no yengi jam ti yengi ko.
classic combo of bear.
Mi 279 muk ti yengi. Akoi sina kya na yengi ja.
It's gonna be really nasty because I feel like Zohunt does not have the proper.
Akoi jin sa truk hen yengi. Bak ni ko guys. Bak sat pa ma le.
Even like wide Jawhead against the Badang, it's just gonna get nullified immediately. You're not gonna do anything against it. If anything, you're gonna
Sis.
twisted.
Direct fight tawdoi si.
There's not enough range either.
ABM yaudro ABM do le horam mani manao ga ben ju cha bane moi da torni me am torni sana be yadra me moi
Saiyan or whatever, like the language for the lineage.
ABM ben ja gram torni bok sana yadra me moi
That's the only possible. I don't see it.
hore se draft kana da hore se
Too, but this time around, honestly, even I feel like too much of a strong draft against what Zohunt has pulled up.
bro gi khatang si di hai nungai khalak pi ni pot se
Damn.
manipuri ngak tani ko ngang dei je noi gi mai di chinao ma palam gi chinao yaw ju pai le te moi yeng man ta na moi
On their side because
manipuri tang ju ngang ga ni
that's what you like to see. But yeah,
I like fish.
ABM ben jai ji ga gi no katukaran taw wei tournament ta ne
seems like eliminators.
ko si a si taw ba gi ben jai ba moi ado moi gi wari taw si guys kan da mi gi wari taw si akoi si ani je sana ji yeng si ko ngasi de
Yeah, damage is gonna come.
moi wei ta moi harau gi ni ba
The Pyramid second skill Ghostbuster is basically the more people that are closed up together, the more damage they shout. And with the chip, he
play kai ba play back speed ba
so right now.
oh hmm oh aduga normal ta jagre ma sam tom da oh acha gyan ta alai hai si je madara o ji kai gi no sini lord o heli ji kai gi no si je madara o hinga dam ne no
Mobile Legends 5v5, 50,000 rupees, along with 30.
Bot chidi 1k hele yani.
Will Zohunt
ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯦ
take
ꯃꯣꯏ
it
ꯂꯥꯏꯛꯁꯦ
all
1K
or will
ꯌꯧꯒꯗꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯄꯣꯜ
eliminate it
ꯃꯁꯤꯡꯒ
even
ꯁꯤꯒ
out of
ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯒꯗꯕꯅꯦꯕ
score?
Aduni.
ꯄꯣꯜꯁꯦ
Caster
ꯗꯕꯜ
versus
ꯆꯠꯄ
Chronos,
ꯌꯥꯎꯕ
Ray
ꯄꯣꯜꯁꯦ
and
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
Frey to bring you the
Mi
action.
ani namjannara jaraga.
Let's get to see who
Aduni
will
ayde.
reign supreme.
Absolutely.
Guys, like namziko guys. Don't forget to like the stream.
Obviously going to be an interesting one because time and time again, eliminators have had the better, stronger draft, but it's
Fredo
pretty
bhai,
obvious
focus
this
on
time around.
casting.
The only possible way, just like you mentioned, it's a mistake, playing around with mistakes, or if those getting those
Bye,
early
bye.
pickoffs. But even if they get those early pickoffs, if it's not phased, if they do not disable enough,
Mane.
as the Purify, so there's no pickoff that's going to be coming in from Win. Okay, Win is off the XP lane on Kalia, that's a good one. But okay, but Mizo-san...
Score je mana halaga final match amtang sa je best of 7. As adu di post ta ne. Tournament male.
Oh, you can see Mizo-san already taken on low below half HP. He has the ejector right
Oh,
now.
there is a logic.
But there is no backup. Phaeton doesn't want to contest it.
Wait,
Phaeton doesn't want to
the
fight the
CD
bullet.
now,
But at the same time, you can see Win gets the clear
Right.
on the XP side. Art is there as well. They are trying to find a pickoff as they are looking to
Ye ma ji oh adu ne. Ai di nangi blue reset ka ta de. Ai na thadara ka da ko on ji de.
Both the junglers will be able to get their level 4 though quite easily. No problems, but let's see who gets the first blood because that will be a turning point. And of course, Art is looking for something.
Ooh, nice escape.
From the kit of Kalea.
Zohet position fazai.
Sakura Sims
Langre.
for that one, but you can see
Nice engage. First blood by blue team.
combo to get legend indeed just before the turtle, so advantage for one.
They get it, and one kill. But you know, it's a little bit...
Ama ji siduna ko ja.
a deja vu from that game of Leo, where Zohunt did obviously...
Udre.
Dusty Mizo got the 3 kills in the early phase, but later on...
Heal town. Kungala mo na kongon do kungala mo na. Si kungatre.
I mean, it looks
Bijan
like
mayam
she
singo.
won a lot of damage,
Oof.
but she isn't, you know.
Power of Zohet. Zohet si ni. Ti ngai je Zohet. Tournament yeng bo ti ngai Zohet. Rieng to khoi mayam manaw mayam paina bu de ho ya.
More mid lane?
Engage to what tam de ne Zohet chen hai de ne ba. To pa teng pa ba kan da ko. Zohet chen beginner hero hai ta.
Take this game away. ET do have a nice position. Any single team fight in their favor, the tides will turn.
Hai te du de.
I love that you said because, you know, Kalias against Kalias,
Bro, your voice sounds like insane place. Ease. No bro, no.
The healing is there. Do they want to pick up? No, the problem is uses up the purify immediately, so that is
Kange adu zu kange. Flicker lang ba dan tro. Yes, kange. Look at Chip's position. Kange. Ati ay su 5 man. Direct.
Oh no, they go with the fist.
Maning ang hana gidu ni. Eh, moi 100. The Granger lane thadu je oh yes, thadu ka dam upali overwhelm tor kani moina. Nang zu hator kani tower su push tor kani duna. Tower de pi thoga.
I mean, the fate of
Ang to
elimination
su ya ado su namjandre.
right now, so he does want to make sure, you know.
Zo ge position je oh.
Out like the last
Ti
time
hen
he
do
did.
le ji.
And of course, he's on his Granger pick right now, so you know, much more responsibility. Wants to prove that he is one of the top Granger players as well.
E keno du nang khar lai tho we. Ai khon lai nang su mieng ba.
But yeah, jokes aside though, the next herald is going to be spawning in 4 minutes. Oh, with the
Thin
big
ge thin dat kre. Lai ka la ma ne.
Phaeton goes
Kana ma than changi ja.
Spear of Alpha, but at the
Is asi ju phagre. Asi ju khagre. Tauri he. Ji badang.
guard, no, he doesn't, but still pays the price. He was just, whoa.
Engage mai chali go.
Yup. Pendulum of woes happening here in the casters.
I kap te da ga jale. Na kini se lord meyagi fight to. Petrek kapa kini da.
Not letting Kronos rest, not letting us rest as well. But now, seems like Art has some other plans.
He has other plans indeed, but Prime drops down to the on force, but you can see at the same time they come in with the Nether Realm and the shortcut. Dusty means he's going to be the target. He should be taken out quite easily. He has the blade surge. Ferrar Moon cutting his path off, but here comes Win. He adds title strike. At the same time they go for the ejector. Win
Was
the
I?
target,
Singing
that tsunami slam, and the
Wa jing. Ya. Ti kana re on wal je.
bullets. He will shoot them down. down as he gets Mizo-san, and the rest of Zohunt will have to run away as ET got what they came for.
มีป่านไปนี่เฮนังมียาวแต่ที่ว่าขายเด็
This is what I was talking about. They got a few kills in the early game, but is it going to be mattering? Because they have the team fight composition in their hands. Eliminators, Art and Bid is just going to be shining too much at that. Looking at the itemization. Good, finally, Tatsuna does get the glowing one, so a little bit of anti-heal, but look at that. This is the difference between Fate as well as
bro comeback ki poll am ta same se comeback ki poll
immediately, but I'm obviously like to go for the third item, so that's a little bit of a difference that I like to point out. But
ngasai do brother jin sema me ne makoi brother max somna aina sema natte ai poll sema haite bro ai di yamna kamai hain studio do aina stream tawi phone jida studio di yawe ko di hai ni sema tindat kre pazai chom thogre di sidum to sadas 810 viewers guys, welcome to the stream. Chip out the yawe cameraman
I never actually had that resemblance in my mind, but you finally put
manga janga kan yom de 5 man direct 1 second delete ne man tai puwa ga jengo bro stai kat le sidi kamai phuna do no sida ama jong is kan bi ni yengo asi tongana mathanda laiba mi ju moi manga janga ta na namma thu ju thu re moi hero ga je hurali ama ju hurali chien manang ga dreng ma
buffet for themselves, and they're beefed up. 3,000 gold lead. Considering in the mid lane though.
Oh no, but the spear of Alpha Connexi finds 2 and 3.
Oof.
But at the same time, Zaman Force dropped down. Prime is
sandak sung na chale blue no na chale handak moi manga ga moi ohum tanga funal be
as they get legend in the process as well. Bid is down and out, but he comes back as Fate is there, using the Death Sonata to kite out as Art ever so patient, waiting for Legend and Sarah Moon to come through, and he can drop down the shortcut. He's trying to go through right now as he has
alti yawe chip se alti yawe do mana yan tais ling je man
doesn't want to commit just yet. He can drop it down. I'm just waiting for him to do so. No, he just wants to get that ball and get out.
Makes sense though. He's not gonna be
makha dong lai gre position jong ma gi look at this guy's position asidong pha gre moi manga changa ga 5 man
Oh yeah, you can see at the same time they do pop in the nether realm.
tung ra ni badang mo de tum man
Legend buys enough time. Everyone
ui phazai ne wipe out joi ra burger gi da ta sap thu ing maning ma kale tho bro na keno kana du tu kana iko la
but they will get that tier 1 in the mid lane. ET find an answer and get that 2k goal lead back again.
This has been brawl, isn't it, Fredo? Because the last 2 minutes.
tai ma kon tai tang lai tho
But then again, you just like clap back immediately. This game is pretty much
skidi di phazai ne granger ji ga
pretty clear whose side it's favoring on.
item pull up tam ti yeng jage dana ut piak na mi je
well, suffering and entertainment in the same way. You know, these players are, making us suffer, but of course entertaining everyone out there with this level of intense like this.
madara uchi ha ju spawn tau gre ko
Of course, it's good as long as it lasts, but after that, you'll be regretting if you lose out that 50k prize pool, right? So yeah, they're playing for that right now, and both these teams really serious. Fate.
Oh, they get that fist break, fist guard combo. They get in the backline. Art gets torqued down onto where Fate and forces the flicker out. At the same time, Conceal comes through as well. Time forces there.
mi manga dai di no chance phuna de ra moi ja
Dusty Mizo's there coming through, trying to find the clear into the wave. But at the same
sama
time,
passion gre kana no
there with the
kalia
flicker, tries to get the title tries,
paramis
slam, and he finds
steam pha je mai ni bro sidi ai khat le
to do the damage. Spear of Alpha coming through, and Prime will have to run away as Mizo's
swal us
dead, and Legend comes through
like
to
kat
play
pi ni play je
win in
thok pa ya de na mpl thok pa ya de ko
Eliminators
ko india je mpl thok pa ya ready ni ready
confident and rising high. Will they will take this Lord?
#india is ready ta
Feeling like a long
play do yeng mo da ti pha jai ha
You are
yeng ma
right
ti
on
nuai
about that because I
pot
just
se
did not realize it's been 10 minutes.
ama je leiram bini dum mafam khudi makta
It is a pretty long game.
Mafam khudimagta leiramini moi. What is this? Who is this art guy? He's everywhere.
Oh my god. They knew he did not have to purify. And he did just
Irang sagala ma ita nai khai ni. Isu sagat panu pa ne ma ji oi je.
They're pushing down the structures.
Mana horaga moi team ma'am jina ko khen sa doi ne ba.
Offside as well. Lord marching down as well. Just all
Ah,
they
ure.
need right now is
Padai
great
hore.
game management, and they can actually make
Chip
it
plays suman chana ga dam ne chip plays. Okay.
decent enough. And we can take a look at the
Granger
stats.
ke goal je 10k yaudore.
I think he has
Will Zohunt have a comeback?
564 though. On to
Udo chigi ET na base sang ba je kitang di kenom taw ni ko ET na base sang ba je yenges.
I think it's gonna be Rose Gold, but oh,
Kalya chong sang gre.
Title strike them through. Tsunami Slam is there as well, but it's another round helping them survive.
Pazai.
Respect this cat combo. They get two in the process. Triple kill in the hands of a fate.
Swoof. Pa gre mo. Pazare. GGG. Clean gameplay from ET. GGG.
Eliminators make the comeback. 3
Pazai pazai. Huzgi plays mai chale plays de. Respect ben la ni mathang oh la kan chip respect ben lak to ma ni mathang
game number 7. These teams are here to give us, of course, Zohunt first one to
Kalyana thangdo khiba
Eliminators immediately bouncing back with 1 from 3 right now. The score has been equalized, and this leads us to, of course,
GGG guys.
the main
GGG.
cinematic. The
Final game, final round guys.
It's gonna be on the history of
3-3.
forever, of
The
course.
score is now
This is
3-3.
one. Let's see how
This will be the final match.
try to figure it out right now.
3-3 Nico. Final maleko guys. It looks like final now.
Minutes that Zohunt was into the hands of eliminators, but it's pretty clear the sides have been switched. It is 3 for 3 right now.
Ti hai.
Eliminators are looking strong and
ED gang go ti linge play do yeng ba ti nuai de.
gaining it.
Moi gi
Zohunt
tieng
has
tu
been
su mai
holding
chali
on
ko
to
moi tieng tu
stakes, but
MVP pinning e di.
eliminators are right
Man
now
de moi tieng to.
with caffeine. Maybe
Mana
time is on
tawi ba
their
mayam
side,
du
but
yai
they have
loina mak
enough
yai.
energy to
Vision
right now
position
hold on
koi daga
to
leiba
until
khot
they
ba
get
mi
that
ama du
good
namjan ba
payout
mafam
cash-wise.
khuni mak ta
And
leiram
leave
ba.
Zohunt with 30K.
Manao du yare.
And
Ti khole
know
manao do
because
maina.
you love to make that prime drink joke as well as the thick of it. You know, I remember it very clearly.
GG Art MVP.
Wait for it. I was gonna bring it out in the last final game. You kind of ruined it now. Oh my god, it was prime time the entire time, but not yet. So I can't say the thick of it anymore. But I got another one up.
Hero gi the last badang du june bro mi je
Sleeve is like very
fight loire na sien medi mi je hallage to mi zu mana tonga nong pha du ne badang jina lem hori ba mi do hingan da bi ne mana mo tai jina si ya bi ne phajai play ji du ya re bro
We can say here.
Yeah, you got
No.
a big coat or a big shirt.
mai chale
Okay. Yep, I mean, we're wearing shirts. we're wearing
adu gi
shirts,
performance to adum to ngam mari tournament ko dingi ya re he bro ti ko le da support to kani ko
yeah. They say, okay, so we're going literal meanings here. Okay, fine. I was thinking it's something.
match maker ji yo initiate badang ga chip kane ani du na phajana maku phajana khokpi ga sa pho se maning da le me ya pizza de ne ba adu gum bani da
But yeah, okay, that's it then. But yeah, let's talk about the game, guys. Let's talk about the game.
na hindi di lo le mani pri di lo ya de manao je
Yes, yes.
What went wrong was Ray said he has a short sleeve, but yeah, what went wrong in the game?
I stream
is
ni chapan te
Alpha
aina
has
post
a-
osan bain
Alpha has a good snowball, and that's what Alpha
hojik
has.
budi la ta le
With that Pyramus on top, it's like a cake ready.
break gi sak yeng jai ra
He's
is
hungry, bro. It is midnight.
Zoom on
I
Ray.
did not mention cake. I need a different kind of cake right now. But yeah,
Dureza
What? You've never had different kind of cake?
He said he needs a different kind of cake. But okay,
Yeah, one
let's
that
leave
can
it.
fill me. One that can fill me because I'm really hungry. I'm pretty empty right now.
is
But
hungry ore ga jale ji koi di lam da bai tap ta moi to ni je ga sai di cast to khalai je ai ju oi ne hungry da
Okay, let's keep it at that, Ray. Let's keep it at that. You don't want us to get cancelled, right?
sare
At
why
least,
would
no,
you get
I mean,
cancelled over cake? What
no,
is this
not
culture?
by. Not
final je moi se ke no to du ja la
Trying to get me cancelled.
kitang khak
I know.
I did last final match na ko break kat pi du ja la 20 minute 15 minute
Why? Because he's okay. I don't want to say it anymore.
Til hogi sak yeng je
Let's talk about the game, guys. Come on, man. Let's stick to the game. Let's stick because once we start diverting, Ray takes us all the way to his
raise wow re oh wow ma le massage
where we cannot come back anymore. So yeah, let's stick to the game for now. So yeah, talking about the game.
tournament se haidi India gi tournament ma loi ko smaina nakan nakan gi mi ani jong India ma sak kitang man ba wali dra ma ya wei mali ne ba India gi tourney se ma ya wei mali ne ba dai mai gi maning gi jujin gi phadi phadi im thadai je maning da mana malhan mane smart ti ya e India gi tournament mana yak la hol le mana sawe hore matam rest pi da bi ni
They cannot out macro a chip. On top of that, put on a Faramis as
Ho
well.
boy ram je
So
ho
all
boy
those
ram je
engages coming in, you know, just totally nullified by that Nether Realm. And that's how Eliminators were able to win those team fights as well. And Legend, oh my god, his sets were so good. Especially those Swiss traps. At the right
ama
time,
jong
just
my
not
goal
making
jong
the escape.
10,000 na
Right
yo
after the enemies use a
mayam
dash,
se dai
he
double
goes
ne
in
man
with
ois
that, blocks their path, and of course after that, Fate is just free hitting.
mana book ka sa ba si ai kitang ai ngon da kitang nungai jate ko mi s5 ai ngon da
between the gold laners. Like Prime his level 11 with 2 items building towards the third. He doesn't even have the third recipe item. On the other hand, Granger is
chip
fully
chengo
built
flipping
with
time ga
4
pai si di
items,
manau
fully
ja is
stacked with the Sky Piercer, 1006 level 14, and got the one of the most expensive items, the Blade of Despair as well.
Alti
He was
ho
basically full building
alti
full
dra
stack
manga
with
manga
four
sanga ga
items.
nai ga
Zero
gi ne ba
missed. It was a rose gold to make sure he does not get bursted out. So he was basically full build. The goal difference was pretty intense in this game around. And it's pretty obvious. Look at that.
ET game em je kana ET game em je
On the other hand, it's
phet hai se thai na gi si je
just under 11
kai ba maming du ba
I feel like Eliminators had
IGN dia ma manau ma cha do
into their favor, and this time
mayang
around,
kang ba do kai maming du ba
everything went smooth to their end, except of course you're trying to
phet
capture a few kills
phet
on
phet
the early game.
IGN dia ma phet asate saigon hoi ma tung i7 hoi ma chakra ka matung da phet ana nga am yaw ma da hang ba
It was pretty clear that
adu do yong ani
Eliminators were
adu do
able
yam
to
ni
top, maybe
oh
not like they were grabbing,
oh
but
adu
they
yam ni
were
adu
able
yam
to
ni
top
nagam
because
sa
they
ga
were
mo yam ni
ahead.
adu yam ni oh naga ni hai set ta su mane mane adu de khoi na hai mi ju oi de ni Nagaland oh adu de ma je thai na gi manau ne kui da bane ma sanak pa tu de ari ba mi oi de ni sis kana no VIP la ga stream da mayam dam ta hai hai udana
What can we say? But nonetheless, it's okay. He can be
lam kai ta bro
but you know who are
VIP
anymore? Eliminators.
mi chatruk hene nge mayam dam ta hai mo je
All away, ladies and gentlemen.
draft away match point ni 3-3
The final game indeed.
winner gets all ni ko
In this best
match
of
point ni
seven.
hujik lai je
Zohunt were 2-0. Eliminators made it 2-1. Zohunt made it 3-1. And then Eliminators made it 2.
ngasi di ya me mayam je pamjare
Momentum on their side. They figured out Zohunt. They cracked the code. And now Zohunt are back to 4 points.
Manipur team je karam no Manipur team se left side ki eliminator se Manipur team ni adugo right side se na Zohunt
Coming in with the heroic bans,
Kena,
though.
Mizoram ki
Seeing
team ni.
Masha and
ET je respect ben moi masa respect ben di pi go moi je si ge hero ni se moi comfort ping
Zohan
ne
did really prioritize in the first few games, but this time
adugo
around,
songi ben je kai na paje
You know, after 2 games, Moscow has been
do yim ga
and after
paje
the
paje ji game de di bro
fourth game,
best star
I might be, swapping them, but the third or fourth game, Masha has been a permanent ban, and it's actually working out in favor. And right now, from the last
give me the mod berserker no chance bro no chance
and main permanent
Fredo
ban.
no chance bro
So they are really paying respect to all of the
keep
mid
signing bro
laners, and it's really working out favor because I feel like Zohan is running into. I don't want to call it a ripple issue, but it's just that the draft has been falling.
pi roi bro nang gi lai bak tul lang man gre bro ai mod pi bu ngamoi
One game good, it was with the Farsa, but I don't really understand why they are not committing to it. They are really not prioritizing the mid lane.
Yadi.
They're prioritizing the flex pick, which is good, but then they also commit down, double down again.
mod
with the
mod
Joy
pi de ai zu de pham ba yaw de ba
necessary
sis
against the Badang.
ai
So I feel like they are making those few, not just for you, it's a really big mistake on the macro play because of course the draft.
first pick
is
te kai ni
so
exist
much
chip ben
play
tare ko
and
respect ben chip
Zohan, if they do not remedy that mistake, Eliminates is the one who's going to be walking away with that 50,000.
ai haning is no gi
They have to take the diamonds for the
ya
diamonds.
hai re ge jam na mi mi ko controversial yam ta ni pot se ai hai re ge
talking about Naruto,
I
there's
actually did buy
definitely
hockey though,
Star Moon from Eliminators who likes them the most, right? Because it seems like the first 3 games he was
Okay,
just
Granger first
out
pick.
there telling, guys, I want to try
Kalia,
those
Arki
skills
Kalia ne.
before we lock in.
Badang and Kalia. Engager initiator ani logre.
Badang this time
Moi
around into the hands of Zohunt.
Zohunt na
Does
logre.
it change anything? Because Eliminators, they cannot really pick up the Jawhead again. This time, of course, they haven't really been picked up Jawhead, but look at that.
Fredo ora minus le.
Refusal of picking up Sicilian
Mod
for the
piu
hands
ga
of
jale
Zohunt.
bro.
Is it
Talle.
going to be
Live tuga.
punishing them again
Lang ye mi ro ya de.
and again, Chrono?
Phagi taw ne mod hapte bro khoi mod hapte.
I don't know. It's
Respect ben. Moi gi si masa ji respect ben.
now eliminators. I'm kind of tired, guys. I'm kind of reeling after
Ding zong mo no pido pai gre.
12 hours to me cast. So at the moment, let me tell you that Granger is a good pick.
Aina ngang ning is mo ju khoi viewer ga ju khang ni si di. Hayeng stream thab den sa nga ge. Si last game ne deciding ne.
Coming in through quite early in the first phase as well, because you can dive into the back line. They need someone to stop them. They need a Tiger right now. They cannot have got the gotcha. I think a Tig would have been a much better ban, just because you can prevent them to dive upon the.
Tập thâu bro, tập thâu.
So at the moment, Parrot being taken off. Irithel should be going off here as well, because an Irithel and a Joy could.
Stream Thai mi kan wa yeng se.
So they have the pick off. They need to find someone, and that someone is probably going to be someone maybe.
Okay, hurried ban. Gato gacha ban.
Well, even just ban out the Irithel. If the Eliminators don't ban it, no. I can see it happening. The draft is
First half ban.
Why did they pick up the
Sidadi moi all out chat kai sana ni ko moi. Team ani mak best tani sana ko ji best level da.
Just pick up the Irithel. Counter the Granger in lane. You can run circles around the Phobius. You can run circles around the Sicilian. Maybe they're waiting for the last pick to see if they can flex it to the clean. But they picked up Big's comfort hero in the hand of Aiden.
Moscow adum ben chai kai na Moscow je respect ben ne bro. Moi gi Zohan ki team da Moscow player ahi bi yaw. Adu gi ma gi respect ben.
Jawhead is good. Jawhead is good. Jawhead is good. Jawhead is good indeed. You can lock down the Joy, but the Joy should be your sole target, and no one.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Kai cloth
That's
ki
why
ka
I
lei
feel
kai
like-
pack
I feel
da ne moi se.
Art really likes to prioritize a little bit on the other targets. His only target should be the Joy. Just chase down. She doesn't have. I mean, she has dashes, but once the lock-in is done, you're okay. He commits with the Julian.
Oi Berserker
again,
give him
but
Fredo
it's
mod
only
bro.
though.
No
He
bro.
picked up once, that's pretty
His
insane.
forehead is shining
Let's
too
see
much
what-
bro.
Let's see what Clint or Aethel. Let's see. But yeah, I feel like money's on Aethel probably. It wins out on lane unless Zohunt. Unless Zohunt
has
tries
to
to
be.
be like.
Draft is Zohan fa se. Oh, sa ji moi draft se fa se. MPL ma moi draft. Red team ke draft is so good.
Maybe they will be walking on thin ice. Let's just see. Last pick. It's for Prime. It decides their fate against fate. And it's the infamous Beatrix that we all know.
Nang ji hen mali ko.
Oh my God. This one, guys, this one. That's a classic. I've seen it before. I've seen it before.
Nang ji hen mali ko guys.
Before.
Yep. This one's a classic, guys. This one's a classic.
One of the most famous marksmen.
I would have
Yeah.
liked the Hylos instead of the Phobius right here, but it's okay. They left the Hylos too. I don't understand why they didn't.
Hajing hai gum na Fredo gi ma gi for je ngo ba. Mi na hanjan ba je. Bajita gi ta mayai de kitang ya hoi da na. Mayai de kitang ya na kana ijan gi da. Mai na mo. Pula pak na samai na gak law na maning in gre pula. Hoi ju kitang hanjan li ko adu hanjan la ju bajita gi ta mai hai masi hanjan ba do. Adu ne mai na pak na bak law na maning han ge. Adu ni da. Pot se.
Hey, let's put our money on that. Let's see. Casimiro, it's all on your shoulders right now.
Prime.
Early game, and of course, give the
Okay. Phazani play Phazani.
Beatrix on Fury, of course, it's going to be performing well against Granger, and you will, of course, you're also one of the marksmen that has that highest attack.
Badang
game,
teng.
along with Granger as well. So
Ai adu hai bangam de. Badang ga Kalia ga se nakan chat pa je. Ya de yaw ni ko. Rom ga ting ka je. Rom ga EXP ga hai bangam.
I mean, you can mark the Beatrix as well, but your main target is going to be.
Mizo san o tanker ne ma de. Adu di ma wa man. Badang teng.
Position win again on that, of course, clear. Let's see how it all plays out.
In the in grave bro ma ge forehead to. Maning the push back to grave.
Here and there, especially I feel like Fate
Mai sang mai ni hai.
definitely
Oh mai
getting the purifier
mai u di
as
sang
well.
ma le ba.
He is also their main target for the hands from Zohunt. On the other hands, let's just see as we dive into the last game. Chrono.
파기 떠오네 프레도 파기 떠오네 시스.
Gentlemen, 50,000 rupees along with 30,000 diamonds for the runners-up, but they definitely want to get
Lord chitang madaraon thokpe de ha. Tai de lo yare.
for 5 players who are playing in the Northeast Underdogs Finals.
Tao tụi em bao giờ yên rồi, bao giờ mà.
Game number 7, a winner takes
Guitar pa bi dura.
everything on the line. Eliminators on the blue side, Zohunt on the red.
Oh. Yo to udra.
You just heard him. It's the
Magi school gi dress ta yo to bom di lay bane.
Thank you for being here because of course this is gonna be the final game and of course Fredo joining me on to the passing desk.
Oh khangi khangi masam sang ba do.
South
Indela golden suit ni go.
this game around
Padang teng. Spoke zero bi ni mid free store pok to jo. Mid to nyeng ge bro. Mid to yeng ni mid. Mid.
Don't want to get caught out
Lane fish ni to is.
with those poking already into that early game. But that's the Sicilian, and that's what he needs to do. Make sure this is zoned out, Fredo.
If they leave this Beatrix unchecked though, I'm pretty sure.
Guys, toxic comment the toxic to always you guys. No toxic in the comments guys. Let's just enjoy. Let's just enjoy the game. Let's watch the game. These are the two best teams in India. No toxic in the comments. This is the deciding round. The score is 3-3. 1 minute 18 seconds laying on the 1 minute 20 seconds.
Definitely, of
Looking
course.
spicy.
Game number
Into the
7.
goal lane though, it's going to be really depending on prime.
I di mi yam bani ko bro nungai te mi yam bani na kitang akoy su lebak macha cha si ko lebak macha cha
Say that it will depend on of course,
game
Dusty
ne
will
wasi
be
game.
that early game, but I feel like it's not possible because you
For
cannot
the first
go
blood se
in
kram team na
with
load
that
mangi guys.
ahead.
Blue team red team
Hero
kram
will
load
definitely
mangi
be
first
there
blood.
if he tries to go in.
Hero hai bani na exact way gani.
That's why
Hero
we
kram ba
keep an
hero
eye
na lo gani.
on Prime.
And you know one more thing is that
Hero
Focus
sina muti na hai ba
against
prediction ti hai ba nu pa na.
like her passive basically triggers a lot of course the passive from Legend, which is Phobius. I feel like Win needs to take that into counter because if he gives out too many bongs to the hands of Phobius, he's going to be dishing out damage and of course sustain out too much for them to handle. So they need to be aware of it. Look at that, he engages up.
Hogre.
Win is there as well. He takes him down low. He can go for the title strike. Tsunami style. Anything to point at the target there.
Turtle reset chatre. Oh reset chatre turtle. Ajay. Wait team na turtle hogre. Team fight cha roi bi ni. Oof. Nice flicker. First blood kamba team na low nu khang hogre ju first blood. Ado turtle budi rate na low. Go Kennedy go ja pe pe lo mane. Julian na low e. Julian na first blood to New Zealand.
Of course, you say you need to save the number for later on. But our top lane.
Has to go out. No
Bom dao. Tung re. Hip krema.
Coming through, and that is why. Wait, why did he go? He had to go for the purified.
Phobius na. Okay. Phobius na first blood lo hai ko. Phobius na. Mid ching ma koi viewer ga ni hele ba. Akoi na muk som da. Akoi ni yeng po se mana te ba. Amana. Aina muk yet liba mi ga da yeng ni nge ba no.
It is definitely.
Asi yeng ge fight to. Cameraman.
Who's getting caught?
Cameraman je Fredo em da na ko.
Revenge kill immediately. A full-on revenge kill if I've ever seen one.
Ado Fredo da wakhan yam khan ma male ma.
Made score as well. Interesting. Oh, Art, does he want to commit? No. Win though, I feel like Win. I feel like Win should perhaps take down Sararamon. I feel like since of course he has a retribution, but of course at the same time that enhance give does give him the immunity, so maybe that's a bad decision as well. So Win this time around, he's caught in a pickle. Who does he go for?
Fight number ga to dre. Oh, position je mo.
To make sure
Look at that position.
out for Mizo-san to land those hits. So I feel like that is the best possible decision for them to make. But let's see, mid lane, it's gonna be a bone of contention because the turtle is gonna be up and it's already there. And Turtle Soup, it's looking just for both teams. Let's see who gets it. Joy was the first one to get it. So Ramon already starting it right now. Let's see, Mizo-san, can he find the angle?
Yeah, he's looking for it.
Retry battle. Oof, retry की retry सीधा. Nice, nice. Goal it red team ने हेले को goal it. Red team ने goal it नहीं लग रहा.
Dusty trying to get the invade in towards the orange buff.
बस ये red चलो गए.
Dusty picks it up quite easily. Grand Theft Orange indeed.
GTO.
Nice one there. Nice one there, and they'll get some towers as well.
Mizo team ngata ni magna tente. Blue team na koi gi Manipur gi team. Red team na Mizoram gi team. Badang ki position jong. Look at Badang's position. Look at the mini map. Badang is in position.
Of course, Mizo-san, great positioning, but
Top lane.
will he get the backup?
Or mid lane.
Dusty come through, and there's the concealed play as well.
Nice
They find
guess.
the benefit
Fazai,
from
fazai.
and they find a bid.
Kay no satang bo thang doi du bo. Mama ji si ani ani chang hat ki tore.
Flicker from Legend win solo.
Wow.
He flickers out with a
Wow.
strike. That is really well played.
Tao ye he uzi du da. Nice play, nice play.
But Dusty Mizo trying to go for the and Dusty has to respect it.
Hing bini.
That was a so close call if I've ever seen.
Guys, don't forget to like and share the stream, guys. This is the finals. This is the deciding round.
You know, high positions, but this time it was the most nicest escape. Oh, okay. Looking at the itemization, Beatrix goes in for the anti-heal, and of course that extra 8% damage base against the high HP base, which is the R as well as Legend as well. Even Saramun, because he's gonna be
Zero,
taking the control, so that does make
642.
him weak to the passive of the Deadly Blade. But
Turtle fight tau di jala.
into the mid phase from the hands of Zohunt, the third turtle, two into the
Red
hands
team
of
position
Zohunt,
to like
one,
re.
but okay, let's see.
I feel like they need to focus down on Prime a lot, but it's not happening. Finally, it happens.
Yeah, they go with Injector along with the unstoppable force, but Benestrage comes through and Art pays the price. RWM drops down.
Wait.
Legend tries to go through with the Inferno.
Crazy fights.
He catches the back line. Prime is down and out.
God damn, these ads.
You know, but I feel like
Finally, it happens. Finally, it's happening, Ray. It's happening.
He goes
Mid
through,
lane.
electrifying beats, Arar Moon and Hand Sword. He wants that
Nah.
kill. He finds the rhythm. He gets that one. And Faden
I need to use YouTube Premium next time on the next watch party.
Rhapsody to kite away. Mid lane under siege. Unstoppable force on towards Faden. Legend
Azay.
go through with the Infernal Pursuit. They finally get the shutdown. Faden
Come back lại.
Art wants to commit on towards Mizo-san, but not just yet.
Look at his Zoe position.
Legend, but Dusty Mizo
Zoe is cooking.
as he gets himself a mega kill with the electrifying
Mathak tower
beam
jo phang
and
hai.
now gets out of harm's way quite easily. Zohunt 2k goal lead, trying to pull out an upset against the Eliminators.
7-11 score. And you know, Cronus, you mentioned that if Dusty Mizo gets that 2 kills in the early game, this could be the Zohunt game. And so far, it's not really early game right now. We're gonna be moving to the mid phase, but it's pretty clear he's not gonna be taken down anytime soon. Or I might have cursed it, jinxed it, sorry, but 404 into the hands of Dusty Mizo so far. 360 stacks, that is good amount. Okay, they're all ready. Mid lane.
Whoa, he died, bro. He died so fast. Look at this Zoe, man. He's going for every back line. GG. Oof. Crazy tires. And guess him mai chale moi. Power spike yo gre moi.
How are they doing this the entire time? Dusty is just trying to cast the back line, and who's gonna stop him?
His name may be Dusty, but he's the
Joy
one
phana ba yaude
really
Joy
in
na
the
ko Joy
center
ka tane.
right now, completely dominating the game. 7
Ati thong ma lang de.
basically twice the kills, and it's all because
Lord contest tau je. No
Okay,
contest.
he gets Lord easily. And Fredo, does this mean that Eliminators
Score.
has a chance to
Score
bounce
kya lai
back,
ke 3-3
or
3-3 lai ye.
it does look like a Zohunt game.
Score is 3-3. This is the final round, deciding round. Deciding match.
He's in complete control. Like they have been able to check Prime out. They've been able to check, of course, Mizo-san win, but Dusty and Fade, and they're getting left unchecked a lot. And we do remember that Dusty didn't die even once, right? And it's happening once again.
Mi aniro sida layja. Oh, ani
There's
ni.
nothing that
Mi
eliminators can
chok
do
pani na
about it.
udri ni.
Their drop does not allow them to actually.
Look at that.
No, title strike, Tsunami slams Sarar Moon and Answord, but Dusty Mizo goes once again. He's a
Hatu. Hingbini. Moina mata manga ida mathak tawar su log le lo na mo. Piani, look at his position. Position jo magi. Mafam khudimang ta laibini.
Madara walks in from the top lane. There's a concealed play. We might see an engage, but no.
Yeah, you can see they come through. RWM's drop down. Art is in no man's land. We'll have
Almost.
He's able to get out by ever so slightly.
Sicilian damage tawar ini.
Has the range. The bat impact
Phai
is
re
coming
ma.
through right now. It is a late game composition from Eliminators.
Wishing lantern tiger.
K in gold.
Joy just shut down tau there. They need to shut down Joy.
We'll have to wait. Because I think they do have a chance to bounce back. But at the same time,
Level 15
Mizo
ngayon,
is
Remy.
on a different frequency. His rhythm is unmatched, and Eliminators do not have
Lumalete. Ooh.
responsive. But
Ooh.
man,
Unstoppable force.
Shut down. Fazay. Nice fight. Nice throw. Ado mo ngam ngodro fight chubo. Mas mo ngam maktre bo. Ngam ni Sisi ga Granger ga ni na defend to buting ngam. Kale Africa yawi. Alti ti alti. Mo jo hanagre.
Eliminators take 3 just to get 1 out of Dusty Mizo.
Shut down the pigger go Joy do.
do you
Joy
think
shut down
was it
pigger.
worth it? Because committing 3 for just one guy.
Well, it
Very important
depends
guy
on
though.
what
Guys, we are close. We are close to 1k viewers.
actually, you know, the one with the most
We are close to 1k viewers.
I think it's
Don't
not,
forget to like and share the stream.
I mean, if it was at least, just 2 down, I think it was worth it. But 3 down, not worth it. But I still feel like, the fact that Bid and
Because you get shut down,
Taylor
Joe.
are alive, it makes it
Hold
worth
it,
it
Aiju, hold it.
more because
Maning
these
hala
people,
yung
they were
tikman mo.
able to get a lot of farm out of that. And yeah, I think I need to take a look at the items to understand, where Bid and Fate are right now. These guys, they stack up. So look at
MM na
that.
phangam mani goals na mana wai
Rounds
kwai
being
wang.
bought, of course, because Aliyah will be jumping
Madara thore.
anytime.
I love how Badang as well as Mizo-san and Win, they have basically the same itemization.
Oh,
until
Rome.
the third
Mang
round.
cancel tau gre.
They were in
Jo
sync,
cancel tau gre.
but no longer
Anyone
so.
ma ji tau di
That
lang ba ar mar batang di.
Coming through, he went for the unstoppable force ejector.
Bom thada re. Kalia na phai gre. Target lok tau kana no. Purify tau gre.
Trying beats. Winter Crown comes through. Fate's trying to survive. He has the death without him, but Dusty Mizo doesn't let him go away. Fate and Legend down and out. Traded for Mizo-san. And here
Yes,
comes
thala ni mo.
Zohunt are looking to
Oh,
finish
oh,
them
big
off.
line mo.
Standing with Sacred Claws. Has enough range.
Free Lord
Win
tare,
is
free Lord
able to
tare.
survive. Zohunt turned their attention in towards the Lord. 13 minutes into the game.
Joy gi power je ngo dana. Rank tabo. Mai chat pe hero ni kenu se.
And they have the opportunity, considering the top lane inhibitor basically doesn't have an HP left. It's standing at a thin thread. It's gonna get snapped away. And once Mother
Fache. Defend tau bangam bring si na traga moina. Sige Lord push sida lotion bangam brings.
Into the mid lane, try to just buy out a little bit more time. I feel like Zohan, this could be the final push, but at the same time, I feel like Eliminators
Will this be the final
willing to
push?
throw out their bodies to perhaps defend out this
Will
fight.
ET defend this?
As long as Granger as well as Zealand stand, I feel like they are willing to throw bodies.
Ooh, nice throw from Zo.
Oh no, they go on towards win title.
Nice pick off.
Find a kill. Fate find one for himself. 3-3-4. Sarar Moon secures the Holy Crystal. Now the pickoff is not available for Zohunt. So the good news could be possible from Eliminators, but nobody's going to be able to stop Dusty Mizo because he can go in with the rhythm. Electrifying beats unlocked and Answord to get out of harm's way. Art is just around him. He has the ejector. He wants to commit. Right now, Dusty Mizo, he jukes. He
Nice,
goes,
nice.
He weaves. He makes it out of Eliminators.
1k viewers, guys. GG, guys. Welcome to the stream.
My goodness.
The game is very intense.
I mean, look at this guy, okay? He
GGG,
says
guys.
he
Welcome
plays
to the
assassins,
stream.
but the ones he plays,
Liar.
yeah.
Ina screenshot macam tu lorm.
Goddamn liar.
Bajai. In case macam di tahu iko. Hanai.
Get out of harm's way.
Sini discipline na je.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you, it's not the fact that he can't be an assassin, it's the fact that nobody's there to stop him. Apart from the ejector, there is no
Yep.
CC to stop down this Joy. All I can think of right now is that meme. Who's gonna stop me though? Like I Show Speed says, because that's what
Yep.
Dusty feels like.
Who's gonna
Exactly.
stop me though?
Exactly.
Man.
Look at those
And
positions.
yeah, just the good news
They will
for
pick out
Zohunt.
anyone. Anyone. Oof. Crazy, crazy.
Oh, this range is well
Look
done.
at Joy at the back
But
line.
two Winter Crowns made it up and they get
He's
the
taking
goal.
everyone off.
Rain is in the back line dead. Dusty Mizo gets that
I
one.
think it's
And now they're looking for Bid. He is down and out. Art and
Three
Sarah
down.
left standing. Art should come down as well, but here comes the ejector. He should be able to get
Can they
there.
defend
Yes,
this?
he does.
Oh
No,
no,
it's
GG,
only
GG
one
guys. I think this is GG.
win with Dusty Mizo and Prime. Sir Harmoon has the enhanced sword, but he gets chain CC'd.
Oof. GG, GG, GG.
Warriors
Well played,
take
Zohunt.
the
Well played,
ultimate
ET.
knockdown in the Northeast Underdog Tournament over Lord Drum Games.
GG, GG, GG. Nice one, Zohunt. Nice one.
Shall rise again and become the champions and take away the 50
Good night, Dad.
from the hands of eliminators. Zohunt rise and I know one dude is definitely happy. Volty,
Oh my
and
God.
of course I'm as well.
Zohunt rise.
Look at this guy.
Rise. It does happen this time around. They won't be runners up.
Views
They
in my
will
tari.
be
Yes, yes, my tari, my
champions.
tari.
They will taste the trophy. Of course, there's no trophy, but of course they'll taste the money. And now, of course,
Guys,
it's going to
GG.
be eliminators. But yeah, if you think about it, eliminators last
Ma'am,
season,
write GG on the
they
chat,
were
guys.
eighth in the, in the table.
Well played to both
This
teams.
time around, they bounced back to get the runners-up.
Congratulations
Still a
to
progress
Zohunt.
for them. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
but in the end, they did lose it out. So yeah, things did not go, their way this time around. Of course, they did try their best. Sarah Moon tried his best.
GG.
but
The
he was
initiators
unable
are
to get
making
that
the play.
enhanced
They should be
type
MVP
or
Crazy
chain,
initiators.
enhanced chain, actually. But yeah,
to both teams.
good stuff tonight. Both the teams that gave their best.
I absolutely think it, and I feel like this game 7
They hate it.
was definitely the most crucial one.
Playmakers EXP ga wrong gane ma playmakers huziki matam sida ti phajai
Except for that one previous game, of course. In a lot of the games, Zohunt were on that losing end on that draft, right? And it was pretty obvious. They were able to win out the first two games onto those mistakes, but after that, eliminators were obviously able to bounce back from that 2-1 to 3-3 right now. And but still, eliminators, of course, they're also champions for all of them.
Asi Fredo je tiny ga lugar player ro mane
Great experience on
tiny ga
this
lugar
game
player
tonight
ne
was a really good way to end. And it's not just I'm biased towards Zohunt. It's really nice to see them because they were previous season, they were runners up. They were very close, but obviously they did not make the cut. But this time around, they are able to do it, pushing to game number 7, and they get the win as well.
oh hoi mayam da good night har mo je
Story for them because and I hope they
Good
can
night,
continue to
guys.
write my story.
Good night, good night.
Of course,
Hayeng
being
thengna je.
and of course waving
Hayeng
his
Sunday ne,
story,
hayeng
being
Sunday.
the top
Ngasi
team,
Sunday ne,
the
bro.
top dogs in Northeast Underdogs season 2.
Oy,
It's
ne,
really a statement, of course. Kronos,
Thoye
thank
thoye
you
de
so much for coming
good night,
out.
good night.
I mean, as not just as a guest, but of
Dadi
course,
ai
you
su
were
comment
just
kha
felt like
parmaga
such
ngasi
like
gi
a-
describe dulu
it
shalage
felt like so natural.
views mai chale ko guys
Of
ngasi
course,
de view
these
mai
were
chale
friends, but it's also so nice
Thank you
that
guys for
everyone
coming.
came in. It's still
I will be
cringe there, of
hosting
course,
more
it
watch
might feel
parties
cringe to you. Oh,
in the
okay,
future.
I get it. I understand it, but just you're casting like 12 for us right now, so really deeply thankful for, of course, coming in Wadrum Games and Northeast. It's really appreciating of you. Like, we really appreciate it because it's
yes
Game 7. We were hoping for 4-0 for your throat, but it looked like they wanted to stretch it out, and it's game number 7. But you, of course, it was great. Of course, shout out to Kronos, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to his channel. Come on.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Fredo, you want to say something? Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, this thing about him, okay, he
this
casted
guy
for
has
like
filter
how
on
many hours
Kronos
straight.
has filter
He
on
took a break,
look at this
like,
guy
just half an hour, 1 hour. He came
casting
there.
with filter
7 games back to back. I did request the players.
okay guys
just
this
take
is
a
it for
pause. They
today
said, "No,
see you guys
we don't need a
tomorrow
pause."
hayeng
And he
hayeng
said
thengna rasi ko
the
bada mayam
the
ngasi di
whole
side lo
I
shalage
think was because I was
stream mutha lage
I
side
was
lo
actually
shalage good night
wondering,
everyone
will Kronos be able to do it or not? But look at this guy, man. He's still sitting there.
bye 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 bye
Has a few more games.
who is streaming right now
Fine, let's go for another BO3. Just kidding. I
Who
said
is streaming
BO7
right now?
'cause I know my throat's gonna get
streamer akhoi manipur gi streamer lairagadi aduda
I mean, it's
amtang
not just me, right?
rate
It's,
tawsalamge
casters to make sure the game's entertaining for everyone that's watching out there, not just the viewers. There are a lot of watch parties going
oh
on. A lot of
Zozo green laiba male ko
now. A lot of people are watching
guys
on
noi
the
stream
best
da lairagadi
especially the players that are putting so
Zozo
much
green da changjal lo ma hoji hoji live laire
at this moment.
ma analysis to imare mais mai da changjal ko guys ai stream jalo shalage ngasi gi di bye bye everyone